Hey! Good morning, everybody. Hello. It is Monday, September the 30th, 2024, and we are live.
We're live.
We are live, and it is Rafe Williams' 46th birthday.
Yeah, Rafe.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. How you feel, man? Feel good?
Old brother. I feel all right.
You feel good. You look good.
Thanks.
We got your balloons.
We got
but
your
you have
balloons.
to deal with those all morning.
We
got your balloons.
We got your balloons.
Yes, I was very thoughtful of everyone.
Now, what's the plan for today?
God, lift me up out of here. Well, I'm going to leave at 6:30. You said I could leave and have the day off, which was
You
super
could
cool.
leave.
You could
I'll
always
give you
leave.
till 8:30, okay?
Okay. Nothing,
Leave
man.
at 8:30.
Nothing really. It's a Monday. Weird day for your B-day to
Yeah.
fall on, so it's kind of like business as usual probably today, I would imagine.
Well, I was going to take the day off today, but I figured, it's your birthday.
You should have. That would have been awesome.
To have a show day off.
You know what they say?
Nah.
If you have a birthday on a Monday, you can just celebrate it all week. Every
Oh,
week.
that's right. Yeah, it's your birth week.
I'm going to do that anyway.
It's your birth week.
My birth month.
No, you went out to dinner on Saturday night, right?
No. Friday.
Oh, Friday night.
Friday night. We had a little impromptu because I was supposed to have shows in Memphis all weekend and I didn't, so I didn't really have anything going on. But yeah, we ended up. I went out to Sam's Steakhouse on Friday night for just a little quick.
I've always heard good things about that place.
Oh, Sam's is the
I'm a
jam.
fan,
I've
dude.
never been there.
Big
Old
fan.
school, right?
Old school. Don't necessarily. I mean, you can get a res, but usually it's still like. I just like it. It's that South City. It's not super pretentious. It's like you can dress up if you want, but you don't have to. And you can just go sit in the bar. Full menu. There's a guy playing piano in the corner.
So is it a place where you have waiters who have been there for like 30 years?
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
every waiter's named Ernie.
Yeah. we had a buddy that worked there out of high school and worked his way up, and he was there for a long, long time.
There was a Rizz there, weirdly.
What?
Some kid getting bussed, and they kept calling. It threw me off for a minute because they were yelling at him. I liked it. They're like, Rizz, come on, man. You got to keep these bus tubs.
Oh, okay.
Or some kid. I don't know if he was a
That was
Rizzuto
maybe
or
my son.
It wasn't. It wasn't your boy.
Oh, I know it wasn't.
At least not the one we know about. Don't know what you've been up to in South City. You can talk to your wife about that. There was another little Rizz running around down in Afton somewhere.
Yeah, it's one of those old school steakhouses where they give you a good steak knife.
Yeah.
Big one.
Like a big, you could also saw a tree down.
Doubles as a weapon if an intruder comes in.
It's got some heft to it. Not these dainty, these new age steakhouses. They give you like a dainty little steak knife.
Right.
Here.
With no wood on the handle?
Yeah, I want a wooden handle steak knife. with the blade, it's got large teeth. It's got some heft to it.
Robbers don't go in and try getting all crazy up in a steakhouse. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that because they know better.
Yeah. Everybody's got defensive weapons.
Yep.
Yeah, why would you try to rob a steakhouse?
You wouldn't.
This is a stick up. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah? this.
Everybody's got knives, like a good knife.
I'm going to cut you like a T-bone.
Right. Yeah, you could rob one of those, new age ones with the old dainty steak knives. You gonna cut me with that? Ha ha. No. The big wooden handle steak knife. That's what it's all about.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what'd you get?
What did we get? Deviled eggs, obviously.
Of
They got
course.
a pork belly deviled egg
You get a steak?
with a little bit of honey glaze. It's one of the best deviled eggs around. We did. We split. They had a special. It was like a kind of a tomahawk ribeye, almost like they knew I was coming.
Yeah. Bone on it?
Bone in. Gave the dogs the bone when we got home. Everybody had a nice night. It was good. And it was just enough. It was like I split it. We split it instead of me going all in on it. which was, moderation.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
was
getting
good.
older.
Yeah, you got to think about
You
that
learn-
now.
Yeah, maturity.
Yeah.
Got to think about that a little bit now. It was good, though, man.
Good. I'm glad you had a nice steak dinner on Friday
I
night.
did. It was not planned. It was a nice little impromptu.
Yeah, Friday night was weird for everyone. Mm-hmm. Everything Friday night that was supposed to be outdoors wound up getting postponed. I know.
Yeah.
Celebration Day, the Zeppelin tribute up at St. Louis Music Park, that went up getting postponed.
Yeah, October 11th.
NHRA, they didn't run on Friday night over the track. Billy Joel and Sting at Busch wound up being postponed until last night.
And my rain dance party had to be moved.
Yes.
Because it was
I
raining.
was looking forward to that, Scott.
Well, I felt bad. I know Fox 2 was showing people that came in from out of town. Like, I know they were interviewed a couple from Canada. Came to St. Louis for the show, and they couldn't stay. They said it would cost thousands to stay.
Yeah.
Change their ticket, get a new hotel.
I thought it was kind of cool that we had Billy Joel and Sting and all these other celebrities like Billy Idol in town, though. So you essentially had Billy Joel off. Like, you think he still flew in Friday, right?
No.
You don't think so?
Absolutely not.
I think they did.
Absolutely. I would be shocked if Billy Joel didn't get here Sunday afternoon for sound check. Like an hour, flew in,
No.
what's that airport? Downtown St. Louis Airport?
Lambert.
No. Where the private planes, right across the river.
Oh, on the east side?
Down the east side.
Yeah, what is that called? I forget.
You talking about a Muscuda? Mid-America? What is that?
No. No, there's a... Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I think they flew in, and then they flew away on Saturday, maybe, and then came back. Like, I think that they were
came
here
in
on
Sunday.
Friday. I want to believe that Billy Joel ate somewhere locally on Friday night.
No, and hung out.
Oh, yeah, I did see him at Sam's, actually. I forgot to mention that part.
Yeah, he was at the Red Robin. In
The guy playing piano in the was
piano
Billy
man.
Joel.
That's cool.
No, my wife and daughter, had tickets for Friday night. Wound up going last night. They didn't get home until 1:45.
Yeah. I saw your wife's post about it. She said she was your daughter's age when she saw Billy Joel the last time.
Wow,
so it was really
nice.
special.
That's
cool.
nice.
That's so neat.
That's nice. I'm looking at his set list. He played me and Bobby McGee in honor of Chris Christopherson.
Wow.
Very cool. Yeah, what a bummer, Rafe. I'm so sorry. Another highwayman gone.
That was not how I wanted to kick off birthday weekend, that's for sure. You don't want a legend. You don't want the grandpa you wish you had passing away.
How old was he? 88.
88, yeah.
Chris Christopherson.
And we'll get into it in crap on, but
amazing.
I didn't realize that he had such health issues and that he was misdiagnosed. He had Lyme disease. They thought he had like Alzheimer's and all sorts of stuff.
Yes. That's where they found that one of the big breakthroughs with that is they realized that most dementia, Alzheimer's stuff is misdiagnosed. And he was one of those guys who couldn't play guitar, he couldn't do anything, started treating him for Lyme disease, boom.
His memory came
in
back.
action. He started
Isn't that
So
incredible?
they thought he had Alzheimer's. He just had Lyme disease?
He did, and they
Yeah.
started medicating him, and all of his memory came back that he had lost because he had problems, allegedly.
Yeah, so if you have family members dealing with this, make sure to keep fighting.
How long ago was that?
This was 2018, I think, is whenever he returned to the road, right?
Yeah, I saw him in 2019. I was looking at those videos last night. Saw him at Hollywood. I saw him at the pageant one time too, man, and that was probably it was just him and his guitar, and it's top 3 shows I've ever seen. It was so cool.
Really?
And he was talking to the audience like he was taking requests, which you don't ever see. And then there were times that he was forgetting. He's like, I've got to try to remember the words, and he's like, help me out. And this audience would get it. It was interesting because I wonder if he was in the throes of that. The audience would start. He'd play this. He's like, I know the tune, and he'd start playing it, and the audience would start singing, and it would come to him, and he would finish the song.
That's amazing.
And he was like letting the audience help him. And it was awesome.
See,
he would tell a story, like he'd tell you the story behind the song when he wrote it. He'd had like semantic memory that.
So you said this was
I just chalked it up to, like,
2019?
2019 is the last time I saw him in
So
November.
he was in his 80s still.
Yeah. I kind of knew then. I remember seeing him and being like, man, this might be the last time. Because he doesn't tour often.
No, and he retired, 22 or something?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know much about him, I'll be honest with you. Country music wasn't I didn't grow up around it. I didn't grow up with it. I knew Chris Christopherson from Big Top Pee-wee.
Heck yeah.
That's nice.
I know he was in that movie. I knew he was in, the original Star is Born
Yeah.
with Barbra Streisand.
He also plays Jennifer Aniston's dad in He's Just Not That Into You.
I don't know him from that.
Okay, well, he was great.
I know he was a prolific songwriter and dated Janis Joplin. Who knew that?
Whoa.
Amazing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he had a interesting life, man. He was a Rhodes Scholar, left, I believe, Harvard. I could be wrong about that. He left an Ivy League. It was in West Point, was a helicopter pilot. Got out of there, flew helicopters on and off of oil rigs. And then just quit everything to become a janitor and a songwriter at 30 because he wanted to do it. Left. He was like his father and grandfather were like military officers. He was a warrant officer in the military. He had an interesting life. And there's somebody posted Tom Morello dedicated the Ghost of Tom Joad to him at Evolution Fest.
Tom Morello played Evolution yesterday.
And he brought up that Chris Christopherson was a quote of his a long time ago. And I'll butcher it, and I don't want to mow anybody's lawn if it's in crap on or whatever, but something about my life I could have had a better career if I'd have they could let him market me as just like a hillbilly songwriter, but he kind of went against the grain on a lot of stuff. The stuff with Sinead O'Connor, and he infamously had to go get her off stage after she tore up the picture of the Pope on SNL, go get her off.
No, she tore up the picture on SNL. I think it was a week later. They were doing something at MSG. She got booed off stage. She basically, Sinead O'Connor ran into the arms of Chris Christopherson. He consoled her.
Well, they told him to go get her. They're like, somebody's got to go get her. Because she didn't, and when he went out there, he whispered in her ear, "Don't let the bastards get you down." And they finished the song together. And I'm like, that's a cool dude.
Sure. And he looked badass, too. Always looked cool.
He's a handsome guy.
He looked like a Kenny Rogers' older brother that kick your ass if you mess with Kenny Rogers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He always looked
way to put
like this very Kenny Rogers sort of guy, but he grew up on the other side of the train tracks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, R.I.P. Chris Christopherson.
He got to the concert before Kenny and he's like, "Listen, my little brother's going to sing Lady, and you're all going to clap.
You're going to like it.
If I see one person not clapping, I'm going to kick your effing A."
That's why everybody does love that song. We all got the warning.
That's right. R.I.P. Chris Christopherson. And we'll get to more of that and crap on. But so Evolution Fest, I hear, was great. Saturday night show with Beck was fantastic. I didn't hear much about last night.
Billy Idol also killed it on Saturday, I heard yesterday. People came out to Copper Fire and were like, Billy Idol was amazing.
Yeah, Billy Idol played Saturday. Beck played Saturday. Pete Yorn played Saturday. Sunday, The Killers and Tom Morello. So I didn't hear much about that.
Yeah. Send us a note if you went. Let us know.
Well, somebody wrote Tom Morello was the best hour of my life.
Oh, wow. You know what? He probably did bring it. Being a last add-on, I bet that was a little bit more of an enhancement.
Sure.
He was like, I got to bring it because these people are upset about Jane's addiction. That's cool.
Well, we had some free time on Friday because the Billy Joel concert was postponed, and went to go see Beetlejuice.
What'd you think?
Me, the wife, and the daughter. Beetlejuice. Rafe, you saw it. Scott, you saw it, right?
Yes, I did.
And what did you guys give it?
I gave it a solid A.
A. What did you give it?
I gave it an A- and then a B when I found out Tim Burton was dating
I forgot about that.
Monica Bellucci.
Because
Yeah.
I was jealous.
Jealous.
I'll bump it back up to an A-. I've had time to process that.
I love that goes into it.
I absolutely loved it.
Good.
It was so friggin' good.
Fun to watch.
You know why? Because it was in the spirit of the old one. It had the look of the old one. The story was decent.
Was fine. They didn't overdo it.
And they didn't try to cram in callbacks from the last one.
Yeah,
I hate those new, when they put something new out.
Right.
Like if they, reboot something or, it's a sequel, 30 years later, they try to cram the old stuff in.
Right.
They try to cram the old callbacks from the first time you saw it. They didn't do that at all.
That's pretty cool. With the look of it, I feel like we've all learned our lesson after the Ghostbusters stuff. Because I love Ghostbusters, and I even like the SNL or the gals one.
Yeah.
The only critique that I had immediately was like, oh man, I wish it looked a little older. I wish it looked grainy and kind of like it was made in '85.
Yeah, wouldn't you agree that it had the look of
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
the claymation stuff?
Yeah, that
Don't
was
do that.
awesome.
Somebody's going to lose their mind because I mentioned
I don't
it.
care.
Yeah.
Now the queen has seen it, so we can let all the secrets out.
But like the palette is the same, huh?
Yeah.
Kind of takes you straight back.
Even the colors and the
So maybe
the
that's
tone of it.
that's the callback. That's the nostalgia
It is.
piece. They
That
don't
was the
have to
smart
do
thing.
everything else.
I told Scott that while we were watching it. I was like, I feel like they shot this on the same film of like the late 80s and 90s. It didn't feel like a digital movie. It felt like it was shot on film. Like the depth, the colors matched. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the nod was almost like they used practical effects for a lot of stuff still. They didn't try to go. Like when he made, we brought this up Friday, but like when they made Willy Wonka, the Tim Burton Willy Wonka, like it was very CGI.
Yeah.
It felt a little off. It didn't feel like a Tim Burton. It was kind of like all of the things he's learned along the way got put into this movie, whether it was a little bit of the stop motion stuff. They kind of stayed true to that with like the sandworm stuff. And
Yeah.
they didn't try to update it.
Yeah,
No.
just trying to take a peek at this. It said it was shot on film, and instead of using CGI, they tried to lean heavily on the practical effects and actually built everything was all sets.
Yeah,
It was
loved
old
it.
school Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend.
Kids loved it too?
Well, I just brought the girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she liked it.
Cool. And she'd seen the original Beetlejuice.
No, she didn't.
Oh, man.
Neither had
That's
Yeah, Allison.
Allison.
Interesting.
She loved it.
Well, now you got to show
She
her that.
didn't.
wild.
I don't know why she hasn't seen it. My son saw it. I don't know why she didn't see it.
Well, you're a bad dad.
Yeah, well,
Watch movies with your kids, dude.
What are you giving
I
it?
try.
What's your grade?
I give it an A.
All right.
Solid
Nice.
A. Solid.
Solid.
Solid
A
A.
rewatcher.
100%.
Good.
That's awesome.
Is it the best film of 24?
I don't know about the best film of 24, but I feel like it's one of those movies where if I watch it again, I'll see more stuff I missed the first time.
Yeah, that's cool.
I feel like that with that movie.
Yep.
So I did it on Friday. Saturday was, a day of running around with, the girl at cheerleading, which she cheered at Ladue High School. Their team had a game at Ladue. And my God, I don't know if anybody's been to that field, that football field over there.
Crazy nice.
Holy cow. That,
It's like-
that scoreboard they got there looks like it belongs in an actual football stadium.
Yeah, I know that community's struggling for money. So
Yeah,
I tell you what,
I wonder who's named
really
after.
slumming it.
yeah.
Really slumming it going down to Ladue. Holy cow.
I'm good to hear like the whatever GoFundMe they did really worked out for them.
Yeah, each 10 yards is another name of some donating
Yeah.
alum.
And a monument.
Yeah.
They don't have first down markers. They actually.
Yeah.
But
To the Smith, to the Baker.
But even when when you sit in the seats,
It's the Johnny Londa first down marker.
Wow.
Yeah.
massage seats when you're in the
Yeah, I
stand. It's
believe it.
great.
Get your toes done while you're.
Oh man, you put your feet in the little soaking tub.
Yeah, I got
With the
gel
goldfish?
nail. I went to the Ladue football
was
game. Got
wild.
gel nail
Now,
done on my toes.
Did they tell you that you're in Ladue every 10 minutes? Because I feel like over the announcement.
I don't know. We pulled in, and it looks like you're actually going into like a real stadium. Like, man, this is a high school. Holy cow!
This is Ladue.
Oh, it's not. It's not just going to high school.
This
It's Ladue.
is Ladue.
Ladue Horton. What is it? Ladue Horton Watkins.
Horton Watkins.
Watkins
Here's a
High School.
who Ladue.
And then my son's hockey
Sounds
team
like a
played.
fragrance.
Then my son's hockey team played Oakville, which was way different.
Oh, yeah. We're just the Tigers out here, man.
Their scoreboard's just a guy yelling it through a megaphone.
Welcome to Oakville.
3-1.
We're almost Arnold.
We're
No,
almost Arnold.
Oakville came to Chesterfield, so they were.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
Is that what their
there's a
sign
nice
says on the
city.
way in? Welcome
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Oakville.
Welcome
You're
to
almost
Oakville.
Arnold.
We're almost Arnold, but we're not.
No, and then Sunday, my son had a 7:15 in the morning hockey practice, and so alarm clock went off at 5:45. Got up. I said, all right, we got to pick up his buddy. I said, wheels up at 6:15. So going to the garage, go to start up the Jeep, and it was click, 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 click. Oh, come on, man. Click. Okay. Click, 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 click. Ah, come on, man.
Got the clickies, huh?
Got the clickies. All
Alternator.
right, get out of the car, get in your mother's car. So, drive
Get
down.
out of the car. Check the catalytic converter. Make sure it's still there.
Drive down to Webster Groves, and you know when you have car problems, and that's the only thing you have on your mind. Like you can't focus on anything else. Like you know when you get home, you got to deal with car problems, and it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday.
It's the worst.
Like nothing's open.
I know.
You can't take it anywhere. You got to go to work. Thank God it happened Sunday morning, not this morning. But I'm like, okay, it's time to sack up, Scott. You got to fix this car yourself.
Oh no!
Wow.
Oh, no.
You got to be a man.
White snakes on in the garage.
Yep.
You got to be a man, Scott, and you got to take care of this issue yourself. You got to diagnose and fix this problem.
David Coverdale just come. It's like a generated Star Wars version of David Coverdale joins you in the garage to help you get under your Jeep that you're not going to fix. Because what the hell do you know anything about what's going on?
You're right. I don't know much.
I just see a montage of Rizz in his bathroom listening to, like, Dancing in the Dark, putting a Bruce Springsteen headband on, putting, like, a baseball cap in your jean pocket.
Grease
Well, I
everywhere.
got home, and I'm like, all right, going to go out to the garage. My wife's like, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to go fix my car. That's what I'm doing. How turned on are you?
She's on CarTrader.com. Like, all right, we got to get a new car.
So I open up the hood. I go, it seems to be a battery issue. She goes, yeah, how do you know this? I go, I don't know. I'm assuming since the car won't start. So I pulled the battery out of the car myself. Went to the AutoZone. Got a new car battery.
Did you
What?
test the battery at the car zone? AutoZone? What the hell?
It was dead. It was
Okay.
dead as
So
a
it was
doornail.
the battery.
It was
Good
the
for you.
battery. Dead as a doornail. Yes, I watched a YouTube video on how to change the battery out of a
Totally
Jeep.
fine.
Fine. Not hard. Couple screws.
That's impressive.
I have a socket set. I did it.
First time ever using that socket set, or
It looks new.
okay,
But I have it.
But I have it. It looks new.
perfectly clean socket.
It's fine.
right?
They're still very shiny silver. It's fine, but it's a chance to, break out the tools, lay them out.
Nice.
So I, put the new battery in, started screwing these bolts back in, get this thing in place. I put the red positive terminal on first and ratcheted that in. And as I'm ratcheting in the negative terminal, I touched the ratchet to the positive one as I was
That's
Oh
always
my
good.
gosh! You
As
twisted right
I
into the
was-
bridge.
You look like Beetlejuice after that.
as I was
Yeah.
ratcheting the negative, and I shot across the garage.
Oh my gosh, man!
Dude, are you kidding me? Come on.
Dude, that's the one. It's the only thing. It's the only thing on the planet that you're supposed to be concerned with in that moment.
And
is,
I
let's not
YouTube
take
didn't
metal
say
I
and bridge
swear
this
to
to
God.
that. It's the only thing.
I swear to God, my wife walked into the garage right before that and said, "Do you know what you're doing?" And I said, "I'm okay. I got this."
Boom! Across the garage you go.
And as there was a giant, as I arced it,
Is there just like a Scott Rizzuto cut in the wall of the garage
The
of
burn
you
around
getting
him?
slammed against it? Yeah.
I was standing on a stool,
It's like a nuclear shadow.
Well, that's impressive.
and I went, "Whoo! Oh,
Buddy,
yeah,
we all knew
good.
you were standing on a stool. You didn't have to tell us that part.
All of your Italian man hair on your hands is gone. Interesting.
Let me guess. You try to salvage the moment by going, "Oh, the battery works.
We're good.
Well, this is going to be great.
We're
Charged
good."
up.
I'm still alive."
My son and wife are like, "Yeah, all right. No, we're good."
Just as I suspected. Had to play it off like it was on purpose.
Battery's good.
Yep. That's how my dad used to test it.
Ashley said, "Do you know what you're doing?" I'm like, we're good. I'm almost done.
That was a
I
moment.
watched a video.
I'm almost done.
You curse yourself.
I was careless.
In that
is what
moment.
happened.
Cocky.
Oh, I saw that spark and that rat, that socket thing got hot. Ooh, man.
Did you drop the tool?
Felt that. Yeah, of
Did
course
your wife
I did.
go back inside before the door? She heard the ding, 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 ding.
Dropped everything. We're good, though. Car works.
Right on.
All right.
Impressive.
Very proud of myself.
You're here today.
Here
That's
today.
a success story right there.
Cars in the parking lot down there, all good. I'm not a handy guy.
You are now. You can't say that anymore. Look at you.
You're an electrician.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure AutoZone does that kind of stuff. They kind of pride themselves on I think it's. And I'm not saying anything here. Please don't get upset with me.
Oh no.
But I'm saying I think, if a gal goes in there and buys washers or, like wipers or a battery or something, is like, I don't know how to do this. Can you help me?
Hell yeah.
Like, they'll walk out and help you. If it's something simple like that, they'll do it for you.
For real. The one AutoZone down here off of Olive,
Right?
I had a bad battery. Jamie Rivers and BT jumped my battery here in the parking lot, and then I drove it down there. I think Jamie actually followed me to make sure I didn't break down. He's a sweetie. And then, I went to AutoZone, and I'll go, I don't know what's going on. And then they just do it all.
Nothing would have been more emasculating if I went in there and said, man, and they said, ma'am, would you like us to change the battery out for you?
They'd have done it for you, man.
And then they're like, Linda. Linda comes from the back.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry, man, would you like some help changing out your... No, I'm a man.
Would you like
I'm
us
a
to
man.
top off your blinker fluid?
I'm a man.
Blinker fluid. My boyfriends in high school would tell me, oh, you're low on blinker fluid. And I believed it for a solid year. Ladies, don't fall for that trap. There's no such thing.
Oh, Adam says I got kissed by the blue dragon.
The blue dragon. I've never heard that before. That's awesome.
Impressive.
Yeah. There's also an auxiliary battery in that car, but I'm not.
What the hell does that mean?
There's like 2 batteries.
There is? In your Jeep?
Yeah.
What's the auxiliary battery for?
Well, if you're out off-roading, which he does all the time in his Wrangler, you can't just up and have a dead battery and just leave it on the rocks.
You need to have 2 batteries.
You got 2
man.
batteries?
There's 2 batteries, and the one smaller one that does auxiliary stuff, and then your main one.
What did we do? Charge-a-thon last year? Remember when we all
No,
charged?
we filled our tires.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, an inflate-a-thon.
It was inflate-a-thon. We'll do that
Well,
again.
I also got...
We'll do another inflate-a-thon when the weather gets colder.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, we had a great show on Saturday. The Teenage Dirtbags and the Alabama Dirtbags played at the Eureka Days.
Good.
And, man, it was a freaking perfect night. So it was raining up in St. Charles because my kids were at homecoming. Mm-hmm. And, there was some worry with all this weather, and they canceled Billy Joel, or moved Billy Joel and all this other stuff. And people were like, man, I don't know what's going to happen on Saturday. It couldn't have been. It was the best night of the year. And, dude, Eureka, that community and their Parks and Recreation Department and whoever puts that on, they are amazing.
Yeah, we went one year. It's very nice.
Dude, it's so much. It's like brand new. They put in all these new baseball fields and a new parking lot, and it was just, the sound was good, the stage was good, the people were good. By the end of the night, there was a few thousand people just enjoying life because they had a huge beer tent, and man, Eureka
Yeah, and you
Days,
guys play right next to that beer tent.
Yeah, and it was
The stage is right there. It's cool.
great fireworks. I mean, it was cool, man. Maybe one of the best shows.
Yeah, we heard the
years.
fireworks on Saturday night over by our house.
Yeah, Eureka Days does it right.
It was cool.
Very cool.
It was
cool.
Perfect night. What, 72 degrees, and
Little breeze.
it was nice.
Well, guys, I met one of my favorite people over the weekend. I didn't think I'd ever meet them, and I got to meet Jonathan Van Ness on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, at
Who's
Helium,
that?
right?
That's he's from Queer Eye. He's from Quincy, Illinois. We are birthday twins, and got to meet
We
him.
know what happens in Quincy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he couldn't have been more lovely. Got my book signed. Every woman was dressed to the nines at Helium Comedy Club on Saturday, and it was so spectacular.
They didn't want to be judged.
No,
Everybody was fabulous.
everybody was fabulous. Well, yeah, and so, I mean, I've never seen a comedy crowd looking so gorgeous. I mean, it was mainly women. And we were at the Galleria, and this kind of this guy that looked like Ted Nugent. I was in line waiting for the meet and greet with all these chicks, and we all had like heels on and looking beautiful. And this guy that I swear to God was Ted Nugent's brother walked up to me. He's got like an AR-15 on like the side of his like a graphic on his sleeve, and then just like a
Here
camo
to see
shirt.
Jonathan Van Ness.
And he's like, hey, what's this all for? And I go, oh, we're all waiting to meet Jonathan Van Ness. And he's like,
I'm a Nessie.
he's like, well, what time's that? And I go, well, he goes on at 7. And I go, but the meet and greet's coming up. And he's like, well, are there any tickets left? And I said, no, it's sold out. And he was like, damn. And
You wanted to go?
Yeah, he like wanted to be in with, I mean, seriously.
The man with the
cute
AR-15
women.
graphic on his shirt? Wanted to
Yes.
go see Jonathan Van Ness from Queer Eye?
Yes. I mean, all these beautiful women were walking in, and
He's the guy that's got the beard and wears the dresses?
yes.
The guy with the AR-15 wanted to go see him?
He wanted to be a part of whatever was bringing these chicks into this room.
It's 2024, baby.
It was great.
I guess so.
Let's have fun.
Fabulous time, huh?
Fabulous time. Tim was one of 4 hetero cisgendered white males that were in the office or in the audience, which was great. So
is there a poll taken of some
we
sort?
did. We took a poll. Jonathan's like, I can see the white of every straight man's eyes in here because they were just like glowing. It was great. It was so funny.
So he was the only white straight guy?
Yes. For miles.
That was the act.
What's that?
How was the show?
What did he do?
It was
Tell
so
jokes?
good. Yeah, he told jokes. He's got a comedy special that he's going to be filming here soon, I think for Netflix. And he said that hasn't been back to St. Louis in a really long time. He has like kind of some repressed memories from the city. This is where he contracted HIV. Like he told some stories about that. And so he came back to St. Louis to kind of have a better opinion of our city. And he said that he definitely got that.
Does he know what's going on in Quincy?
No, I didn't tell him. I didn't want to ruin the night.
Does he know there's people having sex with horses up there?
He probably knows.
Yeah.
He probably knows.
He
He
probably
does.
gets the headlines.
Did you ask him about a makeover?
No,
As you had planned? Or did you chicken out?
I got overwhelmed. We started talking about the queens of our birthday, and I was like, Gaga, Vince Vaughn, and he's like, Reba McEntire. And I'm like, of course. And so, I don't know. It was just really great to meet him. I love him so much. Brings
Great.
me a lot of joy.
Good stuff. Here's what else happened this weekend in St. Louis.
Okay.
Let me see here. Some local news. St. Louis Board of Aldermen approves extending marijuana dispensary hours. So if you're in the city, you get weed now until 10 o'clock.
Wow.
What was it before?
Not 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Earlier than 10.
Earlier than 10 o'clock. So St. Louis leaders approved a plan to allow marijuana dispensaries in the city to stay open later. Friday, the Board of Aldermen voted to extend dispensary hours until 10 p.m., 7 days a week. Oh, 7 days a week. So I got a hankering for some Maui Wowie at 9:30 on a Sunday night. I'm still good to go.
Fantastic.
They're saying since recreational weed became legal, the city is seeing big bucks. One of the aldermen said currently we're bringing in $2.5 million. So hopefully now with extending until 10 p.m., we bring in more money. It also allows the city to be more competitive with St. Louis County. I guess dispensaries in the county have always been able to stay open until 10 p.m.
Oh.
And now they're looking, one of these places is looking to have a drive-through.
All right. That makes sense, I guess, right? Isn't that part of the experience, though? You go into that thing and you're all like, whoa, and there's all the, the voices from each, whoa, look at the purple haze, whoa, look at the OG Diesel Kush.
You got your 10 p.m. Leave it alone for a little while until you start asking for drive-thrus, right? Am I
Really?
right?
Oh,
You're asking for too much too soon.
Okay.
You think so?
You got, yeah.
Isn't that so fancy, though? Like, isn't that part of the experience? Is
I'm
going
just
in there
saying,
and looking at all
though,
the fancy stuff and getting something that you
All
weren't
I'm saying
expecting to
is
get?
you finally got your dispensaries. You got your legal weed. Now you got it open 7 days a week till 10 p.m. everywhere in the city and the county. Oh, by the way, can we have a drive-through? You're asking for too much too soon.
Well, also how they're going to do that, because when you go to a dispensary, they put you in a holding cell. You know what I'm saying? You got to wait for the other door to lock so the other one can unlock. So are they going to have a holding cell for the vehicle up to the drive-through, or would that be unsafe?
Well,
what
I
if
think-
they get held
Whoa,
up?
I
That's
didn't know
for-
that.
No, you got to give over your license.
Yeah, that's for security, right? The holding cell thing.
But it's two ways. Like when I go to what's the one out by us?
Suede?
I give them my license at the window, the little bank teller window, and then they let me go into another door, and then I stay there, and then somebody with a clipboard comes out and puts me in the weed room, and then I stay there, and then they unlock that door, and then I go into a holding cell, and then I have to wait for the other
Holding
door.
cell or sale?
Cell. What is it? Cell. And then that door closes and locks, and then I can leave.
Okay. Well, they could do it, like how you go to a mechanic, they'll have those lifts that raise a car way up in the air. They could do that so that way no one can steal it.
Not a bad
Run
idea.
by and
Yeah,
grab
I think it's just for security reasons so
Yeah.
they don't get their weed stolen.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, but if you're in your car, you're not in the place.
I'm talking about somebody walking up to that drive-through window and putting a gun in there and being like, give me all the weed.
I mean, what's to say they can't do that at a bank drive-through?
Yeah, Scott's idea is brilliant, though.
They
Put the
can't.
window 10 feet high, and it goes me and raises you up, and some high idiot's gonna try to grab it and go me and hit the gas, and he's just crud, I'm on a lift.
It'd be also the same trying to hold up a Walgreens drive-through. Give me all the drugs in there. That glass is thick.
Yeah, they just shut
They
the
got the
glass.
whole door.
Like, nah.
I'm
They
just
got the
saying.
whole
We're good,
drawer.
thank you, though.
You get your weed through a drawer. All I'm saying is you got your 10 p.m. Okay, you got your 10 p.m. Relax a little bit, okay, with your drive-thrus. You're getting what you wanted, okay? Now we're getting greedy.
Well, you got to ask for everything, and hopefully you get half of it.
Yeah, it's a door in the face.
You're turning people off.
No, they're not.
They're turning people on.
off.
What are you
I don't have to
talking
get out
about?
of my car to get my weed. Hell yeah.
Oh, come on, pothead. Get out of the car.
All the people that are in are like, yeah, fight for that. That'd be great. Get it. Come on.
Hey, while you're there, ask about drive-thrus. Hey, guys, we got the 10 p.m. thing. You guys go with the drive-thru? Yeah, they're thinking about it.
No, you know what they're thinking about is delivery. They're thinking about DoorDash.
That's it.
Weed Dash. Old Green Dash. That's what they're thinking about. The drive-thru is inevitable. It's around the corner. I want it delivered.
He used to have that in New York City.
Legally?
No.
Oh, yeah. Yes, Mr. Good
Nice
Time.
Guy.
Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy. That's right.
Mr. Nice Guy. But listen, all I'm saying is you got what you wanted. Just back
Enjoy
off for a
it.
little bit. Enjoy.
Enjoy it.
Get out of the car.
Yeah, but they got what they wanted. They got what was fair because the county already had it. Everybody else already had it.
Quicksilver says, great name. Hash and Dash.
The old hash and dash.
Hashtag.
Here's another one. This story's more serious. Headline, teen posted threat against St. Louis County schools because, quote, he was bored, police say. There's been a rash of these online threats against high schools over the past couple weeks. I know in my son's school up at Lafayette, they had an active shooter drill. They accidentally set off the active intruder alert in the school.
Terrifying.
This was last week. So they were doing a drill. They activated the real alarm. Whoops. And the school went into lockdown. And he said people were panicking. Teachers were barricading the doors with furniture.
Well,
Because they heard it was the real alarm went off.
yeah, that's not panicking. That's preparing. That's good.
I mean, there's there's preparing, and there's also people that flipped out. I mean, students got
Right.
students got a little upset.
Well,
and understandably,
students also got to peek at whose class they probably want to be in if that crap goes down.
This is on Friday. This is from STL Today. A teenager on Friday was charged with posting a picture of a rifle with a caption that listed 6 area high schools alongside upcoming dates. 18-year-old Sean Scott looking at charges of making terroristic threats. He told police he made an Instagram account with the username SchoolShooter314 and 618 and posted the picture of the rifles just after midnight on Thursday. The caption said Hazelwood East 926, Hazelwood Central 927, Hazelwood West School 928, Jennings High School 101, Vashon 102, Hazelwood Southeast 109.
It's awful.
Wow.
Police investigated, found him at his house. He was arrested, told officers he'd created the image of the guns using Google. He said he did it knowing it would place thousands of people in fear because he was bored and did not want to go to school. So talk to your kids about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What's the penalty for something like that?
I'm making a terrorist a threat?
It's not. Yeah, he'll be. That's a rough one, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty serious.
Did the school weigh in? Is it expulsion? Is it? I mean,
Yeah, I'm not sure he's going to be invited back.
I just wonder, man. I'm just saying. Schools do some weird things sometimes.
You ship your kids off to boarding school after they do something like this?
It's over for him. He's 18. This is
He's
supposed to be
18.
his last
Yeah.
semester. Or whatever.
Wow.
Yeah,
He's
in
our
jail.
problem now.
Yep. Society's problem.
He was booked into jail on a $50,000 bond on Friday. The charge comes as St. Louis area schools this month have locked down, switched to virtual learning, or temporarily closed as a result of threats of violence. Nearly all the threats were posted to social media by minors. Only one was deemed credible. But I know they sent, Rockwood sent a note, to parents like, hey, talk to your kids about this stuff. It's pretty important.
Yeah, I think every district in the area sent out something saying, hey, there's a lot more chatter going on and this incident happened. They didn't obviously say the incident until they were allowed to, but it was talk to your kids. We're up in security. This is what we do for safety protocols, just to kind of ease fears. but
It looks like a terrorist threat against the school can get you up to if it's like, I guess, a misdemeanor one, then get you a year in county jail. And if it's a felony, then 1 year in prison.
Yeah.
just a year, huh?
Yeah.
And they ain't messing around.
Very expensive fines.
And they shouldn't mess around.
You think that's not messing around? A year?
I mean, you're locked up, you know. It's a long time to not be free.
Well, apparently all these dispensaries, by the way, already have drive-thrus.
Oh, okay.
We're way behind.
So we overreacted about that. We're way behind.
Come on, Grandpa, get with it.
We're way behind. These kids smoking that dope.
The best.
Did you guys hear about the Pucano this weekend?
No.
What
I
is
don't know
this?
how I missed it.
There is a video making the rounds, and this was everywhere over the weekend. This is from China. Stomach-churning footage shows the blast of excrement splattering drivers and motorcyclists after a sewage pipe burst. They called it a Pucano. 33 feet. That's how high this Pucano blasted.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Rafe?
No.
Did you? Be
No,
honest.
but I heard they're looking for someone who's dropping soup cans all over St. Louis area, whoever that is.
This was in Nanning, China. Were you in China over the weekend?
I was.
Lern? They said it sprayed in the air like a geyser. It splattered its gunk across the motorway. See if you can pull this up, Moon. Dashcam footage showed a billowing cloud of orange appear right before, and this is the way they describe it, globs of poo pounded drivers' windscreens. Unsuspecting pedestrians were drenched with human waste as they strolled along the avenue, and clips showed some bikes forced to cycle through all this.
You get out there and you ride.
Several vehicles sustained damage. One driver reportedly complained, "I'm drenched in poo. My car is splattered yellow." Watch this.
Dude. Oh, after the ad.
After the ad. Fine.
I just saw the picture, though, and it... Oh, my gosh. It's not 30 feet.
Whoa.
It's way more than 30 feet.
See if you can find the driver.
Ew.
Oh, and look at the cars. I mean, they are right on
Oh,
it.
dude,
There's nowhere to go.
Oh, here we go.
That's right in the middle of that crack, too.
There was nowhere to go on that one side. Oh, and
it's
then look at, oh my
beautiful.
gosh, it just keeps going.
Just
On the windshield.
logs. There's logs everywhere.
Cow.
Wow.
What in the world? Wow.
Yeah,
That is
post that.
disgusting.
Yeah, we'll have to put that on the
Yeah,
Twitter.
post
but
that.
dude,
That's-
Send me that link.
you may not want to.
That is
What the heck?
not cool, man.
Images revealed the aftermath of the Pucano, which left behind a sea of excrement. The pipe ruptured on a section of the road undergoing work around 11 o'clock in the morning last Thursday. Oh, I'm sorry, last Tuesday. Nobody was hurt, though.
Listen, sometimes you hear these stories and you hear the words and Pucano and 30-foot eruption and blah, 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 and you're like, surely what I'm imagining isn't going to be what happened. This is far beyond your imagination,
And probably
I assure
worse.
you.
Watching
Oh,
that
my
video,
gosh.
when it hit the windshield, I feel like it got in my mouth. I can't explain it, but when I was watching it, I was like,
Dude, as
I
soon
wish
as
I
it
wouldn't
hit,
have watched that.
you just think,
You know,
car
you'd
for
almost
sale.
smell the video.
Yeah. Car for sale.
Yuck.
Holy cow.
You could almost smell that video. I can't even imagine what that stench of I'll even say 50-foot high geyser.
Yeah, if you're not ready
Old
for that,
Faithful.
Caca-poo-poo.
do not watch that.
You get rid of you can't wash that off. You gotta get rid of your car.
Oh, you don't just take it straight to the...
No, I would consider it totaled. I would call Tracy Bibb,
if you worked at
my insurance agent.
If you worked at Waterway or someplace and somebody came in after the Pucano, you'd just be like,
all
"Man,
hands
I'm
on
sorry,
deck at the
dude.
waterway.
Yeah, imagine the Carfax on that thing.
Going home.
You try to buy it. Any accidents? No, but there was an incident. It says it was part of the Pucano incident.
Well, imagine me one of the
2024.
towel boys or girls at the waterway.
That's what I'm talking about.
No.
man.
How was work today, honey? Well,
Yeah, well,
I quit
You know,
my
that
job
whole-
today,
yeah.
actually.
I'm
Something
not
came
paid
rolling
enough.
in.
I am not paid enough. Okay, here's another thing I read over the weekend. And, Moon, you have, stepkids at home.
Yep.
You have 2 stepkids at home, which you care for dearly.
Yeah.
I know you do. Headline, stepmom asks if she's wrong for financially nachoing her husband's kids. Do you have any idea what this is?
Financially what?
Nachoing her kids.
Not showing.
I've never heard of this term until I read this story.
What is it called?
Nachoing.
I don't know what that means.
Financially not showing. What do I think that means?
What would you think it meant?
Let's see, nachos, lots of toppings. So you are laying the money on these kids? I don't know. Just handing money out to these kids?
You know what it is?
What?
They nacho kids.
Oh, they nacho kids.
Okay.
So you don't got to pay for anything.
That's
Yeah,
what this
words.
woman is saying.
Whoa. Well, just to show you the differences, my stepkids are in my will.
That's nice.
That's nice. This woman's like, I'm done.
Wow. That's weird. Then
Nacho kids.
Then why are you there? Like, you know what you got into.
I don't understand why this woman would take to the internet to ask people's opinions, because she sounds like
it's
like a piece of garbage.
It's rage bait. It's just rage bait.
This may be.
Gotta be.
But if you're somebody who cares for stepkids, this may be hit close to home. So this woman, she says, I finally made the decision to focus on me and let my husband take care of his own kids because I can't. She claimed that she was no longer willing to serve anything in her life and that didn't serve her back, including her husband's family affairs. Nachoing was her solution. The stepmom decided to start financially nachoing her husband's kids. Now, according to the woman, nachoing is pretty much like a blunt nacho kids, nacho problem, unless it's a safety concern. And this new mindset means she'll focus on herself and her biological kids and allow her husband, not boyfriend, husband, to take care of his own kids, particularly financially.
Real quick, before we go deeper, would you say the scenario is different if they got together after the kids were grown? What if...
If they were adults?
I'm trying to make sense of this because this is completely senseless if you get into a relationship with somebody with young kids and you're going to pretend that they don't exist.
Right, because when you get with somebody, you get all of them.
Yeah, like
including their children.
Yeah, I mean that's
That's part of if I God forbid got divorced or something, I had my wife, you got me, and my kids.
Yes,
we're a package.
This is me.
This is me.
This
They're
is
part
us.
of me, and they will always be part of me. And if you want me, then you got to take them too.
But let's say you meet somebody, and the kids are adults. They have nothing to do with this guy's life at this point, as far as that kind of stuff goes. As far as what you're attaching yourself to.
Yeah, it's different.
Would that be different?
I think it's different.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. It still would be weird.
So she explained that she has no energy to focus on kids that are not hers. She's currently taking classes. She's applying to be a physician assistant at the school. She told her husband just that, she cannot be responsible for his kids. He needs to handle it. Quote, I'm no longer helping him financially with his kids. I'm no longer paying for appointments, paying for insurance. That's my husband's. If he can't afford it, then he can't afford it. I make 6 figures. I can afford it. But because of so much drama, I need to worry about myself and focus on my career and focus on my kids. She has 2 biological kids, and in the past, she admitted to putting them on the back burner to deal with her husband's family drama. But she's no longer willing. Since removing herself from the situation, she shared she feels amazing.
Maybe this sounds like what we're talking about here. Paint the picture, all right? Maybe he's got some moochy kids, and he marries this doctor or whatever, she's making 6 figures, making all this money. Maybe he's kind of a moocher. He's raised moochy kids, and these kids are, 28 or something like that, and they're just kind of living off of now stepmom, who had nothing to do with raising them. I don't know.
Well, she admitted, does it hurt my husband? Yes. It hurts him financially as well. In June, she explained that her husband's court date for child support got pushed back until September, so until then, he's still required to pay the full amount, which is a challenge. Her husband only makes half of the amount of money that he made while he was in the military, and as a retired service member, he lives on a fixed income.
So not grown.
Yeah.
So you got child support. But he's Oh man, I wonder. And the states, I think, differ with this. But like, if you, okay, let's say he's making $40,000 a year or something, and his child support is set on that, but then he marries somebody who's making $350,000. Do they take the household income, and now like the ex is like pushing on you to owe more, more money, and now it's coming out of the stepmom's money,
Right?
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have got into it. You should have done the math beforehand.
Not your husband.
Not
sounds like would have been a better idea.
Nacho beyond your boyfriend.
Well, she says, I told my husband this cannot be my problem. I love you to death, but this cannot be my problem. Because the ex-wife is, causing drama since he can't keep up with child support. This woman has every right to remove herself from the drama between the husband and the ex-wife. And I guess she certainly does not have to pay the child support he owes. I think she's being a bit harsh about it, though.
She's being a bit harsh because she made the decision to not scout all this out prior to. Yeah. If you got, there's a lot of scenarios where exes truly make it miserable just to get back at somebody, and it really does come out on the
reading more into this, I guess it doesn't mean she doesn't love her stepkids and won't be supportive in other ways, but she...
Also, is that all it is? Is this just a child support issue?
Yeah, but it sounds like it's more about the drama between the guy and the ex. Sounds like she doesn't want to
contribute to giving the ex money. Doesn't mean the way it sounded at first was like when your kids come over, you buy the groceries. We don't buy them school supplies. It made her sound like she was this horrible human.
I guess so.
I'll buy stuff for my kids. I'm not buying your kids Christmas presents. That's what it sounded like.
Right, yeah.
But now it's sounding more like she just doesn't want to contribute to child support.
I guess talking it out. I guess maybe, the harsh way is saying, nacho kids, nacho money, not my problem.
But at the same time, it's like, imagine like you married somebody, you're 5 years in, and you find out you got a 7-year-old you didn't know about. It happened before you were married, and then the person you're married to is like, that's not my problem. I'm not contributing. I'm treating that child different than our children. That'd be weird, right?
Right.
That'd be weird to me, where I'm like, hey, I get it. This is not ideal, but it was like...
Think about Arnold Schwarzenegger. He had that kid with the maid.
Yeah.
He had the kid with the maid and didn't find out until the kid was what?
Oh, he knew.
Did he know?
He knew. He knew.
Well, it wasn't out in public.
He didn't go... Maria didn't know.
Maria didn't know. Okay, he knew. He knew. But now you see them palling around all the time.
Right.
Kid like lifted a Volkswagen as soon as he came out. That's not proof.
Talks just like him.
Yeah. And for what it's worth, she does say, I'm not abandoning my husband just because, I'm disengaging. She says, she has gone above and beyond for her, the stepkid. She loves them, but I guess this is a lot of drama. And she's like, I just can't. I'm done. Yeah, it's a tough situation.
Yeah.
But I never heard of nachoing, though.
No.
I guess now we could throw that out there.
Nacho kid.
Nacho kids? Yeah, it's tough. You know what else is tough? The RizzShow Fastline Pick'em Challenge.
Oh, no. What happened this week?
It did not go well again for Team Rizz.
You're sure?
I'm sure, Scott. And you're not allowed to talk about sports anymore for this week. You are. I may shut your mic off anytime sports is mentioned. Because our dear King Scott could have possibly had the worst week of all time.
He's going for a record.
How many points?
He could have possibly had,
-4.
Depending on what happens tonight, you could go down in history as having the worst Pick'em Challenge week ever. Congratulations, Scott.
Whoa, Scott.
It's good to leave a mark on things.
Hey, don't do anything half-assed, brother.
Yeah, no, I want to go all out.
You wanted to break a record, and here it is.
Here it is.
Finally got it.
Now, mind you, there are 2 games tonight. There are 2 Monday Night Football games tonight, so when you hear the numbers, just know it could possibly be 2 more wins.
Okay.
Or 2 more losses. So, Moon, if you would, let's start with the fast lane.
Okay. The fast lane, Anthony Stalter had 10 All right, so people are already in double digits with 2 games to go.
So
it's
Anthony Stalter wins that. When he won the Fast Lane Challenge with 10. In fact, he had more than anybody.
So far.
So far.
BK followed him with 8. Marsh also had 8. Then Kerry Davis with 7. Jamie Rivers bringing up their tail end with only 6. So it wasn't a super impressive week for everybody. Again, 2 more possible points on the board. But
Yeah,
it's
and you
not
got
like
Tennessee,
we're all,
Miami tonight, and you got Seattle, Detroit tonight.
yeah, it's not like we're all just like crushing it and Scott's way down here. But we'll go over to our team, and in your lead with 9. That's me.
Oh, look
Wow.
at you. Okay.
Mr. Football.
jerk.
And
I'll
Mr.
tell you
Football.
what.
Mr. Football.
Mr. Football was followed
9, yeah.
with 8. Birthday boy Rafe Williams.
Birthday boy.
Congratulations.
He's not getting
Great.
shot.
Out of the cellar, baby.
Yeah, I went from second to last on our
Well,
team. Yeah.
yes.
And then with 7, Scott Rizzuto
Yeah.
Wow.
Thumbs up.
and Lern.
Yay.
Both with 7. And then King Scott, let's see, I got to keep scrolling and scrolling
4.
and scrolling. 4! You only
Damn.
got 4.
4.
What happened?
I don't know.
A 6-point difference between the leader and the
4,
last.
Scott. Now, what sucks is
The St. Louis Zoo
I let
let
you
an
guys-
orangutan pick this week, and he had 7. Just randomly pick.
so
least
Fastlane,
one
39
orange person
points
did, yeah.
altogether. RizzShow, 35 points. Here's the thing, though. We all have Titans and Lions tonight. So we all have the Titans beating Miami, and we all have the Lions beating Seattle. On the Fastlane side, Anthony has the Dolphins beating the Titans. Kerry has the Dolphins winning, and Jamie has the Dolphins winning. So if the Titans do win tonight, we could see a 3-point swing, but it's not going to matter.
No.
We would still lose
We would
by
still lose by
only
1.
Dang it. It's okay.
So close.
We would still lose by 1. Damn it!
There's
Did
still
everybody
so many
pick-
weeks.
Detroit?
Everybody's got the Lions.
Golly.
I almost took Seattle in that game. Just because they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're 3-0.
Well,
They're in Detroit.
That wouldn't have done it for us anyway.
Well, if we had both, it would, wouldn't it?
No, only if we had all done it and they won. You know what I'm saying? Like if
But
you
I'm saying if I had taken Seattle and we're down by a point,
right.
we would
You would
tie
swing.
if the Titans won. If we get a Titans and Seattle win.
No, because we wouldn't have gained points,
Okay.
right?
I don't.
No, yeah.
Maybe.
It would have swung 1 in our direction.
Oh, because they all took the Lions.
'Cause they all
too.
took the Lions.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was
They all
thinking
took
about
the Lions.
Dolphins.
If he would have picked Seattle
Yep.
and Seattle wins,
I almost changed it
we would have
yesterday.
swung it. But you
Dang.
didn't.
I didn't.
Sova.
So
we
we're
are now
down.
0-4.
0-4. Scott, Scott is the official dunce of the week. I mean, there's
No way around
I've
that.
noted it.
There's no change in that. Even if
Okay.
the Dolphins, because Jamie's got the Dolphins and he's in their last place,
Yeah, and he's
It
up,
wouldn't-
he's up by
matter.
2 anyway. On you.
it wouldn't matter.
Man,
Well, I'm sorry, guys. I blew it this week.
the NFL's weird this year, man. It is very.
There's a lot of weird
The
stuff.
parity in the NFL is getting really good, where like teams are so close. Teams that are not even really supposed to be good are good. The ones that are supposed to be terrible,
And the stats.
they switch. You know, who knew switching? Because that was the thing that pissed me off. This has happened 2 weeks in a row. They didn't tell you they were starting Andy Dalton until game time, and the Panthers won last week. And then they started homeboy for what's his name? Flacco. Started
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Colts.
Joe
And then
Flacco.
he had a good game.
He had a
It's
great
like,
game.
So hard to pick when the teams are like keeping all these things close to their vest
Yeah,
until
well.
game time, you know.
And
And
if
you
you
go
look
in
at
there and
this-
try to switch, and you can't.
If you look at the stats, it's like it's a completely different season than last season. So everybody was kind of expecting more of the same, and like we got tight ends that are just
Oh, yeah.
doing terribly because they're not passing the ball as much. Like there's a lot of weird,
Ah, it
a lot of
stinks.
weird things happening.
Got quarterbacks blowing their own receivers' knees out during games.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Rashi
dude.
Rice. Yeah, whoops.
The worst.
I wanted to cry.
I'm going to have
Well-
a perfect week next week, though, I promise.
Listen, you can't cry on your birthday.
Thanks.
Should we give him his gifts?
Yeah.
Ooh, there's gifts.
Of course there's gifts. Rafe Williams, you only turned 46 once.
That's right.
Well,
So what do we got for him?
Oh, Scott, would you mind?
Scott,
Bring in
gifts.
Bring forth the gifts.
Bring forth the gifts.
Bring in
the golden
your gifts.
goose.
Just a little something for your 46th
God, I hope
birthday.
It's not a pony.
No.
And look,
Hope it's a platter of deviled eggs.
It's not.
It's not. Listen,
It's red
we know
onions.
that you have been like fasting and trying to like. You don't eat a lot like during the show. So we contacted your ma, and I
Okay.
asked Jackie, "Hey, what does Rafe Dean love?" And she said, "My taco salad." And so
Taco dip.
taco dip.
Yeah.
And so this
That's
is
what this is?
this is your mother's recipe.
Your mother.
Your mother.
Oh.
There we go.
Your mother gave
Off
me
the wagon
recipe.
today.
And so open the rest of this.
All right.
Jackie's famous
That's
taco
cool.
dip.
Who made it?
I did. And
All right. Good job.
there's nacho cheese Doritos.
I made the chips.
Yes,
job,
Moon cut all the tortillas for the
That's
chips.
right.
and so
Smashing Karn.
this is a little something. It's just a little, yeah.
Whoa.
It probably won't be as good as your mom's, but
Don't
it is.
short sell it. It's
Oh.
their
Wow,
recipe.
look at that. That looks good.
Look at that. Good job.
Is that how it looks?
Lern.
Is that how it's supposed to look?
Pretty close,
Okay.
Yeah, her cats helped her make
My
it.
cats helped me.
I'll be honest, my mom forgets her own recipes sometimes.
I know.
Or she mixes things up.
I know. I've gone back and forth with your mother 20 times in the last week.
Okay, so you know then. You've learned a very valuable lesson.
She's like, don't forget this. Don't forget this.
But she forgets, one, she forgets which of her kids is allergic to what. And then she also forgets, she'll mix recipes sometimes. So I'm curious if this looks pretty right.
There's
so
no
I'm
onion
Looks
in there.
great.
Good job.
All
Thank
the
you.
onions she put
That's
in there.
sweet.
And
That's
then
right.
what else?
This, what a great wrap job.
You want to open the card
That's the
first?
best
You're gonna go
wrapping
straight
paper
for
ever.
I'll open the card first. Sure.
Okay.
It seems like that's what you wanted me to do. Let's open it.
I
up.
mean, no, I mean,
That's how you do it.
I always open the card last because that's the thing I care about the most. It says, I'll be brief, and there's a bear bod in underwear. That was very thoughtful. Oh, sweet. You're fired, Scott Rizzuto. That's a weird way to tell me.
well,
It's
This is nice.
2024.
Cheddar Bay Boys for life. This is all Big Terry signed the card. King Scott. Thank you guys so much. That's very sweet. Is there anything in here that I need to know? Read on the air?
No.
That'll get me fired.
No, do whatever you want. Right?
That'll also get me fired. That was not bad. I demand you have the best year yet, King Scott. I can read his part. Thank you, buddy. All right, let me open this other part up. You guys fill the dead air.
Okay.
Such
Well, that is a nice wrap job.
It
by
is
the
such a.
way.
Thank you.
It's almost the kind where you don't want to.
I said you were too young to be a grandpa.
Thank you.
There we go. Open that sucker up.
Oh, is this a kitten?
You got the big 4-6, Rafe.
Big force.
Caught up to me.
Invisible
No,
ink.
I was really enjoying that month of rubbing it in and being a. Slow that down.
Being a
I'll get that
45-year-old.
Yeah,
To
being
my
the
46.
youngster, being the youngster in our little relationship. But now,
Go, getting that tape. Get that tape off the box.
I hope there's another box in here. Okay. It is. Well, for a second I thought it was nothing, which is hilarious.
No, it's something.
What
Just
do
a
we
little
got?
something.
What's this?
Shh.
Dude. Oh wow, dude.
That is a
What
shirt.
is this?
That is a rattlesnake.
It's your next
That is awesome.
stage
That
get
is
up.
a rattlesnake.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Is
dude.
that
You got to put
cool?
that on right now.
Yeah, do you mind putting it on? I
Not
don't
at all,
know.
dude. Is this the new black V-neck?
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
just going to get a bunch of rattlesnake. Is this the year of the rattlesnake
well,
tea?
listen. I signed you up to the rattlesnake
Menswear?
shirt of the month. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's all different snakes.
This is
it's
those,
all different snake patterns. So you get a
September
new
is
one
Western.
every month.
September is Western Diamondback.
Yep.
This is tight, bro. This does.
So you'll get a new snake pattern shirt every month. I hope you enjoy the hell of
Yep.
it.
That's right. Wait till that green tree snake comes in, man.
Oh, this
Look
is
at that.
gorgeous.
See it from
Oh,
space.
wow.
This is
Look at that.
beautiful.
Woo, man.
Can you scoot up?
Kind
I
of
gotta
like a
see
new
this.
guy.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
awesome.
you look great.
You look younger.
Sweet. You look respectable.
The guns are looking good, dude.
Listen. Yeah, man. Maybe this is the new me, dude.
Don't button it up.
Yeah, just leave it.
No,
kinda
you gotta leave it
unbuttoned.
open.
Can you bring your maybe medallion outside of the black
That's
shirt?
off.
Whoa,
Oh,
keep
it
that
is?
medallion in
Oh,
there.
you don't have a
Yeah,
medallion
this looks like you're going to
Oh, you don't have
a
your
luau.
medallion.
You're from Oklahoma.
Medallion.
Oh, that looks great.
Yeah, keep
You
it
look cool
open.
as hell.
Now you
Nah.
look cool.
You look cool as hell.
Now you look cool.
Dude.
Open shirt. That makes it look cool.
Yeah.
Much cooler. It really does, dude.
All right. Yeah. All right.
It's
Cool.
kind of a look.
This is the new me, I guess.
Happy birthday,
That's
buddy.
right.
Thanks, man.
Happy birthday.
Now that you're on the back nine,
That's nice.
Looking
Fried
sweet,
snake.
looking fresh.
It does look so good. I love
Cobra.
it.
Yeah, feels right, man. Thank you guys very much. I feel very at home in my new skin,
Right
my
on.
snake skin. I almost wore my snakeskin boots today just because I was like, it's my birthday. Maybe I'll pop them on.
Right.
That would have been cool as hell.
Oh, you think the birthday's over? Oh, there are more surprises to come.
Is it snakeskin pants?
Yes.
Man,
There are more surprises.
every hour
Rafe.
I have to put on one more snakeskin
We
garment.
actually become a snake.
I become Serpentor. You got a Serpentor hood back there?
There are
I'll
more
put it on.
surprises, Rafe.
Well, thank you guys. That's very sweet and thoughtful. I
All
appreciate
right,
it.
today's Team Rizz Remember the Day is brought to you by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. HotShotsNet.com for all your Hot Shots information. From Swansea, Illinois, Mitch Simpson is our Team Rizz Remember the Day.
Yeah, Mitch.
Mitch has been a RizzShow listener since day one, never misses an episode. He cannot go a day without mentioning the show to friends and family and is so grateful to the crew for what they do. Loves Around the Horn, Rafe's in Memoriam, all the one-liners that are had between each member of the Rizz crew. Appreciates all the different personalities.
Toby.
Loves Moon and Rafe and Lern and the fact that I'm sarcastic. And, yeah, King Scott is here, too.
Nice.
All right, Mitch Simpson from Swansea is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with crap on celebrities. It is 7:13. It is Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway. Oh, my bad. Hang on one second. You know, I'm going to go straight into it. Right-hand shoulder is blocked due to a stall of vehicle 70 westbound at Branch Street. We also have a right-hand shoulder now blocked due to a stall of vehicle 70 eastbound 270. Right at 270, so look out there. It's right at the exit. Your point forecast, partly cloudy, warm, and muggy. High of 80, though. And right now it's 67 at the Point Studio.
Foos go on a hiatus. Nobody's surprised. Some RIPs, Happy Gilmore cameos, and more Rafe Dean Williams birthday love. Stay tuned.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays, the porno birthday, all that and more next. Do crap on celebrities. Stay there.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and Kevin from Candlebox joined. How are you, sir? Great to see you, man. Great to see you. So there is so much to talk about with you, and had the great fortune of being a chat with you a few weeks ago. But there's some things that
NinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show, gentlemen. It's October tomorrow, October, November, December. So, oh man, holidays, they are fast approaching. So
Yeah.
if you are thinking of popping that question over the break, over the Christmas break, it's getting to be crunch time. I mean,
Get on it.
it's down to the last moments here.
Yeah, but you know, even those of you that are just thinking about Christmas as far as gift goes, I mean, you wanna make something that's memorable. You wanna like pull off like the gift of the year. You go to Mort's Royce. Tell them, say, hey, listen, my wife, my girlfriend, my mother, my so and so is into this kind of thing. Help me come up with some sort of piece. Here's my budget. What can we do? Talk to them. They're the absolute experts. They live and breathe fine jewelry.
Oh, and the ethical jeweler as well. And when I say ethical, I mean you walk in there in a full sweat, like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. Don't worry. They're going to take care of you. They're not going to try to squeeze every dime out of you. They'll make you feel comfortable. And when you leave there, you're going, okay, everything's good. You know when you're getting ripped off. Like you have that like spidey sense, like, oh man, somebody's trying to take advantage of me.
Yeah, that's how it feels at the
other places.
At the other places.
Moritz Royce Jewelry, NinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Rizz Show, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
What's going on? It's Liv, and I'm in the Four Brothers Mead tent, joined by a few of the members of Papa Roach. How's it going, guys?
I'm great. I'm great. Good to be here. Point Fest again.
Yes, and I know
We're doing it.
you're a Point Fest veteran. This is my first one.
Oh, really?
And the guys were telling me, he's like, you know what? Jacoby one time came over here, took his pants off into the whole interview in his underwear.
Damn, I don't
So
even
you are a
remember that.
bit overdressed.
Damn. It's part of my.
Are we gonna roll the clip?
Dude, I gotta see this. I totally forgot that.
Apparently, it happened.
I know. I do look good with my pants off, though. But yeah,
that would push ticket sales for tonight.
Totally.
We're so excited that you guys are here. You got Ego Trip.
Yeah, it's out.
It's out. It's incredible. And we were just talking off the interview that I'm from Maine. A lot of snow in Maine, and I gotta say, Swerve is my snowstorm driving jam. Crank it up, and when it's coming down and people are driving all over the road, the perfect song.
That's perfect, for real. I can just imagine seeing all these cars just like
That's exactly how it
careening
goes.
off into the ditch.
Yep. Now, you guys just released a music video for No Apologies. One steady shot. Tell me about that.
Yeah, that was cool. That was we've been doing it for a little while, and it was great for the tour.
So you're ready to quit being your kid's taxi. You need to get them a car. I mean, they're going off or they're already off at college, or maybe they're at school. They're finally turned 16. They need to get that car so it could free you guys up and let them be free. And that's why you got to go to First Community, because they have loans for absolutely everything, and their auto loans are absolutely amazing. They do something that's very, very special. If you're getting new or used, you're going to have the same rate. It doesn't change. Now, most places, they're going to charge you a higher rate for used autos, but not over at First Community, which is awesome. And there's even more good news, is that auto loan rates just went down for the first time in a long time at First Community. And if you qualify, you can get 60-month rate for under 6%. And I promise that's an incredible rate. And so do your homework, compare the rates, obviously, for yourself. But you'll see over at First Community, it's always competitive, great rates. And the best part is 90 days before your first payment is due. So it gives you a lot of time to get some money and save a ton of money and put your dollars to work for you. So go over to First Community, ask them about their rates and their auto loan rates today. That's firstcommunity.com.
It's Donnie Fandango backstage at Point Fest. For one, I just almost fell out of my chair.
It is.
And for two, boy, that would have made a really great way to start the interviews of the day. Yeah. All right, so let's settle this first and foremost. You and me here right now. 0936.
Yes.
All right. I heard it in a couple of different ways. It confused the hell out of me, man.
It confuses me.
Okay, well then good. Then I don't feel as bad that it's not just me.
I put the colon in there to be read as a time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one says it's 9:36 o'clock ever.
Right, ever.
It's never happened. It's never happened.
And it never should happen.
And it won't, I promise.
You know, man, I was reading a bit about you, and it feels like we, as younger guys, had a similar sort of experience. I had one of my dad's friends when I was growing up owned a mini recording studio in his basement. And so I got to go over there when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old and watch the guys plug in and tune in, and then they'd let me mess around on the microphone. And you had kind of a similar thing.
Yeah, it was more just like 3 plywood or 4 plywood walls and then a microphone, but my uncle knew how to, he mixed. He made, beats.
Sure.
He's not Dr. Dre, but he, made beats, you know what I mean? And he sold them online, and that was, his, side thing. And so that was very easy way to start.
Yeah.
Being oh, let me see what's up. So I was doing little sample things for him. He was hey, talk, and sample for a beat. And then I remember I wrote a rap, and I was can you record me?
Wow.
That's yeah.
What was it like when you heard yourself?
It was hard. Well, I was 10, so I thought it was super sick. And if anybody heard that now, I would be so upset. I'd be offended.
But it shows where you've come from.
I don't want anybody to know. I don't want anybody to know.
know.
Some guy pulled us over. Well, didn't pull us over. We were pulled over in a parking lot the other day counting merch. And this guy comes up and says, "Hey, don't mean to bother you. I know you're a musicianal act." Not a word. And then he said, he was leaving. He said, hey guys, just remember, you got to be somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know. Just keep it in mind.
All right. Well, I think we're just going to probably stew on that.
Got to be somewhere. That's what I was getting at with what you just said.
So talk to me about some of your friends that are already on our show today. The Shinedown guys are who you're currently out with now.
Yep.
Is this kind of like one of your first big runs, or have you been out a bunch, or where are you in the touring stage of your career?
I've never toured before.
Oh, wow.
And then they were like, hey, touring's back. You want to go for 84 days? And I was like, let's do it. So here we are. I have 12 more days left.
But for
and alive still.
Thank goodness. But for you, man, I'm sure legitimately that this is a learning experience for you as well as a really great time.
Yes. It was, yes. Yeah. It's a lot, though. You know what I mean? Like, doing, a lot of people I know will, like, get their feet wet on, like, a smaller run or a 2-week run or a 3-week run. And then they were like I said, you want to go out for...
South County Urological. Yes, if you got your vasectomy done there on Friday, you would be back to work today. Yeah, the no scalpel vasectomy. Hundreds of RizzShow listeners have gotten their vasectomies at South County Urological. Now Dr. Watma offers nitrous oxide if you want to have the edge taken off. That's a laughing gas. But I'm telling you, it's fine. I got my vasectomy done there 13 plus years ago. Very quick procedure. Again, you go in on Friday, you rest over the weekend, you're back to work on Monday. Rest because you deserve it. And my insurance covered my treatment as well. How painful is recovery? Minor swelling, maybe discomfort for about a week. The big question for guys is, will my sex life be affected? Nope, no change in interest level or anything like that. All good, just no more kids. Now, at South County Urological, they also treat kidney stones. They have a stone center. You'll be treated quickly. And prostate health stuff. Prostate cancer screenings, very important. Early detection, we know, is very important. South County Urological, 314-843-8000, southcountyurological.com.
All right, first big summer show of 2018. We've got 30 Seconds to Mars and Wellesley Arms and Walk the Moon and K-Flay. How are you?
I'm doing great.
It's really great to see you. I got to tell you this, though, kind of changing up the interview from where I thought I was going to go. I want to know about the fitness regime in which that you have, how you do it out there when it's 105 degrees, because I need to.
Okay, so we've just started something. We're calling it Witness the Fitness.
Okay.
It's good branding, right?
Right.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RizzShow. Show your emails, RizzShow, 1057thepoint.com. Sex time fun facts coming up. Sex toy of the week. Rafe Williams celebrating his 46th birthday today.
Yeah, dude. Feeling good. I feel like a real rock DJ now in this this snakeskin shirt you guys got me.
Dude, it really does.
I feel like I can give you my opinions about Avenged Sevenfold, and they hold water now. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks good. I was staring it down over the break. I'm like, damn, this could be a new Rafe Williams era. Like,
you never know, dude.
Snakeskin pattern era.
This shirt was like made for you. It's fit perfectly.
What's up? Hey, I lose about 15 more. You guys are going to be... You're going to be wishing I was wearing the black V-necks again. I'm going to be coming in spandex every day.
Can't wait.
Hey, could you stop wearing a wrestling singlet to work? I'm like, sorry, buddy.
Absolutely not.
Once I hit a certain goal weight, it's happening.
Listen, you're happy today, right? Feeling joyful?
Yeah.
Feeling
good?
grateful.
Yeah.
Right,
I really appreciate you guys. This is very sweet, by the way. The taco dip is awesome.
Got
the
your
shirt
balloons.
makes me feel sexy. Balloons. The card was very sweet. So I appreciate you guys making a fuss, man. That's nice.
Listen, I know it's not everybody's birthday today, but let's kind of enjoy the simple joys in life, all right? What are some of the simple joys in life? Waking up after a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Catching up with an old friend or loved one.
Sometimes.
Maybe a good cup of coffee.
Hell yeah.
Not this coffee, but watching your favorite show. Just the smell of freshly brewed coffee. It's a simple joy.
Love it.
Hearing your favorite song on the radio. Smell of freshly baked cookies. Having somebody tell you, hey, thinking about you. Waking up to the sun shining. The sound of rain while you're inside, all safe and warm. Running into a friend. I don't know. Cuddling with your pet.
Finding $20 in a coat from last year.
Yeah, that's a simple joy. Receiving a compliment like, hey, you look great in that snake pattern shirt.
Yeah, it's very random, but yeah.
There are occasions I have done myself that favor, and I'll have like a $20 bill or something, because I don't use cash all that much, and sometimes when I'll have it, especially in the winter, if it's in a coat, I will intentionally leave it in there, knowing that my idiot ass will forget in an hour, and sometime next season or in a month or so, I'm going to be so stoked.
It's a little gift you give yourself.
Yeah, it's just I'm
Like
just
future self.
I'm just high-fiving future self.
Yeah, here, future self. This is for you.
It sounds so.
I'm giving you a simple joy.
It's so
Who knows
dorky.
how far down the road?
It's so dorky, but it's a little game I've been playing, and I love it.
But Rafe, the joyfulness of this day will not end for you. Not with the reading of that little list there.
Okay, good, great.
Scott?
There's more.
Yeah, there's more. Of course,
But wait, there's more.
Wait, there's more. Don't you love surprises? Are you a little nervous?
How do I? Yeah, kind of nervous. I feel like I'm gonna get shot with a paintball gun or something. At some point, I feel like there's going to be there's a chair coming out.
Yeah.
Of
No,
someone's
There's
ear.
not.
No,
Don't watch me at all.
What do you mean don't watch you? There's activity. Oh, here's Tina.
Well, look who it is.
Hi, happy birthday.
Hi, thanks. Hi. how are
You're
you?
welcome.
Oh, Tina's here.
Oh my God, this is incredible.
Sweet, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yes.
We're in our Kelsey Swift era. I'm Travis, in case you're wondering. Welcome. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
You up early?
I'm feeling
Tina's
good.
up early.
Didn't have to clean up any dog
Get rid of the
dookie.
gum.
Oh,
Here.
so sorry about that.
Stick it under the counter there.
I love
Learn, I am.
You just stuck that in her bare hand, dude.
She got,
She just barehanded her gum.
man, that was so princess. I am so sorry.
Passenger
Good
princess.
morning,
Like an angry
everybody.
kindergarten teacher.
Good morning, Tina. Wow.
Okay.
So listen, Rafe's got his
Just
balloons.
straight up raw
Yep.
dogged gum into
He's
the
got his
germaphobe
balloons.
hands, into the hypochondriac's
I
hands.
love you.
He's got his taco dip.
Yeah.
Got his card. He's got his snakeskin shirt. He's now got his Tina here.
Yep.
80s here.
Whole
Wearing a
gang.
sweet sweet. Is that velour?
Yes, I got. This is velour.
Nice.
Yep.
That comes with an accent.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Straight out of Jersey.
Oh, yeah, baby. We're doing it real big this morning. I don't know
Jersey
what
don't sound
accent.
like
Okay, yeah, we're doing something.
Gilbert Gottfried, apparently. is
No, that's Adam Sandler's Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, baby.
Okay, do a Long Island accent. Real quick. Just hit me.
With what?
You know, just any.
Long Island
Long
medium.
Long
Yeah.
Island.
Long
Okay,
Island
that's it.
medium.
Long Island. Okay.
Yeah,
It's Long Island.
Long Island medium.
Okay, there we go. We got it. Cool. So, yes, I am wearing a tracksuit. Rafe has taco dip. Incredible shirt. Did you guys get him that?
Yes.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
The
You
balloons.
thought I just snuck out of the house and had this like in my backpack like a kid at
nice
school
card.
that you like told me I couldn't wear this to school, so I put it in my backpack.
What else, Tina? What else have we got for Rafe today?
Well, Rafe, I'd like you
Yeah,
to
there's something else.
open that up. First off, can we check the bag out? Why don't we mention what?
That you put it in a Saks Fifth Avenue bag, and I know for a fact
Oh.
whatever is in here is not from Saks Fifth Avenue.
You're not allowed there anymore.
Nope. No, shoplifted
That's-
there in the
that's-
90s.
That's straight out of Frontenac, right?
No, that's Rafe bought me. Yep. Check that
Wear
out.
velour.
Yep.
Oh my.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Oh,
Matching.
Santa pants.
Ooh. Okay, they're not totally matching, me and him, but we're close. You know.
Kind of, sort of a matching velour tracksuit.
It really is some Santa
You guys
pants.
Daddy
really
tracksuit.
trying to get me out of the V-neck for this birthday, huh?
Well,
All right.
you're maturing, and we're helping.
This is tight. Let me put this on.
This
real
is
quick.
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, you looking. This is awesome.
Wow, look at
It's all
that.
about layers, and this is a
My man.
matching velour.
That is adorable.
That looks pretty good.
you guys like comfy devils.
You're gonna
Both
look.
of you.
Good looking tracksuit.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna look so cool. Well, here is the deal, Boo Boo.
tight.
We are.
Oh no, he broke the zipper on
Oh,
it.
you broke this. Okay. Hey,
This is
why
how
don't
they
you
wear it. This is how they wear it.
No, that's cool. That's hip. That's hip.
That's how
That's
they
what
wear
they
it.
do.
That's how you know this is a quality piece of garment.
Yeah.
Broke it immediately.
The zipper immediately, the teeth of the zipper wouldn't hold.
Okay, guys, that's good. So the velour suit is a hit. It's very high quality.
Very high quality suit.
Well-
the zipper teeth do not hold.
Okay,
well,
okay.
listen,
Okay,
that's
so
not the real gift.
what else? What else?
Okay, listen. So
Okay.
here's the deal. You are. Oh, you got it. Amazing. You're going to have work off tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. Scott Rizzuto, everybody.
I'm off tomorrow?
You are
Yep.
off tomorrow.
That's the gift that keeps on giving.
Because we are getting on a flight. We're going to Chicago. We're going
Right now.
right now.
You're leaving now.
Yeah, we're leaving.
This isn't real.
I swear.
It
and
is.
we're going to the Charlie XCX concert tonight. I know you don't really like Charlie XCX, but you know who you do like is me. And I'm getting ready to go on tour on Tuesday. So we're going
Okay.
to Chicago, me and you tonight, Charlie XCX concert. You're wearing that.
What
I'm
a gift you're going to a show that she wants to go to.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let me
In Chicago.
let me get this straight. For my birthday, I'm taking using my PTO
Yep.
to go to a concert of an artist that you like.
Yeah.
Happy birthday!
Yes.
That's the way it should
What a
be.
gift, you know?
No. Listen.
And I have to dress like an a-hole for it.
By a-hole, you
talking
mean.
about?
Do you
Well,
mean gorgeous?
Shark
Because
on
that's
your
what
mind?
you look
You
like
look pretty
right now.
dope. A-list. That's all the rage in Chicago right
Yeah.
now.
Tight.
Listen, that's
Velour over snakeskin.
the velour suit is not for tonight. Tonight is the rattlesnake shirt.
No, I'm
We
wearing the
go,
velour.
We rage, and then we're going to stay at a hotel near the United Center in Chicago.
Okay.
And then tomorrow, we're waking up, and we have spa reservations at 11 a.m. We're going to get a massage, and we're going to go soak in some ancient thermal baths, baby.
Oh, we're going to the
And
Russian
then-
Banya again, aren't we?
Heck yeah.
Are we for real?
We're going
Places.
to a bathhouse, not that one, but we're going
Not
to some
going to
place
the
called
Banya?
Ancient Air.
Ancient air.
Yep.
We getting
And-
yonied? Or yonian?
Oh, we're Yonian.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, look that up.
Yeah. And then we're going to go to Little Italy and get cannolis and have a great Italian lunch. And then we're going to head home. tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Tina's got a whole
So
thing
that's
planned
it.
out for
We
you.
got a plan.
Yoni.
Yoni.
That
She's
is
been,
fun.
she's
man.
been
Cooking this up
she's
for a
been
while?
cooking this up for a long
That's awesome,
time.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
I surprised you. I've never surprised.
That is.
She's very proud of having the surprise and
Well,
did so good.
You did a great job.
And I know.
No one's more shocked that he's going to a Charlie XCX concert tonight.
tonight. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
than I am right now.
I bet you
know.
didn't know you'd wind up in Chicago at a Charlie XCX show.
I didn't. If you would have, if I had woke up with my head stapled to the carpet, Clark, I would have been more surprised than I was this
Tonight
morning.
you're going to be in Chicago.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out if this is a bit or if I'm really going to Chicago.
No, do you,
No, we are going.
do you
Like,
have clothes for him?
yeah, we have
That's-
tickets and everything. No, we're gonna go race home and we're gonna pack quick bag and
you
all
didn't-
that.
I wanted you to pack his bag so bad.
She's never packed
the
the night
airport's right
before.
here.
No, I know.
he has all the
but,
clothes
you
he
know,
needs right now.
She's never packed the night before
fine.
in the
What
entire
time's the
time
flight?
I've known her.
What time? The flight's 11:30.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like 9:30.
No.
The flight was at 12:30.
No, 11:30.
Oh, 11:30?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys need to probably go then.
Well, I mean, it's 7:30. We're good. We'll
You don't
leave
know who
here
you're
at 8.
dealing with, dude.
We'll leave here at 8:30,
For her,
and then we're good.
We might as
Right?
well have 7 days
8:30.
to prepare.
Yeah.
Remember I said to let you go at 8:30?
That was real.
That was real.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me,
That was
dude.
a little Easter egg.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddy dropped an Easter
Yeah,
egg. Daddy dropped an Easter egg.
on
Yeah.
the show. Yeah.
Well,
Congratulations.
man, I'm a totally different person for this birthday.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be ridiculous.
I'm flying in the snakeskin.
Well, we
Yeah.
thought you'd fly in the velour.
Well, maybe both.
Yeah.
Yeah, we thought you'd have the club shirt at the club with Charlie XCX.
Yeah, I thought we could just go and like rage it up, have a rager. I've never been to a like EDM concert like this. You've never been to one.
Charlie XCX is EDM?
I don't know. It's like
It's
Brit
dance.
pop, like hyper.
I couldn't tell you what that
Whatever.
Charlie
It's gonna be a
XCX is.
blast. I can't wait.
gonna be
Hi,
great.
good morning, Moon.
Hey, hi, how are you?
I'm good. This is
How long have you guys known about this?
Weeks.
Long time.
Oh, really?
couple of years.
That's hilarious, man.
Well,
Well, that's very sweet of you. And hilarious
I know.
on so many levels.
You hit a home run, man. That's awesome.
On so many levels.
What a great gift.
I love it.
Hilarious.
Well,
gift.
Tina's going to hang out for an hour, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
Yay.
Let's ride the lightning. Let's go to the end of the show and see if we can make it to the airport.
You got to go
No.
home first. What else do you need? You could buy a toothbrush anywhere.
Yeah,
What do you need to go
Walgreens,
home
get
for?
undies there.
Hey, dude, I'm ready to fly. My backpack, trust me, I got to change the clothes in my backpack right now. I'm always ready.
I know
I'm
you are.
constantly ready to leave my family and disappear.
Wow.
If you go home, there's no way you're making this flight.
Yes,
Oh,
yes, we
come
do.
on. Sure they do.
Oh, we make it. I promise.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
I promise.
With the efficiency
it's
of
one
Lambert.
night. It's
So funny.
one night.
That's why you don't need to go home.
I want to know what you were doing last night. Let's talk about this morning real quick.
Yeah.
I woke up, 4 a.m., alarm goes off. I go to the bathroom. I pee. I stop peeing, and I still hear water as if someone is peeing. I'm like, man, what is that noise? And I go into the kitchen, and our kitchen faucet is on full blast. The sink is doing the thing where it's overflowing into the other sink.
Yeah. Well,
And I'm like, she's asleep on the couch, and I'm like, do we have a ghost in the house? And I was like, hey, were you refilling the ice trays in your sleep or something? I woke up to just the faucet on full blast. Was that just...
I do vaguely
happened last
remember
night?
you saying that. What happened last night was just honestly a lot of anxiety over the whole everything, over
Trying to get
getting ready to go for tour, doing this, doing that, whatever, trying to be like, hey, let's have
Trying to be secretive.
Just trying to be secretive, trying to, all of it. Just emotional turmoil.
Hiding
right?
velour suits.
Somebody's offering us acid in the chat to take to the XCX concert. So that's very thoughtful of you, Nick.
Sounds about right. Not looking to get
I
federally
definitely don't
prosecuted.
want it, Nick. Don't message me privately.
Meet me at the airport.
Meet me at Lambert.
Oh, that's crazy.
Already on it, buddy. It's my birthday. I always drop acid as soon as I wake up on my birthday.
Stash.
That's been tradition for a long time.
Sweet. Well, what a wild ride this is going to be. Hey, no number 2 show tomorrow.
No, Josh knows already. Your whole
Okay.
staff knows.
All right, good.
I talked to them on Friday. Said he's not going to be
Everything's
here
taken
on
care of.
Tuesday.
Don't worry about a damn thing.
They let me stay on Friday and do like 3 hours of prep.
That was just for the bit.
I could have went home.
No, they were
We'll
just
do it on
joking.
Wednesday.
All right. Well played, everybody.
Lord.
Well played.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
birthday,
That's very
buddy.
sweet. Thanks to everybody.
It's going to be fun.
I'm eating this taco dip on the plane.
Good.
Well, yeah, bring it with you.
I'm taking it on.
You can bring that through TSA,
It's
right?
my birthday.
Definitely.
What
This
if
is
this is
TSA
all I
approved
brought through
taco dip.
TSA was my velour suit? And like, we got a guy here. He's got one velour suit and a tray of taco dip. He's wearing a snakeskin. I want to do a body cavity search on this guy so bad. Like, it's his birthday, Ron.
Something's up with this guy.
Oh, my God.
I
Maybe on
put
a
this
list.
through the X-ray. The tray of taco dip just goes through the X-ray machine.
Just offer
Sir,
something.
you
Say,
can't put
feel free to take
I
a
find
dip.
out Lern has actually hidden
Acid
a gun
in the
in
taco
it.
dip.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lern, why'd you hide a
Everything you need
gun
is
in the
in there.
taco dip?
We are going
Put
to
it in the
Chicago.
recipe.
Let's do crap on celebrities.
That's hilarious. Thanks.
All right, Tina, you did good. You,
You
pulled
did
it
so
off.
It's going to
good.
be wild.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And we start with this. Foo Fighters are reportedly set to take a hiatus while Dave Grohl works to earn back the trust of his family after the affair scandal. He shocked fans earlier this month. We all know how that goes. Just welcomed a new daughter. He has 4
Yeah, what
girls now.
happened?
He had a baby with somebody. We still don't know who
His
that
wife?
baby is. No, outside of his marriage.
What?
So the band canceled the upcoming gig at Soundside Music Festival that was supposed to happen in Connecticut over the weekend. Jack White filled in for them, and a source told The Sun the band needs some time with their families and focus on regrouping. It's been a turbulent few years with the loss of Taylor Hawkins, the death
Now
of
this,
Dave's
huh?
mom, Virginia, and now this. So terrible time for Dave, and the Foos are now on a hiatus.
Remember, it used to be all Dave Grohl all the time
Yeah,
for
it
a
was
little while.
Tuesday.
I know.
It was
Tuesday,
Monday.
Wednesday,
I know.
Thursday,
I'm in hell. Yeah, it's great.
Friday. I loved Fridays.
Also, how crazy is this that now Dave Grohl and Kurt Cobain's daughter, Frances Bean, will have kids the same age? Because over the weekend, we found out that Frances Bean Cobain, with her husband, Riley Hawk, who's Tony Hawk's son, welcomed their first child on Saturday. She wrote, "Welcome to the world, most beautiful son. We love you more than anything." This little boy's name is Ronan Walker Cobain Hawk, born on September 17th.
Oh, and they could have play dates together
They can
now.
have play dates together.
That's fun.
Louder Than Life organizers had to cancel Friday's performance in Louisville because of the wind and rain and all the remnants of Hurricane Helene. The lineup included Slayer, which is a bummer because this was one of the 4 different tour stops
Yeah.
or festival stops that Slayer was doing. So Slayer, Evanescence, In This Moment, all couldn't perform. Five Finger Death Punch singer Ivan Moody fractured a rib when he fell off the stage at Louder Than Life Festival in Louisville on Thursday night. So what a mess.
Yeah, they had to cancel their, I think, upcoming date with Metallica in Mexico.
Yeah, they had to get somebody new. The Pretty Reckless has returned to the studio to complete their 5th album. Taylor Momsen has confirmed the news in a recent Instagram post, sharing a pic from the recording space saying a lot of new things coming in the next few weeks. Starting with this, had to take a break from AC/DC, but it's time again. She says it takes us a while to make a record, but it was going really amazingly before they paused the session. And so they first entered the studio in early 2023 before their tour with AC/DC, and now we will have a new Pretty Reckless album coming to us soon. Did you guys see this Purple Rain Airbnb that's been all over?
Yeah. Oh, it's Prince.
It's like a Prince-themed Airbnb.
Yeah.
And so it's a house. It's the house from Purple Rain. It's being offered on Airbnb for 25 one-night stays. It's been transformed into a shrine to both the movie and to Prince. And his former bandmates Wendy and Lisa helped put it together. And so it's in Minneapolis, obviously. It's a big shrine. So if you're a Prince fan, you'd love to stay there. It's $7 to rent. You got to go into a raffle, drawing to be the one to book it. But you'll see Prince's personal tape collection, actual outfits that he wore, and you can smell a curated scent bar featuring all of his favorite perfumes. There's even a music lounge with instruments and an app that'll teach you how to play or sing songs from Purple Rain.
So you could be just like Prince.
You
wow.
can. With
For
a roughly
$7?
Pretty cool.
Justin on the instant feedback. Can Jelly Roll have a bastard child so he'll go away for a while?
Oh, okay.
We'll work on that. Okay.
I mean, we don't have to work on that. It's a Jelly Roll thing.
No, but we talk
He's
about it
gotta
every
do that
week,
himself.
So maybe that'll keep him out of the news. Chapel Roan backed out of a festival gig, quote, to prioritize her mental health. You're a Chapel Roan fan. What do you think about this?
I mean, it's like, you got to do what you got to do, brother.
Yeah.
I think it's obvious that she's kind of struggling.
Yeah.
And we've seen how people do with this. Like, we know what happens. We've seen what happened with Britney and all,
Sure.
twirling, doing all the weird
Knife
moves
dancing.
and slashing people.
This Chapel Roan chick's from
Springfield.
Springfield.
Yeah,
Springfield
Missouri.
area.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
I saw Saturday Night Live was getting gigged pretty hard. Bowen Yang did the baby hippo thing,
Right.
and they kind of mapped Chapel Roan's boundary announcement onto it, and I don't think people.
I don't understand. Somebody explain.
Yeah, she talked about boundaries when she's in public, right? Like, so people come up to her and, she's very famous now and people obviously are excited to see her, but she was trying to say, hey, I have boundaries, or if I'm out with my friends, do not approach me or try to get in my face. And I mean,
She's struggling with fame, and then they mapped it onto the little baby hippo, on the Saturday Night Live desk. Bowen Yang came out in a hippo suit, but he was like, "Just because I'm famous." I'm trying to get sprayed in the face with a water hose. Do not come up to me. Do not talk to me. I am not here to entertain you. And it's like it was funny. They kind of mapped, but I think some people didn't like
offense.
it.
yeah. Big rest in peace. We kind of covered this in the 6 o'clock hour, but Chris Christopherson died Saturday in his home in Maui, Hawaii at the age
Just
of 88.
in time for Rafe's birthday.
Renowned singer, known for his work from Sunday Morning Coming Down, Me and Bobby McGee, for the Good Times, Help Me Make It Through the Night, appeared in 90 movies, won a Golden Globe for his work in A Star Is Born. His lone Academy Award nomination came in the score of his 1984 movie Songwriter, which he co-starred with Willie Nelson. And of course, he was one of the Highwaymen. Here is a couple of sound clips. Let's just start with, Chris Christopherson talking about he's grateful to be doing something that he loves.
It's all great to be able to work at something that you feel is creative, and to feel creative, it's a blessing.
And then he talked about, one of his favorite songs that he ever got to be a part of, and this is what he had to say.
It's very difficult. If I had to pick just one, it'd probably be Bobby McGee, but I'd hate to have to pick just one.
Well, and his family, he leaves behind his wife of 41 years, Lisa. They have 8 children, Tracy, Chris, Junior, Casey, Jesse, Jody, John, Kelly, and Blake, 7 grandkids. And they offered this statement with his passing. It says, it is with a heavy heart that we share the news that our husband, father, grandfather, Chris Christopherson, passed away peacefully on Saturday at home. We're also blessed for our time with him. Thank you for loving him all these many years. And when you see a rainbow, know that he's smiling down on all of us. And here's a little bit of Bobby.
Okay.
Bobby
I
McGee.
didn't realize he wrote this.
Good enough for me and my Bobby, yeah.
Nor did I know that he dated Janis Joplin.
Nor did I.
California sun. Hey, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather, through everything in
That's a great song. I love this
Bobby,
thing.
baby, kept me from the whole world. One day of
So Rest in peace, Chris Christopherson.
Chris Christopherson.
He also wrote a song called "Here Comes That Rainbow Again" that Johnny Cash has cited. That's his favorite song
That's nice.
that was ever written.
Here Comes That
It's a
Rainbow
very
Again.
simple song, but Johnny Cash always said that it was one of his favorite songs. It's very obscure, but if you're doing a deep dive on Chris, check that one out.
Yeah, listen to that today.
There were so many cool things too, like Barbra Streisand and Dolly Parton, and man, this one actually bothered. Like, I know when celebrities die, everyone's like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" And I know he was old, but like this one did hit me hard because like this is one of my like contemporary heroes. So yesterday when I found out, I was like, "This is kind of bull crap, man." You know. So
This is one of those
R.I.P. to my boy.
you don't know your life without this man in your life in some way.
Yeah, and Lucas Nelson, Willie's son, put up an Instagram post. It was very moving as well.
Well, it's just like one of those people that you just don't think will ever die.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? I think
Yeah.
that's
And the
was
song
him.
From the Bottle to the Bottom, there's a cover that Dierks Bentley does that's
It's good.
Very
phenomenal.
good.
Yeah.
Moving into movie news, families continue to flock to the movie theaters this fall. DreamWorks animated adventure The Wild Robot is #1 in North America, earning $35 million. Coming in at #2, Rizzuto's favorite new movie, Beetlejuice.
Loved it.
Me too.
Tell
Loved it.
us.
Oh, it was so cool.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, just so cool.
Right, did not disappoint in any way.
No, everyone.
Moon, you got to see this.
We gotta
thing,
go.
man. You
Yeah,
gotta
we're
go.
excited to see it. Mallory wants to see it too.
they
gotta
killed
go.
it. They did a great job.
I like that they did not, like these other movies, these reboots or, sequels 30 years later, don't try to cram in callbacks to the other one
Yeah. We
that
don't
are
need
cheesy.
that. Yep. It was
Loved
real
it.
good.
I can't wait.
And that Francis Ford Coppola movie, Megalopolis,
Yes, that is number, let's see, I guess that would have
0.
been number 6.
he put his own money up for that.
I know.
$130 million.
Open with an estimated $4 million.
Oh my
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
So, but
Big
next
time
week,
disaster.
will be great. Box office will get a huge boost. Joker 2 comes out with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix.
I don't feel like that's going to hit well. What was #1? I never even
Number
heard of
1
that.
was The Wild Robot, DreamWorks animated adventure. Number
Oh,
2,
yeah. I've been seeing
Beetlejuice.
ads for that.
Transformers
never heard of
1
it.
was number 3, and then Devara Part 1. I don't know what the hell that is. That was number 4.
And that beat out the new Coppola movie.
Yep.
With,
Yeah, that was number 6.
Oh, that movie is getting panned so hard. So hard.
Yeah.
People are hate watching it. People
Really?
are like, everything I've seen online is like, I looked at my watch when I couldn't stand looking at the screen anymore, only to realize there was an hour and 78 minutes left.
Golly.
Because he wanted to make it, he like sold a vineyard
Right.
for $120 million and spent all that money making this film.
Well, and he thought he was edgy because he hired all these, like, canceled people, right? Like, he's like, I don't care if people are canceled. And he hired these people that kind of have some
Oh, I didn't
drama.
know that.
Yeah, I think he did. Like Shia LaBeouf is in this, right?
yeah,
LaBeouf?
even like Adam Driver's in it. It's good cast.
Is it really that bad of a... It looks amazing.
I don't
Visually,
know.
it looks great. I couldn't tell you about the story.
It's not
Oops.
being received very well.
No.
Driver's been in a couple stinkers. That's 65 million or whatever was boo-boo. It was like potentially so cool, and then you watch it and you go, this sucks.
Oh, that one where he goes back in time?
Yeah, you're like,
That's
this
something AD.
sucks. It goes nowhere.
He's
Nothing.
good, though. I like him. I
He's
hope he can get his
great.
crap together. John Daly is in for a cameo for Happy Gilmore 2, and he's not the only prominent sports figure who will be a part of it. So Travis Kelce's going to be in Happy Gilmore 2. Margaret Qualley, Bad Bunny, Benny Safdie are among the sequel's cast members. Christopher McDonald, Julie Bowen are coming back to their roles, and it will hit theaters sometime next year. Rest in peace to John Ashton, the actor best known for his role as Detective Sergeant John Taggart in Beverly Hills Cop. He died at the age of 76. Here's a little audio from him in Beverly Hills.
We're more likely to believe an important local businessman than a foul-mouthed jerk from out of town.
Foul-mouthed? You, man.
You watch your mouth.
Hey, man, don't square off on me with some bull. You want to start some static?
Hey, don't push me. You, man.
Yeah, he was Judge Reinhold's like partner.
Yeah.
In the first couple.
And dude, he looked, in the new Axel movie, he was looking his age.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
And so that's your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today, speaking of canceled. Ezra Miller is 32. T-Pain is 40. Lacey Chabert, that's Gretchen.
Oh, Chabert. Right?
okay.
Lacey Chabert?
I don't know.
Lacey Chabert?
She hides
Mean
secrets in
Girls.
her hair.
And Party of Five is 42. Kieran Culkin is also 42. Christopher Jackson, that's George Washington from Hamilton, is 49. Jenna Elfman is 53. Tony Hale is 54. Trey Anastasio from Fish is 60. Monica Bellucci is 60.
Relax there, birthday boy.
Eddie Montgomery, I don't know which one he is from Montgomery Gentry, but he's 61. Eric Stoltz is 63. Marty Stewart, two first names, is 66.
That's the man.
Fran Drescher is 67. Barry Williams from the Brady Bunch, that's Greg on the Brady Bunch, is 70. Marilyn McHugh from the Fifth Dimension and a couple other things.
McHugh, dude.
She's 81. And Johnny Mathis, 50s legend who sang Chances Are. It was also the Family Ties theme song, Without Us, with Denise Williams. Johnny Mathis is 89, and Rafe friggin' Williams is 46 years old.
Hey, all right, nice.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rafe.
Marilyn McHugh and Johnny Mathis hosted like one of those infomercials together, didn't they?
I don't know.
To like buy the hits. Time Life Warner. I feel like I know Marilyn McHugh did. That's how I know her.
You get titles like this.
Exactly. Well, wait. That's not all.
Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Lucy Pearl. And today's birthday girl has been in 43 fun films, including Babes in Pornland 10, Bucks and Babes, Bangin' Into Hood 1, Booty Talk 21 and 50, Chasing the Big One 7, Freakazoids 1 and 3, Freaks, Hoes, and Flows 23, Junk into Trunk 8 and 17, My Juicy Black Booty 6, Super Freaks 14, and Who Could Forget a Roll in 2004's Glazed Honey Buns.
They're delicious.
Don't like that. Lucy Pearl is 44 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. Hey, I want to play this. The guy that makes all like the rock songs into like yacht rock.
Love that guy.
Into yacht rock songs. So this is a Nine Inch Nails song, as if it were yacht rock. Great.
My insides, help me. I've got no soul to sell. Help me. The only thing that works for me. Help me get away from myself. I wanna love you like an animal.
Yeah, I wanna love you like an animal.
Yeah. Feel you from the inside.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
I wanna love you like an animal. My whole existence is flawed. You get me closer to God.
Excellent.
I could just listen to this all day.
Me too. I assume that's Charlie XCX. That's how little I know.
You're
I
in
assume
for
that's
a
what
treat.
we're going
You're
to
gonna have the
tonight.
best time.
You're about to feel some vibrations.
I bet.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with your sexy time fun facts.
Ooh.
Including 2025's top dating trends.
Ooh.
What is freak matching? What is grim keeping? And what is yap trapping? Whoa. We'll chop it up next. 7:55 Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have delays 270 westbound between Dorset and Olive now. Further south, there's a right lane blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash. 270 northbound just before Doherty Ferry Road. It is creating delays. Your point forecast, partly cloudy, warm and muggy. High of 80. Right now it's 67 at the Point Studio.
Victory Men's Health. Hey, I got a victory today. I got surprised for my birthday. I'm going to Chicago, Illinois for a concert of an artist that I've never heard a single song from, and I can't wait to find out what that's all about. And you know what? You can have a victory, too, at Victory Men's Health. I feel good. I look good in my new velour suit and snakeskin shirt because Victory's shaved about 25 pounds off me in the last year, slowly but surely. I'm bringing sexy back in 2024, and I have Victory to thank for that. And you can, too, fellas, if you're not feeling yourself. You're over the age of 35, maybe you're 46, and it's hitting you hard. You know? Maybe you're closer to 50 than 40, and you're not really handling it well. Well, maybe Victory can help soften the blow because they can get you, if you got a weight loss issue you're dealing with, maybe your testosterone's low, maybe you need vitamins, peptides, lions, tigers, bears, oh my, whatever you need, they got it at Victory Men's Health. They got 4 locations, one in Each O'Fallon, one in Town and Country, and a brand new location in Sunset Hills that also offers cardiovascular testing. So whatever's going on with you, Victory can get you on a customized treatment plan that is right for you. It's not a one-size-fits-all. It's tailored to the individual, and it'll be tailored to you. So don't wait. Schedule yourself an appointment today and let Victory help get you back on track in 2024. Go to victorymenshealth.com. That's victorymenshealth.com.
I've been talking to you about helping out Cardinal Glennon, making sure this hospital for kiddos is fully funded, and a couple of different ways that they do this throughout the years. The Glennon Gallop, that was a couple years ago, or a couple weeks ago. Now it's all about the Glennon Card. Now, the Glennon Card is an annual 10-day discount shopping program that's held each fall for SSM Health Cardinal Glennon Children's Hospital. It's organized by the Glennon Guild and SSM Health, Cardinal Glennon Children's Foundation. And essentially what you do is you go to glennoncard.org, you purchase the card for $60, and then you're going to have all sorts of discounts for all sorts of different businesses around the St. Louis area. In fact, there's 340 plus businesses that you'll be able to shop and get 20% off at these retailers through the dates of October 18th and the 27th. And 100% of your card purchase is going to benefit patients and the families that have to be at SSM Health Cardinal Glennon. Because let's face it, you have to be there, right? Something's up with these kids. They need to be taken care of, and families can go to Cardinal Glennon because of our donations and not have to worry about the financial part of the care that their kids are getting. So if you'd like to donate, save some money on all these spectacular businesses, go to glennoncard.org.
Hey, doesn't everybody love a sweet treat on their birthday? That's right. It's Rafe's birthday today, so Schnucks wants to celebrate with Rafe and their Schnucks Awards members. You get a free, freshly baked donut today, Rafe. Go to Schnucks, get your donut. And it's all part of their new personalized perks in the Schnucks Awards app. Now, to get your free donut, all you have to do is add your birthday to your rewards profile in the Schnucks Awards app. When your birthday rolls around, just clip the free donut coupon in the Schnucks Awards app and redeem the coupon at checkout. Coupon's good for your entire birth week. So no worries if you can't make it into the store like today, Rafe, because you're going to Chicago. But make sure you get your birthday freebie by downloading the rewards app and adding your birthday to your profile today. And that's not all. Schnucks is having another big 3-day sale with red hot deals. The Schnucks Deals and Steals 3-day sale is this week. So when you go into Schnucks this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you're going to see some big money off. Red Baron pizzas, $2.99. Pepsi Staria Mountain Dew cubes, $9.99 each when you buy 2. Fresh bone-in half pork loins, $1.39 a pound. So make sure you take advantage of this week's huge savings and keep your eyes and ears open for the next Deals and Steals sale at Schnucks. Schnucks Deals and Steals this Thursday, Friday, Saturday at Schnucks.
Hello, I am Elias, and you're listening to The Rizzuto Show. Happy birthday, Rizz.
All right, welcome back to the program. Rafe Williams celebrates his 46th birthday today.
What's up? I did it. Suck that, high school guidance counselor.
You are being whisked off to Chicago
That's
in
what I
about
hear.
45 minutes off to see the Charlie XCX show. Which
Flying first class?
Southwest.
That's close enough, baby.
Pretty much. We got a deal.
A group?
B group.
Didn't check in?
Didn't check in time. Damn it.
No, I did. I checked in 1 minute after check-in
Oh,
time.
you got to be on it.
And I mean,
B group's good. We'll get aisle.
thank you.
We'll
I
get
was
aisle
pretty
seats.
pumped. I felt pretty confident.
Could have splurged for the A group. But
It's
Okay,
$15 bucks. $15 bucks upgrade.
Taking them to a spa and doing all this good stuff.
we got
Did
taco
great.
dip. You got a
Dude, I'm living the best, my best life. I got a snakeskin shirt on.
Yeah.
Taco dip sitting right in front of me, going to get my yoni massage in Chicago.
Yeah, look that up, guys.
Yeah, Google Yoni.
Google Yoni massage.
We're doing
On
it.
the air.
All right, let's do this. And it's sponsored by
Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
All right, so I never heard of this dating trend, but apparently it's a thing. So a dating trend has sparked a very divisive conversation online. It's called the 666 dating rule. And it has nothing to do with Satan.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Can anybody guess what the 666 dating rule is?
She has to be into the dark arts.
Now, nothing to do with Satan.
Well,
nothing to do with Satan.
666. Okay.
And this trend has been circulating online for years, but has recently made a return for its, I'll just say, unapologetically shallow foundation.
I'm going to say 6 feet tall, 6-figure income, 6-inch.
There you go.
Whoa, that's probably it.
Damn close.
Really?
Am I close?
Wow.
You are damn close.
That is good.
Whoa, man.
This doesn't sound like a guy came up with it either, I will say.
No. Sounds like Dennis from It's Always
Which
Sunny
one am I
came up
wrong
with
on? And
it.
let me have one shot at fixing
You
it.
are wrong. You're right with the 6 foot tall.
Yeah.
You are right with the 6 figures.
Don't care about it. If you got those two things, I don't care about the other.
You're wrong about the 6-inch dong.
Like you have to be at least a 6.
No.
Looks
Yeah,
wise.
I was thinking that too.
What's the other 6?
Okay.
1,000 square foot home.
No.
Under the age of 6.
6. Oh, yeah.
6 ninja blenders
No.
in their kitchen.
No.
6.
Must love the movie The Sixth Sense.
No.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that, Rafe.
Nope. You have to have a 6-pack.
Oh, well, they don't want much, do they?
Lame ass.
But you can have a micro wean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As long as you have the other 3.
Oh, you were onto something that could be subscribable until you said that. What a dumb thing.
Six rule. 6 foot tall, earns 6 figures, has a 6-pack. Now, despite tweets such as living by the 666 rule dominating the lights of, Twitter, it appears that, I don't know if people are really taking this seriously, but some are. It's, merely just a dating fantasy, but as most emotionally intelligent adults will be aware, love is much more complicated than having 3 specific strict criteria.
Yeah.
Yep.
That feels like a get you in the door criteria, too.
Although none of that stuff hurts. None of that stuff hurts.
It's not bad.
No, I'm looking at him. I'm thinking about it.
Rule.
Hey, if you could have one of those things, what would you have? If you only get one, fellers.
The 6 figures.
Yeah.
Like if I were to eliminate the other 2, I don't care. I'm not 6 foot tall.
Because then you could pay for somebody to get you abs.
I want 6 figures because at least one of them probably has 6 a pack.
Yeah, but
Can I eat anything I want? Because if so, I'm taking the 6-pack all day, dude.
Oh, really?
I'm already 6'1", and I'll figure out a way to make money off that 6-pack. I'll make 6 figures off that.
Yeah, I was going to say, the 6 figures is the only one that you can control on your own. I could work harder or do more. I'm taking a 6.
I could just
I get
cheeseburgers.
I'm somebody who would never get a 6-pack.
I'm taking a 6 foot.
Dude, imagine all day long you can just house salami footlongs, and you just stay shredded.
Yeah.
What a gift.
Calvin Klein's
That's a
calling.
superpower. 6 figures ain't a superpower. 6 figures is great, but in this economy,
That's true.
They
In
said
this
it- they
economy.
said-
In this economy,
this
you're
economy,
right.
dude, they said right now $250,000 is what $80,000 was to our parents.
Jeez.
That's how bad inflation is. So 6 figures is just 100. That doesn't mean you're making an upper.
Sure, you're right.
That's
Yeah,
still
it could
great
be,
money.
It could be, $100,000, period.
It's great money, but you get that.
You make a very convincing argument,
You
right?
get that 6er, dude. You get that shredded. Pop, pop, pop.
I still think he would go.
Laundry.
I think he still would go for 6 foot instead of 6 pack.
You know what? It took me a long time to be okay with being 5'8".
That doesn't mean that a genie wouldn't convince you.
It wouldn't be the first. It would not be my first wish.
How tall would it have to be for it to be your first wish?
I'm comfortable.
6'4"?
I'm comfortable with my height.
You thought about
Are
it,
you?
though. 6'5"?
Yeah.
I am. Yes.
Okay.
I am.
6'5",
All right, I'm
Rizz?
just making sure.
If the genie came down and gave me, all right, you have 10 wishes, being 6 foot tall may not even make the top 10.
Oh, yeah, but we're not talking about 10 wishes. We're talking about these 3 options.
Yeah, well, it's a lot of
I
wishes.
told you.
I think it's
Rafe
great.
makes a very convincing argument about the 6-pack.
Screw you all. I'm taking the money and I'm going to be single, short person. Right on. I'm going to have a great time.
You're taking the 6-pack.
Yeah, I'm taking the 6-pack for sure.
Scott, what are you taking?
Oh, 6-pack. Because modeling sounds good. Travel, the whole
You
thing.
have an ugly face, though.
What? Don't say that to
It
me.
doesn't matter. Dude, if you just have 6-pack, you're a model instantly. It doesn't matter what your face looks like. You can work for an auto magazine or something.
Have you seen
An
his
auto
latest
magazine.
headshots? The man is a model.
Well, as they say, the 666 dating trend is the definition of superficial.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, nobody's
Captain
trying to
Obvious.
pretend like it's not.
It's very
Who
simple.
does
the-
have it all? You
Yeah.
know, like who's out there that has all of this? 6 figures, 6-pack, 6 foot. Are they out there single and mingling?
They're out there.
Are they swooped up? And also, people are swinging left and right. I found out again over the weekend, real underground stuff going on in St. Louis with some friends of mine that were listening to the show on Friday. These sex clubs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
Like these
You
orgies.
know people that are doing it?
Yeah, we were talking about open relationships on Friday's show, and or maybe it was last week at Sexy Time Fun Facts or whatever, and we were discussing that and how, you know, can people stay married and whatnot. And there was like a whole community.
I think they're in every
online.
city.
I know, but it's wild. Like,
So people you
I don't
know?
know about it, and so my friend was texting me, and they were like, "Yeah, we've been doing this," and I'm
And
like,
you had no idea.
I had no idea. It's wild.
Are you and Tim thinking about it? Maybe
No,
checking it out.
I talked to him about it on Saturday. I go,
Oh, he's like, for real?
I was like, hey, this is happening, and he's like, I can't. I'm like, yeah, it's not us. That's not our style.
We're not accidentally.
But we feel so vanilla.
She goes, I was like, yeah, okay.
We're not, but you hear about it from your friends, and you're like,
That's why I was asking.
damn.
I don't want to do it either.
You just have no clue until you.
Crazy, right?
That's why I brought it up a second time, because I just wanted to make sure that you were as not on board as I am not on board.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think it's...
Yes, I did wander into that dance club alone. That's what's the place you went where you found out?
Sky Music Lounge.
Sky Music Lounge.
That was a swingers joint. I had no idea.
So where do these people go? Are they going to houses?
They like have parties, and then there's things that are posted online.
What do you mean things that are posted online?
Like sexy videos.
So, like, of them dancing, like Britney Spears, or what kind of stuff?
Like straight up porn. Like,
Oh, yeah. The Brianna's in that.
Thing?
I learned about that through the teacher. That Brianna, like, there's a whole...
Oh, the OnlyFans teacher?
Yeah. And you got to apply, and they're using the 666 rule.
6 figures.
You have to apply. You have to apply to be in the St. Louis Swingers Club, and you can be rejected.
Oh,
you have to apply
I'm
as
sure
a
you have to
couple.
have references.
Well, you got to be hot. They have to dub you hot enough.
Oh, really?
It's very judgmental.
What if you're good with a yo-yo? Is that...
That's not going to come in handy at all.
You're good with a yo-yo, and you can do some yoni. We're talking.
I know you didn't mean it to, but it sounded like you got rejected.
No, I didn't apply.
You go, they're very judgmental.
They don't take into account your sense of humor. They don't take into account how much fun you are at the party.
The shows you're on.
I've heard they don't take your regional celebrity.
Yeah.
You know what? 'Cause they don't want all dudes. They probably like weird, creepy guys.
No, you apply as a couple.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have to apply as a couple. A
lot of
I've heard
more.
I've heard. So I've heard.
Yeah.
Do you have to,
they're not fans of Toyotas.
do you have to buy
Can you
in?
believe that?
I can't believe it.
You can even use pictures of your hotter friend couples and still not get in.
Yep.
Will my friend George Washington help me get in?
Ooh, now we're talking.
Perhaps. Have you been a friend of mine, Alexander Hamilton? Ring any bells?
Yeah, maybe he'll get me through the door.
Okay, what about this kind
It's out
bar?
there, and she's right. They are the majority. That's how a lot of the OnlyFans stuff for her came out, was those videos that they make, like big time swinger vids for OF, and it was on. She was showing up on other people's OnlyFans, and that's kind of how that all came to light.
It's just what I'm just saying. Be careful out there. Your friends are going to admit to you one day.
Be careful out there.
Yeah. You're
We have a buddy that's a member.
Next thing you know, you're at dinner.
What?
Next thing you know,
We have a buddy that's a member of this
there's
thing.
a username and password being
of that
shared.
group.
You got a username and password?
Anonymous friend, do you need to pay into this thing? You know, what's the...
Just be cool.
do you find out right away? Do you have to go before, like, a tribunal
Right.
to get into the swingers...
It's like Eyes
St.
Wide
Louis,
Shut, the council.
Swingers Society?
All rise.
Oh, man.
The judge of the swinger couples.
I'll tell you this. Start my own freaking swingers society.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll meet up at a
Everyone's welcome in this orgy dome.
Heck yeah.
Ooh,
judgment free.
No.
All right,
You just
maybe there will be
that's a
some
bad
rules.
idea. I stand before this tribunal.
Tell me a joke.
First, we do the minutes from last meeting. If you're off the market, consider yourself lucky that you don't have to deal with all these new dating trends. It seems to be very complicated.
I would melt down. Sorry.
According to a new poll by Plenty of Fish, here are the top trending things that'll be for 2025. All right, so I'm gonna throw out a term. I'm gonna throw out a term, and you tell me what you think it means. What is yap trapping?
It's when you're in an elevator and it's called a yap trap and somebody keeps talking to you.
What?
I don't know.
I think yap trapping is when you get somebody who just wants to message you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they like the distance, like the safety of digital communication, but they don't actually want to like date or get into any kind of intimate relationship.
Nope.
Yap trapping is when someone just talks about themselves on a date and doesn't ask questions.
Oh.
49% of singles have dated a yap trapper before. Moon, what is freak matching?
Freak matching.
Yeah, this is going to be a trend for 2025.
It sounds like what they're doing over at that club.
Yeah,
you know?
it is.
They're just matching the freakiness with the freakiness. Freak matching.
Our friend, by the way, just says, they do the vetting process just to vet out single creeps. That's pretty much it.
Gotcha.
Oh, that makes sense. Same as like the.
We'll find out. We'll see.
What's freak matching?
Maybe it's something like you want to.
The nudist resort. Yeah.
You got like a freaky side, and you want to make sure that they're into your freaky side before you go any further.
Pretty much, yeah. It's connecting with somebody over shared quirks or general weirdness. Learn what's grim keeping.
That's when you hang out with somebody and they're like a Debbie Downer and they're just talking nonstop about bad stuff.
Kind of, sort of. Grim keeping is bonding with somebody over your darker side or shared dislikes.
Oh, okay, cool. Right on. Goth date.
What's
I'm into it.
grundle bunding?
That's when you got a bunch of kittens together and you are bonding over kittens.
Correct.
What? What's that called?
Grundle bunding.
Trust me. It's true. It's 1,000% true. It's
I
not
love a
something I just
grundle
made up.
bundle.
Yeah,
All right.
grundle bundle is great.
Tina, what is being not smitten but smutting?
I would being grossed out, being like,
But into it?
you're out, being smuttened. That to me
Smuttened.
sounds, being like smothered and
By the
grossed out
smut.
by it.
It is when you fantasize about things from shows or movies happening in real life.
Cool. So literally nothing like I said.
Nothing. So, yes.
Close. Smuttened.
I'm smuttened with you.
I wish I could trade places with a wealthy billionaire.
Now, last year was Rizz-colored glasses, a play on the term rose-colored glasses. Rizz is short for charisma. It's when you fall for somebody because they're charismatic, but then you realize you've never been in a real relationship with them. VBD was last year, short for vision board dating, adjusting your dating application to somewhere you're thinking of moving to. PMI, short for premature intimacy, like a TMI or too much information. It's when you share too many personal details too early in a relationship.
Me.
Theraposing is when you use therapy speak too much and act like you're more evolved than you really are. God, those people are annoying.
Truly the worst. I agree.
Truly the worst.
Yeah.
Truly the worst.
Well, and when they circle everything back to it every time, you're like, I'm just talking about being mad in traffic. Like, this doesn't have to turn into
these microaggressions will not stand. Cannon bailing, quote, cultivating your identity outside of a relationship. So putting yourself first, it's a play on cannonball, but also a canon event. It's slang for a pivotal moment in your life that changes everything. And then cryptic, when a person you're suddenly with feels icky because they're way too focused on one specific topic, especially if it's cryptocurrency.
Ick.
That is somebody who has been personally harmed by cryptocurrency.
All right, one more thing before we move on. Is keeping your relationship offline the key to a stronger bond in the age of social media? Is keeping your relationship offline the key to a stronger bond in the age of social media?
Yeah, I would say so, especially if you're one of these people that do the couple accounts. I think if you're part of that, you should just not have social media.
Yeah, someone cheated. Well, as soon as I see a couple account pop up, I'm like, uh-oh, Bruce got himself in a little mess.
For sure.
If it's like, anytime it's like, their two names, it's like Bryce and Kelly, Bryce and Kelly, and I'm like, oh, Kelly or Bryce?
Or trouble's brewing at home.
Somebody got caught talking to somebody.
Right.
So with social media becoming such a big part of daily life, more couples are asking, is it better to keep your relationship offline? Now, while sharing your love online feels natural to some people, there's something special about maintaining an intimate connection that's just between the two of you. Could privacy be the secret to a deeper emotional bond, free from the pressures of public opinion? Maybe. Staying offline may help avoid the drama and judgment that comes with sharing your relationship. Also, a private relationship can shield you from unnecessary drama and comparisons. As time progresses, we constantly see how quickly others can strip a couple's romantic post to shreds, making assumptions about how healthy a relationship is just by analyzing things like their facial expressions. Like what, Rafe, you did. Poor Brenda and Brett.
I'm just, as soon as I see the title, I know what's up. If you merged your accounts, somebody's in trouble.
You are in the doghouse.
That means messages must be monitored by both.
Yeah, because otherwise, why do you have that?
Exactly.
Yeah, the only other people
We
that have
love
that
each other.
is the late 60s wife, and the husband refuses to get a computer. He refuses to computer at all.
That's true. That is the caveat.
Yeah, so
And that's the only other difference.
Right.
She's posting everything.
Right. But, she still wants old Thomas to feel
He's involved a little bit.
I just never know who
so
likes
your-
my stuff. You know?
Yeah, so
I'm like, is it
it's so
Brad
your
or
grandpa
Becky?
doesn't get on the comment and be like, this is grandpa.
Yeah.
I like this photo. This is your Uncle Bill.
I just
Identify themselves in the comment.
Yeah, there was it was a big article about this. So another major benefit to keeping peace in your relationship is avoiding the urge to constantly showcase your union online. There could be a possibility of an unspoken pressure to maintain a certain image of things like happiness and perfection, or we love each other so much and I gotta show, but I didn't post last week, so now people think we hate each other. So they think we're probably breaking up.
Oh, yeah.
And as a result, the pressures can hinder the authenticity of the relationship, as your partner may feel forced to put on a show for the outside world. Keeping certain things under wraps can alleviate the stress and remove weight, allowing your relationship to grow, naturally. It's also important to remember that not everything lasts forever, and maintaining privacy in your relationship can save you from having a public fallout. That's also awkward when you have the shared account and you break up.
Yeah.
Who gets custody of the account?
Right.
I also just think it's kind of strange when people announce it on there in any capacity. You've seen those posts where people are like, just so you guys know, Brian and I decided to part ways. And we like privacy at this. You had privacy until you put it on Facebook, and now you made it not private.
Please respect our privacy.
Exactly. It's very weird.
Are you getting ahead of it, though? Like, if you break up, because everybody's so involved with each other, you stop seeing Brian in your posts. People are going to be wondering what's up. Then you go out and see these people, and they're like, hey, where's Brian?
Haven't
and
seen
then you
a
gotta
post about
go
Brian in a while.
You have to rehash it for a million times.
But you're going to be rehashing it online anyway. I mean, when you put it online, it's the comments are all like, oh, my, you're going to get all these messages. What happened? I don't know. It feels performative to me, but maybe not. Maybe that's just how some people live.
I don't know. I look at some of these, couple accounts, or, one person just puts every friggin' time as so much love. Nobody could love each other this much.
What?
For God's sakes.
Tim Crush Tuesday. I love my husband so much. For sure. What?
Trouble in paradise.
Well, looks like you guys are knocking on Swinger's door. Yummy.
The fewer people involved in your relationship, the fewer explanations you'll have to give if things don't work out.
Agreed, yeah.
I think it's got to be a good mix. I think it is sweet occasionally.
It is sweet occasionally, but
Sure.
when you overdo it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's a daily thing, I think that's probably, or if every post is that. Unless you have, like some people have those relationship accounts. I'm like, no, thank you.
Well,
This off my
also,
feed.
both people need to be into it, too.
What if I start a fan account for my relationship with Tim, and it's Lern and Tim, love 69
Love, Lern,
XO, and it's just every day I post a video or photo of our great love
Of you guys six.
Yeah,
What?
of us.
No.
Yeah, every number is mentioned. Yes, is that cool?
I would start to think it's
No.
this is a performance. There's no way. Every day.
You better hit that like button.
Every day you're doing something loving, and we must share it with the world.
Yeah.
I think doing that, like the posts, is too much every day. But Rafe and I have even had it a couple times where we don't post for a while. Say we're like putting all this comedy stuff up, and people have said to us,
You guys
like,
all right?
Hey,
I think we're broken up.
you guys broke up, right? And we're like, what?
I don't know. There was a married couple I knew.
That ain't stopping dudes, by the way, from DMing her.
There was a couple I knew that, I mean, it was constant. Just, I love you so much, and just the most sappy, I love you, I love you, I love you. But I knew in reality their relationship was garbage.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Garbage. And they were just putting on this show, and it was a lot of pressure for both these people.
Well, in that case, it actually is perfect then, because that's what all social media is. It's everybody inflating their lives to be fantastic, and
Right.
that's not real.
That's kind of what I'm saying. Is like if it's over the top, it's an overcompensation of some. It comes off like that to me sometimes. But I don't think you should never do it. You won't ever want to do it. I feel like you're like never.
My wife puts up a picture of us every once in a while. I don't
But
mind.
Your wife does.
don't.
I don't.
You should.
I never think about it.
Do a little, hey, you know what? Later today when you get home, why don't you just put a little post out?
Yeah.
On what?
I don't know, on whatever you want,
RizzShow
dude.
socials.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
That's all
this.
you have.
Yeah.
Say how much you, it's Amelia Rizzuto Mondays.
It's going to be great.
My love.
Amelia Mondays.
Okay, don't do
not gonna come
Amelia
up.
Rizzuto Mondays.
Mi-
Just, you know,
Million Mesh
just do
Mondays.
it every once in a
She's
while.
going to be upset.
Wifey Wednesday.
She's going to not want anything to do with this.
Get a load of these elderberries. Auga.
She's not going to want anything to do with
She
this.
loves that.
Oh.
No.
You might be surprised, but it's got to be within reason. We've had this conversation,
Yep.
she and I, where I'm like, yeah. So sometimes we don't post each other on our timelines a lot, unless it's like sharing comedy dates and stuff like that. And I'm like, we should probably every once in a while.
Why should you? If it comes up naturally, don't force it.
We don't force it, but there's times that I'll be like, yeah, we haven't like posted in a year.
Yeah.
We all know you're together and like each other.
Sure.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's why I don't think about it. It's not like a personal. It's not a purposeful omission.
You don't need to prove it to anybody.
Sure. You're right.
Yeah.
You're never going on my timeline again.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? We're running late. So, Rafe?
Yeah.
Sex toy of the week?
Okay.
Let's get to it. I do not want you guys missing your flight to Chicago to
Nope.
see Charlie XCX tonight.
Dream show.
Charlie XCX dreams really do come true.
All right, Rafe, what do we got this week?
Well, even though I didn't know I was going to Chicago, just in case, I did purchase myself a little birthday present, and it's this week's sex toy of the week. It's the Good Head brand Deep Throat Spray.
Wow.
That's Good Head brand Deep Throat Spray. Over 150,000 bottles sold.
Ooh.
$9.99 on Adam and Eve with 4 out of 5 stars. Give pleasure without gagging. That sounds nice, right, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Find out just how deep you can go without that annoying gag reflex getting in the way. This oral desensitizing spray reduces, if not completely eliminates, your gag reflex or other discomfort you might experience while performing. The fast-acting spray uses a fine mist with benzocaine 5% to gently numb the sensitive, hard-to-reach nerves in the back of your mouth and upper throat that trigger your reflex. Then you can open wide and show off your new and improved skills, sugar-free, paraben-free, made in the USA.
Whoa.
It's healthy.
In the USA.
USA, greatest country in the world.
These colors don't gag. You understand?
Nice.
Is the gag reflex the only thing blocking you from the pleasure of your dreams? Well, get rid of it with the Good Head brand Deep Throat Spray. Then you can open wide and go deep. Just imagine the look on your lover's face when you surprise them with this treat. Directions: insert applicator into your mouth with the tip pointing towards your throat. Spray 2 to 3 times. Wait 5 to 10 minutes. Since the spray freshens your breath too, you can use it again when you're done.
Nothing says I love you like I can't feel my throat.
Nothing says I love you like I'm willing to have a sore throat tomorrow.
Yep.
Reviews: best oral endeavor ever. 5 out of 5 stars. I was skeptical due to mixed reviews across the internet. 3 sprays was a great start. Once I got all the way to the root, I knew it was effective, though I still had a little residual reflex. About 10 minutes in, I used 2 more squirts, went down to town for a solid 20 or 30 minutes, testing the product's bounds for science. I am completely sold and can't wait to please my man like that again. 5 stars anonymous. That's nice.
That's nice, yeah.
Second review: effective and refreshing. 1 and the same. 5 out of 5 stars. I bought this with one of my partners in mind. We are both gay men. He has a really bad reflex, though. This spray has proved quite useful. My partner is able to perform on me without the reflex. I've tried it myself, too. The liquid is minty fresh and tastes even. Highly recommend this product. Anyone struggling to perform on their male partners. 5 stars, Yorkie.
Okay.
And then there's
there
one
you
that you
go.
crossed out that says, please don't say this on air. Should I read that
No.
one? Okay, okay. Well, then that concludes.
Rafe sends me these before to look over, and I just put it big X, says, do not say this.
Well, it says, no way. You should say this.
No.
I thought it meant like, no way. Like he loved
Nope.
it. And he's telling me, you should definitely
Are
say
you sure
this.
you don't want me to read
Nope. I'm positive. I said, no way you should say this.
Well, some of them are just for us, guys. Go look up the reviews. You can find it. It's called Amazeballs if you want to see the review for yourself.
That's the Good Head brand Deep Throat Spray. The sex toy of the week. I think you kids
Easy to
need
get through TSA.
You kids need to get out of here.
Well, I'll tell you guys one tip before we jet out of here. Get yourself some Walgreens spray chloroseptic.
Okay.
And that's a cheaper price than this.
Thank you,
This is
Tia.
$9.99. This is pretty cheap.
$9.99? Okay, yeah, that is pretty cheap. Okay.
Chloroseptic's like
I need
15
them
bucks.
immediately.
Is that other stuff paraffin free? Because
Yeah.
Made in the
you're right.
USA.
and made in the USA, very important.
Doubt it.
Guys, go to the airport. Go.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Birthday, buddy.
Bye, happy birthday.
Fly safe.
Bye, everybody.
Fly safe, guys.
Yeah, fly safe. Don't do anything
Buy me
dangerous.
something French.
While Tina whisks Rafe off to Chicago.
Whisk me away to an all expenses paid vacation.
All expenses paid.
All expenses paid. Ah, nice. Emails after the break, please. Moon, it is 8:34. It is Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Severe delays and increasing delays. 70 eastbound between 370 and Zumbell. Oh, and it looks like everything's backed up at the airport. I'm totally kidding.
Oh.
They weren't even listening. Right lane blocked and right hand shoulder blocked due to a crash, 270 northbound, just before Doherty Ferry. Your point forecast, partly cloudy, warm and muggy. High of 80. Right now it's 68 at the Point Studio.
It's Rizz, it's Jeff Burton backstage at Wayback Point Fest with Vaden and Donnie from the Toadies. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
How you doing? Hello, how you doing?
See, this is not that bad. I mean, you guys are from Texas, so this swampiness is all right.
Yes. Oh yeah, we need just fine sweaters. This is sweater weather.
This is old hat for you guys. So.
He took off a cardigan right before we started rolling, actually.
I took off my shirt. That's my sweater.
So you guys were spinning some yarns before.
So when you bought your house, you took on more than just your payment there for the house. You spend your weekends on upkeep and repairs. They drain your bank account. And with all that equity locked up, I mean, you just feel like you can't do anything. Well, you love your home and you want to stay, but it's a constant struggle. Well, I have some good news for you. What if you could sell your home right now and reclaim those weekends and not have to move? Well, you can with Truehold's Sell and Stay program. Truehold's going to buy your home now while the market is high, and you can stay in, or you can bank all that equity in cash now and stay in your home with a lease. That's amazing. Plus, you won't have to worry about property taxes, insurance, or upkeep anymore, so you get to truly just enjoy living there. Truehold unlocks your wealth without uprooting your life. So join the thousands who secured their retirement, they've paid off bills, and financed their dreams. Get an offer right now while the market is hot. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com to cash your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
Backstage at Point Fest, and I'm completely honored to be joined by Ed from Live. This is one of my childhood dreams to always talk to you every time you're in town.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Been following you. I was telling you, tour manager, I've been following you guys since, and I'm sorry if nobody out there cares, but I'm going to walk down memory lane with you. MTV 120-minute tour, Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Shrine Mosque, I think is what it was.
I think so. It was our first tour.
That was your first tour?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you guys were like, talk about just being with the guys you grew up with. You guys were like 12 at the time or something.
Yeah, we started the band when we were 13, coming out of 8th grade into high school. And that tour you mentioned, that was 1992. So that was our first road experience with Public Image Limited and Big Audio Dynamite and Blind Melon.
Yeah, that was amazing, and that's one of those. That's like obviously the first time I saw you, but even more creepy. I have a Public Affection CD.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome. There aren't too many of those around.
Is there no restraining order just yet on that?
No. Somebody did try. Somebody tried to they put it up on one of the streaming sites as like Public Affection. I'm like, hey, that's our band.
Wait a minute, hold on a second.
Wait a minute, you can't do that.
You got enough of that stuff going on all the time anyway, with so many records out and everything, and now new music, and you guys are here in St. Louis. Talk about touring again and still doing it after, what, 25 years of Throwing Copper, one of my all-time faves. It's still fun for you, right?
It's so much fun. We're just kicking this year off. We've been back now. We took a long break there, and break/breakup.
Right.
And this is the third year we've been out. You know, the first year we did a bunch of festivals. Last year we did a great tour with Counting Crows.
Yep, been there. I was
buddies. There. And then, we're kicking off this year right now. This is really the first couple shows we've done this year. And then we're out with Bush and Our Lady Peace starting June 6th.
That's going to be an amazing tour as well, and I can't wait to see that. I'm going to go somewhere and see that. Talk about the difference now as opposed to 20, 25, even 30 years ago touring. Like, what's the same now and what is different now?
Well, we're older.
Right, yeah.
Are we? Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
And so, I think the pace is less crazy, by design, just because we all have kids. I think there's like 13 kids between the four of us.
Yeah.
So it's
a lot of love there, though.
And then they're all graduating from, a bunch of them are graduating from high school and all this kind of stuff. So we're, we pace it out. Of course, summer's really busy, but I would say that's the biggest difference. Like, we don't, like when in the early 90s, mid 90s, I mean, it was nothing for us to be out 9 months of a year.
Sure, yeah.
And going to Europe from here or there, and so that slowed down a little bit. But it's funny because when we came back in 2016-17, the demand for the band was so huge that we were like, it felt like we were just right back to playing, on these big festival stages. And I mean, a lot of these venues we're familiar with. The names have changed, but here we are. And so that's been amazing to see the fan response and just the response overall to the band and how important it still is to so many people. It's awesome.
Well, the fact that you guys have been together for so long, was it really easy to pick it right back up? Was it just, boom,
It pretty much was. We did our first show back. We hadn't played together 6 or 7 years, and that was a little nerve-wracking, like the first one back. But it was really fun. But we were all kind of out of it. We were all just like, are we really doing this?
Yeah.
But that didn't last. Within a few shows, we were like just riding a bike. We have such a great chemistry, and our friendship, I think, is a lot stronger now than even it was back then.
Well, you know what, I just saw it for everybody who wasn't here. I just saw it in the meet and greet. You guys stood, talked, shook hands, took pictures and everything. I can tell, and I'm one of those guys that loves bands because they love their fans, and I can tell it's genuine with you guys.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
It's a very, very special thing, because they're the reason why you guys are still doing this.
You ain't kidding. Yeah, that's the reason, and that's one of the things I think about our band. That has served us really well is that we've been like that since the beginning. Like, it's all about that relationship with the fans. It's all about getting up on stage and playing it like it's the last one you're ever going to play every night, and just leaving it all up there so that people really get hopefully an experience they take with them. That's the goal. And if we don't get there, we really beat ourselves up. We're really focused on the show and making sure it's as good as we can make it.
That's one of the things that I've always loved about you guys. You leave everything on the stage. Hopefully you guys are here seeing them and then watching this later. Ed from Live, thank you very much for being here.
Having
Appreciate
me.
it.
Appreciate it.
All right, so the lead-off interview for Point Fest 2019. my guy Claudio from Coheed and Cambria. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I believe the last time that you were here, and I so wish that I could have talked to you while that it was happening. Coheed was playing a show at the pageant, and oh my gosh, the hubbub about your hair was on that day, man. Like it was so fascinating to watch some of your fans completely lose their minds about that.
Celebrating 56 years in business, they have been one of St. Louis's top names in home improvement, quality, professionalism. That's what they put first in every single thing they do. They provide the best and longest lasting outdoor products, whether it be fences or decks or sunrooms, screen rooms, patios, retaining walls, even windows. They're a company you could trust with your biggest investment in your home and, of course, the safety of your family. You get the expert advice from their project consultants. They'll come to your house, free and home estimates, zero obligation, free project design. They'll come out, they'll take the measurements, they'll show you all the products in their extensive digital photo gallery. I mean, I think you'll even see my deck on the gallery of completed projects. Beautiful wood fences or the vinyl fences, even steel and chain link, but the decks are what they're all about. The natural cedar deck or that Vecca decking, the strongest deck in the industry with no maintenance. They'll match the color perfect to your house. There is nobody better. The sign you got the very best is Chesterfield Fence and Deck. And we mentioned the RizzShow this month. Get 20% off your next installed outdoor project. Chesterfield Fence and Deck online at chesterfieldfence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
We are backstage at Point Fest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Point Fest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always. But I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the year so far.
I was reading a story over the weekend. Man accused of crawling underneath cars to get a good look at women's feet at the car wash.
Here?
No, not here. It was Arizona. Why, you disappointed?
Oh, it just sounds like something St. Louis would do.
No.
There's a lot of foot fetishes in this town.
Totally an Arizona thing. Shocking surveillance video appears to show a guy accused of crawling under several women's vehicles for his sexual gratification while they were at a car wash. This was in Gilbert, Arizona. So Gilbert police officers were called to investigate 3 instances where a man identified as 28-year-old Jesse Johnson was spotted crawling under the cars while women were vacuuming at a car wash.
What a dangerous thing to do.
Yeah, man.
You're going to get run over.
That's a risky fetish, man.
And if somebody's, like, I worry about that. You ever see those videos of people, like, slicing the back of your ankles to kill you?
What?
No.
Yeah. Like in
To
movies.
kill you?
Man, you worry about
What is that
some
little
weird
tendon
stuff.
back there? That
Your Achilles?
Achilles, yeah.
What?
To immobilize you.
They
Yeah.
hide under the car, then it gets
Freaks me out, dude.
Yes, this guy's this guy's doing like a crawl, like getting under cars. And just as the women are vacuuming out their cars, this guy's just loving on their feet.
Which is only going to take a few minutes, right? And then he has to crawl out real fast?
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
Several
Not
witnesses
a
and
good
surveillance cameras show Jesse
Damn it, Jesse.
crawling under the cars. In 3 of the instances, all on the same day, he pulled into a parking spot next to the victim while the women were vacuuming out their cars. He hid under the car for minutes, several minutes, before climbing out from underneath.
Well, you know what I'm thinking, too, is this a seasonal thing for him? Because Gilbert is right outside of Phoenix. That's hot as heck. You talking about this guy's laying on Arizona pavement.
It's
That's a good point.
It's almost October.
It doesn't matter. We're talking desert concrete. This guy is committed to this crew.
Worth it.
Yeah. Yes, he's committed to the silliness.
To get a gander at those patoots.
Wow.
Man, what a dream.
Old man got an issue.
Court paperwork states that Jesse admitted to cops that he is sexually attracted to women's feet and at times cannot control his sexual desires. Taken into custody, booked on 3 counts of voyeurism and 3 counts of disorderly conduct. Be careful out there, guys.
Suction boys. Arizona
Be careful
style.
out there, guys. All I'm saying. I would not blame a woman for jumping in the car and running them over.
Yep, same. In fact, that should be
Can't
the
get in
response.
trouble for that, right?
No, if a guy's peeping on your feet, he's under your car, and you hop in and run him over.
Yep, that's a you problem.
Right, exactly. That's a you problem.
Go to the shoe store and work there like everyone else. Okay? And then you won't get run over. Perfect solution. Back to you.
And you make a decent living. Yeah, what's wrong with people?
You get the meat feet. You get the treat feet.
And you get to hold feet sometimes. Look
Yeah.
at how your foot looks in this.
Looks beautiful.
In my
this
hands.
shoe. In my hands.
And I have a feeling, too, once you go to jail for that, the prisoners in there with you are not going to treat you so kindly. They're going to sit there and think how weak and goofy that looks.
Like what you in for?
Yeah. I'm in for crawling under cars and peeking at ladies' feet.
And I tell you, when I worked at the shoe store, there were very few things that I liked less than helping people try on shoes. And I was not a fan of touching feet.
No. Gross.
But on occasion, you'd have some folks that, couldn't put shoes on themselves, and
You can help them.
you gotta grab foot,
Slide
and
those.
put it in, and I was like, this is not for me.
Slide those juicy feet into those those tight shoes.
That's where you use those.
Yeah,
you honk
yeah.
that shoehorn.
Nah. In happier news, I saw you tweet about this over the weekend, Lern.
Oh, what was that?
The rumors are true. 7-Up confirms they are selling Shirley Temple soda for a limited time.
No
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
I just, this past summer at Elwell Vacation, I introduced my nephew to a Shirley Temple because we were out at dinner. And he's like, I don't know what I want to drink. And I go, why don't you order a Shirley Temple? And he was like, Aunt Lauren, what's that? And I go, oh, prepare yourself, pal. And he loved it. He
You know
couldn't get enough.
What is it?
It's 7-Up and
7-Up and grenadine.
and grenadine, and they put cherries in it.
Maraschino cherry.
delicious.
But that's it.
It's
just
NA,
the two-
right?
it's just
And
the
it's
two
NA.
things.
It's a kid drink.
Yeah. It's a kid
I just
cocktail.
forgot. I forgot that it was 7-Up. I knew it was. I thought it
7-Up
was,
or Sprite. It's a lemon lime soda. Either,
Wow. Okay. I knew it was grenadine, but for some reason I thought it was like tonic or
I
something.
don't know. I feel like when my kids order one at if we go out to eat, I don't know. I feel happy about it because maybe I feel less guilty about ordering a real drink for some reason in my head.
Because everybody's participating in this.
Everybody's
type
doing
of,
it.
Type of action.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was like growing up at Elk Lodges drinking Shirley Temples with my dad, Like he'd have a Busch beer and I would get a Shirley Temple stuffed with about a gazillion cherries and we just
I
hang out
love
at the
those
bar
cherries.
together.
A representative for 7-Up confirms that 7-Up Shirley Temple is coming to stores nationwide from October 15th through the 31st. You could get a canned and bottled version of, it's a pomegranate and cherry flavored mocktail. And I guess the internet was buzzing after some Instagram pages wrote about the drink before it was confirmed. But the limited time 7-Up Shirley Temple will be available in 2 sizes, 12-ounce cans, 2-liter bottles. 7-Up Zero Sugar Shirley Temple will also drop, but only in 12-ounce cans. Yeah, so Shirley Temple is typically made by combining lemon lime soda like 7-Up or Sprite with grenadine and the maraschino cherries. But do you know what, if you put booze in it, what it's called?
What, Dirty Shirley?
Yeah, it's a Dirty Shirley.
Dirty Shirley.
Back in 2022, it was a thing where you'd spike it with vodka, so it'd become a Dirty Shirley.
People are talking about a Shirley Temple float, like an ice cream float,
Whoa.
like a root beer float. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm in.
That does sound pretty good. Man, mocktails these days, though, there's some great ones. My wife made one for us
Yes,
for dinner
last night. Fantastic.
And it was unique. It had all its things in it, and there was vegetables in it and whatever, and it was freaking dope.
You
It
had
was
dinner
like,
together last night?
Yeah.
Oh.
He made me dinner.
I had more
What'd you
fun
guys have?
having 4 martinis last night. I had a 4 martini dinner last night.
Nice. Guy dinner, right on.
Yeah.
They brought an incredible salad. My wife made this like a Brussels salad kind of thing. That's I forget
Shaved
what's in it,
Brussels?
but yeah, that's amazing. I grilled chicken and a couple other things. It was really good.
And my wife was
So exciting, guys.
quite excited whenever your son went in and he came out for seconds, but it was just the salad.
Oh.
She's like,
So exciting, guys.
I
way to
know.
go, Al.
Yeah, look at
Guys, you get nuts over there. Would you have yacht rock on, too? Yeah, get crazy.
We had no music. But
no
we sat
music. We had a
outside.
quiet
Boy,
TV. They was playing the
sounds
Chiefs.
Awesome.
The teenagers joined us and talked about their homecoming evening, which was
Yep.
a delight.
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Are the kids wearing the long dresses again yet for homecoming?
No,
His son
my,
isn't.
my daughter and my son both wore very short dresses.
Dang it.
Boy, your kid asked for salad for seconds? Whoa, well, let's
Wild
explore this.
times. This is
Wild
great.
times.
I'm sorry, we all can't be drinking Shirley Temples with our kids.
I know.
I'm sorry. This is exciting, though.
Hopefully you know this if you're an established adult, but your thrifty college kid might not be aware of this. When you see a small amount of mold on your loaf of bread,
You just cut it off.
Is that what you do?
No, we throw the whole thing away.
But what's the right answer?
I always ask Tim, like, for instance, anything mold. Like, I had some moldy corn the other day. I go, hey, you down with this? And he goes, put that in the trash.
Oh, man.
So, no,
Well, let's say you open up the loaf of bread.
Right.
And just on the heel, just the end, there's
Right.
mold. Like, do you just take that off or do you throw the... I
How
have
hungry
the answer.
am I?
have the answer as to what is healthy.
Well,
I used to just tear the piece off or throw that one piece away. And then somebody told me once, and this was just like a couple days, maybe 10 years ago or so, somebody told me it was like, well, once there's a mold spore in the bag, it's throughout the whole thing.
That person was me that told you that.
it's
And you have
airborne.
to throw the whole thing. And so I've been throwing that crap away, and it's been
That
costing
person
me
was
cheese.
me. Scott Rizzuto told you that because...
It's been costing me cheese. I tell you that, because now if I see one little dot, I'm like, oh no, the whole thing is gone.
Because here's what food safety experts say. Bread mold is tricky. If you see some mold spots, many more are present. You just can't see them.
And you got to dump.
You got to dump the whole thing.
Yeah, you ruined it for me. I hadn't gotten sick before when I was doing it the old school way.
Cutting mold off slices and cooking with them or anything, it's not advisable.
It's just
Well-
like airborne, and the spores are just like they're everywhere.
It's over. The whole thing is garbage. Throw it away.
that's a bummer.
It is a bummer.
I've never.
If you see any signs of mold on bread, throw it away. Okay,
Now, what about cheese?
that's fine. So there are some cheeses you could eat
Oh,
if you just
sweet.
cut off the moldy part. But when it
Sweet.
comes to moldy bread, do not risk it. Cheese, okay.
Yeah, you're right. It was probably you that told me this 10 years ago.
That's why I like American cheese. It can't mold. It's just amazing.
Because it's so patriotic. I know.
This cheese don't mold. Everybody knows you're supposed to limit your junk food, and everybody doesn't really do that.
No.
But one of the ways that people get around it is blurring the definition of what junk food actually is.
This is healthy Snickers. I can eat this whole bag.
Yeah, as long as you say it's healthy, it is healthy.
Yes.
Yeah, Sun Chips healthy. Doritos not.
Exactly.
As long as you say it out loud, it's healthy.
These are my healthy snacks.
So I'm going to ask you. I'm going to give you a product or a category. You tell me if it's healthy or unhealthy. If it qualifies as healthy food or junk food. Oatmeal,
Healthy.
healthy or junk food?
Oh man, that's
Is
a
it the
tough
brown
one.
sugared
I'm gonna say
prepackaged?
junk.
My wife makes a big deal about like some oatmeal is good and some is really bad.
Yeah, because
Like
like the
steel cut?
sugar. Is this? Are you talking about the fancy ones or just the
Nah,
good
just
old
regular.
fashioned?
No, regular oatmeal. You
I'll
know,
say it's okay.
regular
Old
oatmeal's
fashioned?
okay.
I'll say
Okay,
healthy.
yeah.
It's healthy.
quite
96% say it's not junk food.
Okay.
Granola.
Healthy.
Healthy.
However, they
Healthy,
can start
but-
adding stuff.
You
like
start
the
adding
chocolate,
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becomes a candy.
It's
French fries.
Oh, unhealthy.
junk.
It's junk food.
Well, we'd have a lot of scurvy if it wasn't for
78% of
French
people say
fries.
it's junk food. 19% of people are like, nah, it's fine.
my
that's
vegetables.
That's legitimately like an argument for people. I've heard multiple people say, if it weren't for French fries, I'd probably have scurvy because that's the only way I'm getting a vegetable. That's the only way I'm getting my potatoes in.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm like, well, that's a great point, but maybe a red flag in another way.
Yeah.
Tortilla chips, junk food or not?
Total,
Junk food.
total junk food.
Which
Wow.
is a bummer because I always thought they were healthy for so
yeah,
long.
they're my favorite.
Baked potato.
So delicious.
Healthy.
Healthy.
Unhealthy. But the sour cream and the cheddar and the
Just
bacon.
by itself, it's fine.
Yeah, it's got
But
a
once you
little
start
face on
loading
it.
up, 96% of people are like, baked potato's good.
I like its little shoes and its little mustache.
Frozen yogurt.
Ooh, better for you than ice
Healthy.
cream.
Unhealthy.
That's very healthy. It's good for the gut.
Yeah, but,
70% say it is not junk food. Frozen yogurt.
but I mean, when you buy it at stores, or I mean at the stands and stuff, it's all sugar, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they add all that stuff in there. All right, what about here's one, jelly.
Jelly is the junk.
I say junk.
I say
all sugar.
most of them, unless you buy that French one, whatever her name is. It's always
With the red and white top.
because it's only got a few ingredients. It's got real sugar. But yeah, I'll say junk.
50-50. People like 50-50.
What's the difference between jelly jam and preserves?
Preserves is thicker.
And
Yeah.
yummy.
Well, I can't.
But like one has sugar.
The difference between jelly and jam is I can't jelly my foot up your butt.
But you can preserve it.
Okay, Dad.
Yes. Store this foot in your ass.
Oh, that's the most Uncle Grandpa joke I've ever heard.
And I worked with a fellow one day, and a lady passes, and he goes, "That must be jelly because jam don't shake." I was like, all right.
I don't think you can handle this, Jelly.
All right. We got time for some emails. RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com, or send your instant feedback through the 1057 The Point mobile app.
Emails brought to you by Claus Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Good morning, fellas, and Lern.
Good morning.
Morning.
This is your favorite Hoosier weirdo writing from Indiana, and I heard Rafe mention jokingly skydiving naked during the show on Monday. I had to write because I'm one of the few select who is a member of the Naked Skydiving Club. 10 years ago, my best friend and I were training for our skydiving license. We drove to the Festus Airport to do some solo training jumps, and it turns out that the winds were just too high. The instructor said we couldn't jump solo, but we could do a tandem jump. We replied that we would love to, but we couldn't afford it because it's much more expensive to do a tandem. Somehow the topic of naked skydiving came up, and we both joked that we would totally do it. They looked at us and said, "For real?" We said, "Of course we would." And they said if we did, they would let us do it naked
these women?
for free. These are women.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
Of course we had to say yes. We both proceeded to disrobe, get our harnesses on, and cover up with big T-shirts to walk onto the plane. Once inside, the T-shirts came off. We jumped butt naked, and it was the most freeing and liberating experience.
bet.
It was amazing. To this day.
What a move for these guys, by the way.
Yeah, to this day, people think I'm joking when I say I skydive naked, but as the photos show, oh, it's oh so true. Anyways, I love the show, and I remain a loyal podcast weirdo.
I want to know how the landing was, because sometimes you have to slide on the ground, right?
Yeah, you
Oh,
do. You have
yeah,
to slide
good
it on your back.
That could be a brutal.
That
There
would
she
be
is.
hard.
And there she is.
Oh, she has a picture of it?
Also, the harness is not comfortable. So you have it like around your legs and around your arms. And so, I mean, and then
She is naked skydiving. I see the picture.
I wonder,
She actually.
all I'm thinking about is how your face flaps when you free fall.
Right.
And then everything else is flapping.
But what a move, by the way, though, for the guys. Like, yeah, the girl's like, I can't afford this guy.
But we would do it naked. You would?
I think it's awesome.
You would? Well, come here, harness up.
Yep.
Yeah, let's do that. Well, we're not going to pay for it. Well, no, let's do it for
No,
free.
it's free.
How often you get to do it? Never. Do it.
How often do you, as a skydive instructor, you get to attach a
naked
naked
women.
chick?
Yeah, great point.
I think it's a win for everybody.
This was a win across the
It's a
board.
win across the board. Hey, if we got consenting adults, all good.
That's
I
great.
wonder how that felt. She never even mentioned, like, because she obviously has skydove before. How did that feel on everything
I know.
else?
That's what I'm trying to imagine right
Gotta
now.
be insane.
Looks like she's having a great time.
So does he.
That's great.
It was a hard landing, huh?
Next.
Good morning. Last week you talked about the poor boy named Loki Skywalker and his troubles getting a passport. As your only listener from Sweden, I'd like to weigh in on Rizz's comment that nobody thinks of old Vikings when they hear the name Loki. Well, over here in Sweden, the name Loki is not that uncommon. Roughly 6,000 people in Sweden have Loki as a given name, and 8 even have it as a surname. I would guess that most people over here hearing the name Loki would definitely think of the Norse god Loki rather than the awful Marvel character. Best regards, Toby, T-O-B-B-E. Toby?
Maybe before the Marvel Cinematic Universe, put the name Loki into the public. Right?
Yeah, I'm sure it got a boost.
Mm-hmm. It definitely did.
Sure it got a boost.
I never knew a Loki before.
Nor did I.
Well, we grew up in the land of Kevins. All right, this is Kevin and Michael land.
Which is a cool Norse god
Kevin, Michael,
as well.
Tony Scott is you're everywhere. Okay, so just because you've infested the entire area with your 5 or 6 names, doesn't mean that the world has followed along with Midwest and East Coast United States.
This was a story where the UK would not issue a passport to a unfortunate kid named Loki Skywalker.
Name was too good.
It's too stupid.
Too cool.
We don't want anybody knowing outside of the borders here that we name our kids dumb things. That's why we're not allowed you to leave. I think that's their reasoning. Next.
Hello, all. A few episodes ago, y'all were talking about hospital beds and what happens when people die.
Yes.
Well, we stripped the sheets. We put them in linen to get washed, moved the patient to a gurney to go down to the morgue, and we cleaned the room like the patient just got discharged. A lot of times a new patient will be in that same room on the same exact bed within hours after a previous patient has died.
Thank you.
We obviously don't disclose this with other patients and families, but it really is that simple. Sort of sad if you think about it. Awesome show. Listen every day.
I wonder if they keep track of how many people died on a certain bed.
Oh,
Like each one has a number on, like
Each
a
one
like
has
a
a
hash
number.
That's what I'm
mark
saying.
on
There's
it.
a little scratch mark at the bottom of each one.
Each,
No.
I wonder if each one, like, this is bed number, 412, 13 people have died in this bed.
Oh, you mean the actual bed, not the mattress? Because remember, there's like a little mattress thing. The bed, those are separate things.
Yeah, I would think maybe both they would keep track.
No way. It's happening too often.
Well, I know they're not throwing everything away. As long as they wipe everything down, right?
Yeah.
A couple Clorox wipes. It's fine.
I mean, where have we gone that people haven't died? We're
Yeah.
walking around a
That's what I'm saying.
graveyard
I
every
was
day
gonna
of
say-
our lives.
Death isn't contagious, but then again, I guess everyone kind of does eventually catch that. So I don't know. Maybe it is worth.
They
cleaning.
change the sheets. That's it. Normal day. Moving on.
I hope they bleach them.
I'm sure.
They said they throw them in with the linens, like with everything else.
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
white there, though. I'm sure they bleach everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right, everything's white at the hospital as far as linens go. They bleach everything. They bleach the hell out. Even when you walk into a, have you ever like sniffed
A hospital
a
bed?
hospital sheet?
After
No.
they've used it.
You going around sniffing hospital
You're the
beds
weirdest-
again? What did I tell you about
What
that?
the- Thought
Crawl
was
under
that?
cars, sniff feet.
I go to like barns like
put-
every other day.
He
Just
put
go-
both
smell
hands
the
up to
bed.
his face like
I
he's
smell. I
done
just
this
don't
before.
smell everything.
Dude.
What's wrong
I
with you?
smell the wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Next.
Good morning, you pieces of crap.
Good morning.
My wife and I are honeymooning in Europe, currently eating our way through Italy, and yes, Rizz, it's
Man.
the jam.
That's awesome.
That's the dream.
While walking the various cities along our trip and exploring the sites, there have been a lot of hecklers trying to sell us random BS or asking for money for various reasons. Most of them posted up at popular landmarks, eyeing everybody down. I guess they must think a young couple like us is as easy a target because we have been continually stopped and queried. After a while, it made me think of Rizz when he was approached and questioned at a gas station on the adult diaper situation and how to attempt to politely decline these situations. Very few of them have stopped following us after a simple no and a cold shoulder. I began to lose my patience. However, I found an effective method thus far. A man complimented my shoes to get my attention, to which I said thank you and kept walking. He then started to follow and interrogate my no. So my no did not work, and I simply exclaimed, "I have diarrhea!"
Yeah.
Dude stopped
Now
dead in
you're
his
rid of him.
tracks, was finally at a loss for words. When people get to pressing us, it worked like a charm. It's worked like a charm since. Any thoughts on other strategies?
No, it's great because nobody know that's contagious.
Yeah.
Diarrhea. Nobody wants that.
No.
That's neat. So that's one of those words that works everywhere, huh?
It's universal.
Thanks for a great show. I'm gonna stick to acting like I'm gonna crap myself. Charles.
That
That's
works.
smart, man.
That's very smart.
That's great.
Just say
very
you got
sharp.
diarrhea, everybody leaves you alone.
Very sharp.
That's why I tell you guys that every day, so nobody bothers me.
One more.
Lern, thank you so much for shedding light on your experience with creeps in cars. I thought I was alone in this and that I was crazy. The amount of times there have been men that will speed up to maintain my speed on 44 to keep looking at me like you're hitting on me. Am I supposed to shout my phone number to you through the window? Are you telling me that my tires are bald? What is the end goal here?
Right.
I've also had countless work trucks full of men in neon shirts make the exact gesture at me. And as you were talking about it on the show this morning, the tongue thing, I'm scared and I'm also flattered. Please tell me there are more women out there that have experienced this. Ha ha.
What,
Yeah.
dudes just like licking their lips looking at you?
This happened in the parking lot like months ago where it was an odd thing. This guy had looked like he was looking for something around his car. And I was like, hey, are you okay? And he's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, cool. Got in my car to leave. Look over. He'd gotten in his car. And then he did that da-da-da thing to me.
Oh, with his fingers?
What?
Yeah.
Like the lady?
Made his fingers into a V and went blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like the lady from Kingpin?
Age,
Right.
What age is this person, do you think?
He looked to be my age. I mean, I don't know, 30s. I've also had as you're driving, like that, that hand motion. Yeah, it's just, what else are you wanting from me? We're driving. Like, yeah, am I going to pull over? Oh, this will get me.
Yeah. And this is
You know what? I had no idea how good looking I was today. Allow me to pull over.
Well, next time somebody does that to you, just open the window, pull over.
Get my knife out, stab it in their
No,
tire.
then you just
No,
keep going.
you keep
just
going.
driving. Just
Oh, of
pull
course,
over.
yeah. I'll put my knife away.
I'm
yeah.
so turned on. Pull over.
Oh,
I
man,
just
it's
wanna
so
know.
weird.
This time.
I want to know the success rate of that.
I know.
0%.
Has anybody ever taken them up on the flying V?
Yeah, it's
You
like
know?
the guy that flashes the ladies at the park. Like, when has that been successful?
Exactly.
You didn't look at that guy and go, he must be good at that.
You know what? I am so aroused.
They got to be
He
seeing.
must be great at that. I need to get his number. Sorry, Tim.
They got to be seeing some video or reading some penthouse forum letter where this stuff works, right?
I think that's just
No.
their
I
hormones
think
are
it's just
raging, and they just are idiots.
It's the
Like they don't even have.
Actually,
any
this
goal.
might be.
It's
the-
like caveman brain. I think
it's
comes
no
out.
self-control. It's
I just looked it up online and it said this is that when you do the V with the tongue through it, it's actually a symbol to get your phone, take your phone down.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
stop texting
Yeah.
and driving?
Put your phone down. Oh.
Yeah, MoDOT sponsors it.
That's why they're doing that.
Do the
It's
put
a
your phone
safety-
down
it's a
symbol.
safety thing.
no, it's a lack of self. It's some guys have no self. Look, the guy was crawling out of cars, looking at women's feet.
I know.
No self-control.
Well, and are there women out there, and maybe there are, I would love to know if you exist, that do these hand gestures to the men first? Like, are there horny women on the highways, and they are signaling to people, and has it worked?
All the time, I get it.
Really?
All,
Oh
like,
yeah,
every
Rizz,
day.
Rizz is just a magnet.
It's
for this.
amazing.
They look. They pull
That's
up next
the
to my-
middle finger they're putting.
Oh, okay. That was like.
But don't you know what that means?
Yeah, you have to go up my.
I mean, we take it a certain way. At least our egos.
All right,
do.
some news after the break. It is 9:08. It is Monday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have severe delays 70 eastbound between Veterans Memorial Parkway and Zumbel. Also, a crash 270 northbound at 55. And it looks like downtown there are 3 lanes now blocked due to a police incident 64 eastbound just after Grescio. Your point forecast, partly cloudy, warm and muggy, high of 80. Right now it's 67 at the Point Studio.
Backstage at Point Fest, and this is, I gotta say, of all of the interviews that I've done, as far as the placement in conjunction with the show, this one is a little different because there's not going to be a show here tonight, but we've got Highly Suspect here to join us. So, gentlemen, hello, and I'm going to make this probably pretty awkward for all of us.
Happy to be here. Grateful to be here.
Well, it's absolutely wonderful to see you guys again, and it has been a spell since we have heard new Highly Suspect music. All right, so I want to know when there's something new work. I mean, what do you got? There's got to be something going on. You got to have a single. You got to have a record.
June
There's gotta be something.
22nd. You heard it fucking here first, right here on the point.
Ooh.
June 22nd.
I like
It's Basement Systems, the all things basement-y experts. Go to moonloveswoods.com. You got nothing to lose. Go there and just see the deal that you can get on helping any sort of scenario in your home with basement waterproofing, foundation repair, mold prevention, egress windows. Maybe you got some cracks in the basement walls. But they do obviously all the basement stuff. They're all things basement-y experts. But Woods Basement Systems does so much more. And you can see on the website or give them a call and see what else they can do on your home, because it is your biggest investment, your home. You want to make sure it's taken care of, especially with the preventative maintenance. Don't wait any longer. The problems that you know that are in your head, right, as you're listening to me right now, you've got all of them visualized in your head right now. Any trouble with your home. Prevent further damage. Those problems don't get better with time. They get better with Woods, because the problem's going to be fixed forever. My situation was fixed forever. A settling front porch, big old slab of concrete was sinking into the yard. It was horrible. I had horrible curb appeal, and it was dangerous. It was a safety hazard. Woods Basement System fixed it for me, and fixed it for good. It wasn't some temporary concrete leveling. They actually concrete leveled and installed piers, and they can do that for your driveway. They can lift your driveway. They've lifted a highway slab. They can do it all. Check out Woods Basement Systems today. All things basement-y experts. Go to moonloveswoods.com. That's moonloveswoods.com.
It's Donnie Fandango for 105.7 The Point, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be joined by Dan Auerbach, the frontman of the Black Keys. And Dan, we got a lot of stuff to talk about with a single and a new record coming, but I wanted to bring up a couple of things first that you have done in the last year that I just loved. And two of the things specifically, the covers record that the Black Keys did, I just adored because it introduced me to a bunch of songs that I didn't know, and I loved that. And then also, too, I know you produced the Robert Finley record, and I loved that one, too. I didn't know anything about that man until, I saw that you had worked with him. So I just kind of wanted to start things off by saying, man, I really appreciated both of those projects that you were obviously very deeply involved in.
Oh, man, thank you so much. That's great to hear. I mean, Robert Finley's the real deal. He's a Louisiana soul and blues singer, and he's touring. He's going to be touring all year. It's really exciting for him.
I will absolutely see that man. I mean, it was like, because as I'm listening to that record, I'm thinking to myself, why did I not know of this man before? Why do I have to live under a rock? You know what I mean? Like, it was that kind of, why haven't I been able to be a fan of this guy sooner?
Oh, man, he is just like next level. You know, he just like shines on the stage. It's crazy.
Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Well, let's get back to Black Keys stuff. And we just got the brand new song from you guys, Wild Child, all right? And I love it. Now, listen, I've always thought that there was a really awesome groove in all of the Black Keys songs for the most part. But this one, I would even consider it funky, as a matter of fact. Would you yourself, the creator of that song, call it funky, sir?
I would definitely call it funky.
Yeah.
Or maybe funky with an O, funky.
Oh, that's even another level. But I do, man, like, there is just a little bit of that sort of infusion in there that really, I think, differentiates it. And what was this, like, the first song that was recorded? Was this one of the last ones that was written? How did this come about, you know, when it comes to the rest of the album?
You know, I think the record is pretty varied. There's songs on there that are like the first take, just like super raw. Improvisation, like we just left all the mistakes in there. But Wild Child, we probably took the longest to construct. You know, we had a different chorus, and we ended up going back and changing it. But you know, but at the foundation of the song is just definitely just Pat and I in a room together, improvising, coming up with songs, just like kind of making it up off the top of our heads. But you know, it's funny that you say that. I think this is the first Black Keys song that has wah wah pedal on it.
Oh, wow. See, and I don't have the trained musical ear to pick that out, but that would make sense.
Absolutely. That's so funny that you said that. It's crazy.
Yeah. Because I'm listening to it and I'm thinking to myself, like the first time I heard it, I was like, I'm moving my butt cheeks in a way that, you know, man, it's pretty great. You know, I'm dancing in my chair. I like that I made you laugh, Dan. I really do. So, you know, one of the things that I read too about you and Patrick being back into the studio, the album also too, and I can't forget, is going to be called Dropout Boogie. It'll be out on May the 13th. But I was really interested to see, I'm always fascinated with how bands write their stuff. And you know, what I had read was that, and it kind of, you just said it, is that you and Patrick, you go into the studio, you just kind of, for lack of a better term, you kind of riff off each other and you come up with these songs. You don't go into the studio with anything kind of already etched out. Is that correct?
For the most part, yeah. I just think it's a really important part of who we are, is that improvising, because it's like a natural take, like straight from the gut, you know? And it's like, it just highlights the natural connection that we've always had. It's the reason that we've been playing the music for so long, 20 plus years. I mean, we started playing when we were 16 and 17, and we kept it up because it was so much fun. It's just always been fun. It's easy, you know? Like sometimes it's real work making music with certain people, you know what I mean? But yeah, if you're lucky, like Pat and I were, you could find someone where it's just like instantaneous. You don't even really have to speak or think about it, you know?
That's really amazing. And I think that speaks to the kind of the magic of that musical collaboration. You know, you didn't know that. And again, and I know I saw it in the press release for the single, but like, what are the chances that these two kids from Akron, Ohio, that are going to live a block and a half from each other or grow up a block and a half from each other are going to have this kind of, you know, this kind of synergy or whatever you want to call it? It's really pretty amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you're basically talking to a lottery winner. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me, you know? The odds are so stacked against it being possible.
Do you think, like, you guys having such a good handle on that, like saying things like that it's a lottery, that maybe that's why you guys, like, I've interviewed you a couple of times, I've interviewed Patrick a couple of times, and there is no ego, you guys, like, there is none. Like, I feel like you kind of get it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be guys at all that are going
to... Listen up. Hoffman Brothers, they are a grown company, and they want you on their winning team. Now, they fix everything from leaky faucets to full system installs. They offer top pay in the industry, plus a sign-on bonus opportunity. That's right, a sign-on bonus. But wait, there's more. At Hoppin Brothers, they're talking 3 weeks paid time off, an 8% 401k match, a company van with gas, phone, iPad, all on them. They even provide tools and training. Now, this is a year-round, family-friendly job with a fantastic company culture plus bonus programs to keep your wallet happy. And you want to know why Hoppin Brothers is the place to be? Because their team is dedicated to excellence. They're always striving to provide the best possible service to the customers. They believe in treating everyone with respect, and they're committed to creating a positive work environment for all the employees. Join Hoffman Brothers and be part of something special. So if you're a licensed plumber who's looking for a challenging and rewarding career, then Hoffman Brothers is the place for you to work. What are you waiting for? Apply today at HoffmanBros.com, HOFFMANN Bros.com. Hoffman Brothers is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer. All right, we got a couple minutes left. Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
So have you ever heard of sleep maxing yet?
No.
This is a new hip thing. Everybody's talking about it on your TikToks. And Gen Z is all about sleep maxing. Now, sleep maxing is a general term for when you obsess over getting the perfect night's sleep.
This is us.
It usually involves sleep tracking apps and at least one over-the-top hack.
So just going all out.
Like mouth taping.
Oh.
Now, that's when you cover your mouth to force yourself to breathe through your nose all night. Sleepy Girl mocktails also got big this year. Fans of them claim you'll get the best night of sleep if you mix cherry juice and seltzer water and add some magnesium powder.
Oh, yeah, dude. Tart cherry juice is the best. Been drinking that to help myself sleep, and it does help.
I didn't know that.
So sleep maxing, that's this new thing. Now,
Magnesium,
a lot of sleep experts are not sure this whole thing is actually a good trend or not. Prioritizing your sleep is great, but obsessing over it might not be. Huh. Why do we have to take everything to like this next, like?
Because, man, like all of our
this next like dumb, like it's gotta be over the top.
It's wellness fad.
Well, it's because all of our needs are like met. We're not hunting for food. We're not surviving every moment. You know what I mean? Like all the things that our biology is like it's supposed to be tuned to. We don't have that. So we got to figure out. We got to find something.
Just go to sleep and get 8 hours. But that should be the end.
You know what I'm saying? Though we got to obsess about something. People that like don't have the other things, or we'll say survival things, to obsess over. Like it's human nature. We got to do something. We got to focus. We have to hyper focus on things.
And I think it's very healthy to actually do this with sleep, because you're going to lay in bed like, man, why am I not falling asleep? I got to fall asleep, and all you're going to do is start thinking, and then you will never fall asleep. It's a really good idea.
Experts are like, hey, from what they've seen, sleep maxing tends to backfire. It leads to stress and anxiety that makes your sleep worse. You idiots.
I don't know. I have a little ritual. I mean, I do prioritize sleep over everything now. I really do, because you have to get your body to restore. So I'm doing the magnesium and the tart juice and the sleep CBD oil and all the stuff. I used to have the bath. I would do that as well. I mean, whatever is going to get me to sleep.
Are you obsessing over it and it's making it worse?
No, I'm sleeping like a queen.
Because there's even a term for that called. It's called orthosomnia, for when you become too focused on sleep tracker data. Like, do you have a sleep tracker?
No.
Like, I've been waking up 4 times a night.
I know how much I'm in bed for 7 hours.
Orthosomnia, for when you become too focused on sleep tracker data. Studies have found that data is not always as accurate or reliable as people think. So instead of sleep maxing and obsessing, just relax.
Yeah, that's
relax.
good. Just tell people.
Stick to a better bed, like a regular bedtime, and get your 7 to 9 hours a night.
Yeah,
and you're good.
You have a ritual? What do you do? You're up at 2:30 every damn day. You have to have one.
You know what I do?
What?
I go to bed, and I pass out because I'm so freaking tired.
Then you're lucky.
Now, I wake up 30 times a night, which is not great.
That's problematic. Why
Very
is that?
problematic.
You're peeing? What's going on?
Who knows?
What do you
I'm
mean?
such a
You're
light
peeing.
sleeper.
Are your dogs in the room?
One dog runs in, and then the other, followed by the other one.
They're ruining it. My dog's ruining it, and I'm willing to admit that now. The dog has ruined my sleep.
Sleep was ruined before the dogs.
So have you tried magnesium then?
Yes, and then it gives him diarrhea.
It does. It'll stop you up.
Well, that's a good thing.
What?
Because if you're in Italy, someone's trying to bother you, you can claim you have diarrhea. You're not lying.
Have we reached peak laziness yet? Because
Yeah.
now you could grab your generic costume from Spirit Halloween without even getting off your couch. Uber announced they're partnering with Spirit Halloween, so you'll be able to pay an Uber each driver to grab your costume this year.
Cool. We got drive-thrus in the dispensaries. Dude, this is just one more thing. This is one more convenience that we want.
The press release says it's Uber's newest step in their quest to help us, quote, get anything delivered on demand. And they own Postmates too now, so you can order through Postmates, Uber Eats, or the Uber app. Spirit Halloween recently announced they've added more locations this year, 1,525 of them across the U.S. and Canada.
That's great.
Yeah.
All it is they're just competing with Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yep.
what I mean?
And with Big Lots closing next year, they're going to add probably 600-700 new locations.
That's right.
Yeah.
Will wallets even be a thing in 20 years? You could already pay stuff with your phone, and now this, a new poll found your wallet might be your car. So half Americans like the idea of their vehicle being a digital wallet. That means it's connected to the internet and can pay for stuff,
Like gas and stuff?
just like your phone.
Oh, dude, that's great. That's great. That's great. My kids went to homecoming, and my son's only 14. They went out to eat afterwards, and all I thought was, well, how did you pay?
Yeah.
He's like, my card's on my Apple Pay. I just Apple Paid, and I was like, oh yeah, forgot about that. So, dude, there's no reason that my son would ever even think about needing a wallet.
What
ever.
about an ID?
So 54% say if their car had that feature, they'd use it to pay for things like tolls and parking meters and gas, maybe even food at drive-thrus. Like,
Oh, man. Can you imagine Magic Market for tolls? That's like such a pain in the ass whenever you drive up to Chicago or whatever, and you got to pay those tolls because we don't have to deal with it here, so we don't have the passes.
like Easy Pass. In New York, they have they call the Easy Pass.
Yeah. But you got to figure out, like, oh, what toll did I go through? Number 16. Okay, I got to remember that to pay it online.
Or they send you the bill.
Right.
Yeah, the poll was done by a company that's working on smart solutions in cars, and most new cars can already connect to the internet, so it's not really a far-fetched thing.
Yeah, I can see it working. Man, I don't know, man. I tried to scale back everything just to my license and my credit card, and I loved it. It was like flat pocket because I can't put anything in the back anyway, so I would always just have it in the front. I went back down to that. The only problem is anything I would have in there, like keys, rubbed my credit cards to death within like a few months. So that's the only reason I got one of these stupid, what do you call these metal ones? Like, it's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
I like to say that I
stop
don't have a
from the-
wallet, but it's just this is a wallet.
I have the same thing.
Supposedly secure.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I don't know if it's secure or not, but
I just did it so
We're
my
getting our
stuff
wallets
wouldn't-
out. Here, let me get mine.
I just did one so the things wouldn't die as fast.
Well, also, I like it makes you have a certain amount in there before it's full.
Right, but I do
Mine's
not
totally
like
80s.
it. I don't like having anything.
Oh, I got everything in here. I got a fortune teller. I got my business cards. I got 5,000 different credit cards.
Oh, you're like George Costanza. Remember George Costanza's wallet? Yeah. They finally gave way, put one little receipt in there.
I hate it. I honestly, and you know why I really don't like having cash on me? Because I know for some reason my mind does this dumb thing where I feel like it's like free. Like if I shouldn't be having fast food, which I shouldn't be having, right? And I know that if I use credit, like I typically buy everything with, I'm gonna like see it and be like, oh, well, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have paid for. I spent money on this. I shouldn't be doing this. But for some reason, when I have cash, I'm like,
Willy-nilly.
this is meaningless. I get a free meal. It's like somebody handed me a coupon or something.
It's like none of that's coming out of my account. This is awesome.
You're right.
I don't know when my mind did this dumb transition.
Yeah, that's long ago. It's because it's already out of my account. So
yeah, like it doesn't exist.
count.
This is a coupon.
I've already accounted for this money.
That's right.
Yeah, a United States coupon. This is so cute. I'll go get Smoothie King again.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back with a quick sports report. If you missed it, at the top of the show, Fast Lane RizzShow Pick'em Challenge. We'll real quick go over that. It's 9:27. It is Monday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 3 lanes blocked due to a police incident 64 eastbound just after Rizzuto. Still delays 70 eastbound between 370 and Cave Springs Road. Average speed down to about 10 miles an hour. Your point forecast partly cloudy, warm, and muggy. High of 80. Right now it's 69 at the Point Studio.
Wake up! Cause when you gotta go on a table, and then you gotta go on a table, and then you gotta sit on a table, and then you trust in my sip and slide. Those System of the Downs, chop suey.
Hire a professional pest control service because you want to protect your family, you want to protect your property. Amco Ranger, protect your family and protect your property, protecting what matters since 1965. Amco Ranger, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. They are not satisfied until you're satisfied. And the customers, including myself, get real expert-level results year-round. Termite protection, mosquito and tick control, locally owned, same family for almost 60 years now. A lot of these other competitors in the pest control business are new to the industry. They're owned by some big conglomerate or investment firm, just looking for higher returns. With Amco Ranger, never any gimmicks or high-pressure sales tactics. You'll never see Amco Ranger riding around on a hoverboard, bothering people, usually during dinner, with some weird sales pitch and a lie about having a contract with your neighbors. Amco Ranger, locally owned, the best in the business. Give them a call, 636-441-BUGS. That's 636-441-BUGS, online at amcoranger.com, protecting what matters since 1965.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I got to tell you.
Say it again, but slower.
Backstage at Point Fest
At Point
with my
Fest.
dude, grandson.
Woo! How long has it been since the last Point Fest?
Oh, 2 years almost, probably.
We are backstage
and doing it
at Point Fest, and we're doing it.
And it's beautiful.
Come rain or come shine.
All right, here, I got a first question to ask of you.
What's up?
Hold on, wait.
All right.
Whoa!
I'm here for an interview with grandson. I have an interview with grandson today.
I thought that I got this one. I thought this was my interview with grandson because I thought that you had gotten to interview him before, and I had never gotten the chance to interview him.
My grandson.
You guys had 2 years to figure this out.
We sure did, yeah, and we didn't.
It's as if you have a grandson tattoo.
Oh, can we get that? Can we get that zoomed? Look at that. Now that's commitment to the craft.
It is.
Requesting at your local radio station. Okay, you guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So my question, when are you getting your grandson tattooed?
I don't have any tattoos at all,
I
man.
see.
So
We'll have to change that.
So that's not even like
a lot of tattoos running around backstage at a rock show.
Okay, so that's how it happened. Lux and I had a conversation to where we said, okay, who is going to get to interview grandson this time? And I won this time.
She's won a couple in the past.
Yeah, man.
There's enough of me to go around.
But you're one of those guys that we cannot wait to see you, man.
Thank you, man.
That is one of the highest compliments that we can give you. I am 45 years old. I'm a huge fan of grandson. You call your fans grandkids. What do I call myself? Because I feel like I'm too old to call myself a grandkid.
No, the grandkid knows no age, knows no boundary, gender, ethnicity, love interest. Does not matter. Whoever you are, if you appreciate real music and you feel like you resonate with the truth that I tell and the way I tell it, there's more room for you.
Man, I tell you, and you were one of the first times that I ever heard you. I said, I don't know who this guy is, but I like it and I want more of it. And it's like everything that you're on, you make it better. The track with K-Flay and Ex-Ambassadors, that's a killer song anyway. Don't get me wrong, but that is such an amazing song with each of your different kind of features in there. There's a million things to talk to you about, but I always want to talk about K-Flay whenever I have somebody else that can have the mutual appreciation of her. I love her as a person and as an artist, and she just seems to be the kind of artist that people just want to work with because of the kind of human that she is.
There's two kinds of artists, I think, out there. There's the artists that seem larger than life in how they dress and how they conduct themselves. When you meet them, it just feels like you're meeting some mythological being. And then there's the artist who just feels like they could be like your best friend. Yeah. There's the artist who comes down and just feels like a peer. That was something I felt like when I met her, like I already knew her, because what you see is what you get. She's honest, she's inquisitive, she's curious, and reflects in her music. So I'm a big fan, and throughout the pandemic, we've become good friends and made a lot of great music together.
Yeah, the name of your full-length record that you released in December was called Death of an Optimist.
Death of an Optimist, that's right.
And I find myself every day as somebody that is an optimist. I'm a glass half full guy.
That's good.
But holy smokes, every day it seems like there is another kind of challenge of that sort of thing. And this is an honest question. How do you legitimately keep your head above water when, man, you could wake up in a great mood and then you see the news and there's some other backwards ass something or the other happening? I almost fell. And we still have to keep pushing on. How do you handle that?
Yeah, I think that's a great question, and to be candid with you guys, like, I don't all the time, and I've in the past leaned on getting high. I've leaned on all kinds of vices to avoid confronting that reality that, I don't know sometimes. But I think the conclusion that I drew in making this album about optimism, about hope, is that I think bravery and I think courage comes moving in spite of that doubt, in spite of that cynicism that creeps in once in a while, not the absence of it. I think hypothetically, whether you're a kid about to go off to college or you're in a relationship that you need to get out of, you're in some sort of holding pattern that you have to break. I think one way or another, waiting for the perfect moment, you'll spend your whole life waiting on other people's time. You'll spend your whole life waiting for the right opportunity. And I think that if I've learned anything being a musician, being an artist, through my work in activism, you are the perfect person for the job. You have the perfect time, which is right now. And in spite of the things that you're facing, you have to try. You have to kick your feet. You have to keep treading water. And I think that was a thing that it took me a long time to hear, and then an even longer time to believe. But that's what this album was all about.
Man, it's no wonder to me why you have such a rabid fan base. You are just the genuine goods. And I told you this before off camera, but I want to tell it again because everybody knows I like to tell stories about my kids. That's just what I do. I have a 21-year-old son, and I came home the other day from work, and grandson is blaring in my basement as he is getting ready for work. And I'm telling you, man, now listen, and I'm one of those dads that'll cry at
You feel good, you're more confident, it's good for your mental health. Well, it's their mission at Parkhurst Plastic Surgery to provide the highest level of care to help you achieve your cosmetic goals with natural-looking results. Their focus is to build your confidence by helping you look great, the most natural-looking results possible. They want you to look and feel like you at your best. Now, the team, they're amazing over there. Dr. McGuire, Dr. Kaplan, patients from all over the world travel here to Creve Coeur, right on New Balance, to see the two doctors over there. They've treated patients from all over the world. Both have helped lead vital clinical research that led to major changes in their industry. If you're looking for the mommy makeover, if you're looking for laser hair removal, if you're looking to get rid of fat in hard-to-target areas, guys, if you're looking, to get your man boobs reduced, they do that too. Facelifts, tummy tucks, your traditional liposuctions, they do it all. It's Park Crest Plastic Surgery, online at parkcrestplasticsurgery.com.
It's 105.7 The Point. Donnie Fandango backstage, way back Point Fest Goldfinger, and we got everybody. How you guys?
All right, Moon, real quick, do you want to go over these Fast Lane RizzShow results?
Do I want to? No.
No need.
Will I? I will.
You must. You must.
All right. Well, Anthony Stalter led off both teams. He had 10. He's the only one in double digits.
10 wins for Anthony Stalter.
Yeah, there's two games tonight.
Yeah, keep in mind 2 games tonight still.
And then Brandon, Kylie, BK followed him up with 8. And then Marsh with also 8. Kerry Davis with 7. And Jamie Rivers bringing up their rear with 6. Now, I led our team with 9 this week. Rafe was right behind me with 8. Scott and Lern, I'm sorry, Rizz and Lern, they both tied for 7, and Scott came in with a measly 4, and I am so sorry.
Possibly the worst performance of any competitor in this competition.
I just wanted to see what it felt like to be at the bottom.
To be like me every week.
Yeah,
Here it is.
It's neat.
did it.
And I get
You
it
did
now.
it, pal.
You
Last time
really-
I'll ever do that. And I'll
Really
be
did
first
it,
from
man.
here on. But this is neat to be like a regular person.
Well, I'm
See what
sorry to
it's
say that even with the 2 games tonight, you can't come back. You lost.
Would you rather take your shot today or tomorrow?
Let's just do it today.
Wow.
I got my good shooting britches on. Might as well.
Because there's, I mean,
They have the target
Oh,
on
he
them.
knew it.
it doesn't matter what happens tonight.
Last night at dinner, we were watching the Chiefs game, and he stood there and he goes, I think I have 2 wins so far.
Yeah.
I'm
And
getting
my
it."
wife was mad at me at first because I got...
He knew it.
It like hit my soul in a dark place, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, how could I have done this
Well,
to
I'll give you
myself?
a choice. You want to do it right now or you wait till tomorrow?
Yeah, I say we do it now.
Okay.
Now.
Well,
Well,
I just want
Scott
pain
is
out
the
of way.
official dunce of the week, by the way. So
I've noted it.
congratulations.
This hat is very comfortable, surprisingly.
The dunce of the week goes to the worst performer for both teams. Last week was who, Lern?
It was me.
Last week was...
I was the dunce. It was me. Yes.
Was he or was it Rafe last week?
No, it was me because Rafe was the week before.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Man, nice.
Hate
No
that.
way in on my... What is going on? He almost hit middle again. This is too...
Like
gotta change that.
right up your bum?
Oh. Why are you going for the softest spot on the
You got to change that. It's sorry. I was going for something else, and I hit exactly where I am.
I'm glad he didn't hit the other thing he's going for.
All right, real quick, we got sports. All right, Moon, we have about a minute and a half.
Oh, great. Sports brought to you by 19 Crimes Snoop Dogg Smooth, a silky red blend wine to kick back, relax, and enjoy. President of Baseball Operations, John Mozeliak, and manager Oliver Marmol will return for the 2025 season. In their roles, the Cardinals told the Post-Dispatch that adjustments are planned within the front office and organization to include investment in player development, technology, expanding staff, and increased influence for executive
Yes, because that's going
Bloom.
to keep the fans in the stands.
Yes, among other
New
moves.
technology,
They're
yes.
changing nothing. So it's...
Oh, they're changing the quote-unquote culture.
Yeah. Mozeliak said on the phone interview on Sunday with the Post that, quote, changes are coming.
Well, from what I hear,
What an
there's
announcement
there's
after they're saying no
There's press
changes.
conference at 2 o'clock today with the team, so I don't know what's going to be announced, but
Yeah.
there's some speculations that, Goldschmidt's going to be gone?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so here's-
the word on the street.
Yeah, here's what I'm reading. Well, first of all, Twitter is a buzz with a lot of people blaming the Arenado Goldschmidt era. Saying,
0 playoff wins.
Yeah, blaming everybody else, but then it's starting to kind of turn the tide and saying that they're a part of it as well. Now, I think Arenado has a lot to give still, but
Yeah.
it looks like Goldschmidt's just fallen flat. I mean, he was gone for like 3 months, and
I like that guy, but
the word is that he's not happy and he will not be with the team.
yeah, I think
next
it's
year.
a benefit for the Cardinals to switch it up a little bit because obviously it has not worked.
Well, yes.
And
Gotta do something.
but I am sad they're switching Coca-Cola to Pepsi in their fountains.
St. Louis
Big
City.
switch up there.
That's
yeah.
huge.
St. Louis City SC earned their second straight win, beating Sporting Kansas City at City Park on Saturday night. Toy Shirt opened the scoring in the 33rd minute, which marked his 5th goal of the season. St. Louis led 1-0 at the half and then added another goal in the 54th. They ended up winning 3-1 over KC.
But they're eliminated from playoffs.
But they got eliminated in the same weekend. So now, what a crap season. What a crap season. It's nice to have 2 wins under our belt here in the last couple of weeks. But we're not even into the playoff weeks. We've already been eliminated as well as Kansas City and San Jose in the West.
But the good news is Blues hockey begins a week from tomorrow.
That's right.
That is right.
It is upon us. Check out this week's Soccer 101 podcast. We will kind of wrap up the season a little bit with this, and we still have a couple matches to talk about. There's a lot to talk about and what they may be doing in their offseason as well as the playoffs start to ramp up here in the next month in the MLS. I'm Moon, and that's your sports because, doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Thank you.
All right, so here we are, way back Point Fest, the first interview of the day. It's Real Big Fish, everybody. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you. Great to see you.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey.
Thank you. No, don't stop. No, more, please. More.
It's really great to have you guys back. We have, over the years, done so many different things, so many shows. I did legitimately the worst stage intro I've ever done in my life at a Real Big Fish show at Mississippi Nights through no fault of your own. I came up on stage 2.
City fans, it's time to crown the champs and win big with Crown Royal at Hot Shots. That's right, from, the beginning of this month all the way through the 31st of December, head down to any participating Hot Shots location for $6 Crown Royal drinks all season long. Enjoy classics like Big Chief Tea, Cranberry Apple, and the local favorite KC Crown. But wait, there's more. While you sip on your favorite Crown Royal concoction and cheer on the Chiefs, scan the QR code at Hot Shots to enter the Crown the Champ sweepstakes. You could win an unforgettable football game experience. The grand prize, 2 tickets to see the Texans take on the Chiefs on December 21st at Arrowhead Stadium. But that's not all. One lucky winner will also score access to the pregame tailgate party, plus a $350 cash prize to fuel your game day fun. Don't miss the chance to crown the champs and win big with Crown Royal at Hot Shots. Head down to any location, grab a delicious Crown Royal drink, scan the QR code to enter, and get ready to cheer the Chiefs to victory. For official rules and more info, visit hotshotsnet.com.
Yes, have some. You go.
Hey guys, it's commercial break. Make sure to like,
Subscribe, and share. It's the best way to show your love for the Rizzuto Show.
so cheesy.
All right.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I got to tell you.
Say it again, but slower.
Backstage at Point Fest
At Point
with my
Fest.
dude, grandson.
Woo! How long has it been since the last Point Fest?
Oh, 2 years almost, probably. A
We
year
are
and a half, for sure.
backstage
and doing it.
at Point Fest, and we're doing it.
And
We're
it's
doing
beautiful.
It. Come rain or come shine.
All right, here, I got a first question to ask of you.
What's up?
All right.
Whoa!
I'm here for an interview with grandson. I have an interview with grandson today.
I thought that I got this one. I thought this was my interview with grandson because I thought that you had gotten to interview him before, and I had never gotten a chance to interview him.
My grandson.
You guys had 2 years to figure this out.
We sure
still have
did,
that?
yeah, and we didn't.
It's as if you have a grandson tattoo.
Oh, can we get that? Can we get that zoom? Look at that. Now that's commitment to the craft.
It is.
Requesting at your local radio station. Okay, you guys.
Thanks.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
So my question: when are you getting your grandson tattooed?
I
That's
don't
the
have any
question.
tattoos at all,
I
man.
see.
So
We'll
that-
have to change that.
So that's not even like
a lot of tattoos running around backstage at a rock show.
Okay, so that's how it happened. Lux and I had a conversation to where we said, okay, who is going to get to interview grandson this time? And I won this time.
She's won a couple in the past.
Yeah, man.
There's enough for me to go around.
But you're one of those guys that we cannot wait to see you, man.
Thank
like
you,
that
man.
that is one of the highest compliments that we can give you. I am 45 years old. I'm a huge fan of grandson. You call your fans grandkids. What do I call myself? Because I feel like I'm too old to call myself a grandkid.
No, the grandkid knows no age, knows no boundary, gender, ethnicity, love interest. Does not matter. Whoever you are, if you appreciate real music and you feel like you resonate with the truth that I tell and the way I tell it, there's more room for you.
Man, I tell you, and you were one of the first times that I ever heard you. I said, I don't know who this guy is.
And rain over the weekend has everything doing up on the roof. Shingles all in place, so you have no idea. You're just assuming that your head's dry, so everything's all right up there. Well, water could be getting underneath shingles, getting behind walls. That little problem now can become a big problem down the road, big costly problem. Have the Happy Roof Company at your house do an inspection. A roof inspection should be done every year or so. You just want to make sure everything's okay up there. They'll take pictures. So when something does happen, they can compare the before and afters and really work with your insurance company. If you have a leaky roof, an old roof, a damaged roof, or your roof is ugly, or you want a metal roof, the Happy Roof Company should be your first call. If you call today, they'll have somebody out to look at your issue within 24 hours. That's because they're local. They're headquartered in Sunset Hills. 100% of the market is in the St. Louis and surrounding areas. They are not storm chasers. Free estimates, very competitive pricing, A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. 314-665-3001. 314-665-3001. Online at thehappyroof.com.
Well, here we are at the Chaffetz Arena, gigantic show tonight with the Killers, joined by Brandon and Ronnie. Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. Yeah. I love the album. Wonderful, Wonderful is out now. It is it's such a great record. I think very much worth the wait. I want to know first things first about Jackknife Lee. That produced this record for you. I know there were a couple of other guys as well that did a track, but I want to know about a producer and what his role is with you guys and how you know he's the right one to work with you guys on something like this.
Well, it's different. I mean, every producer is a very, it's a very, that word casts a very large net. Mm-hmm. They can be, there are some people that just get in a room and sit Indian style and give you vibe. And some people that, the other end of the spectrum is actually, they play with you and they're like a fifth member of the band. Jackknife was kind of everything.
He sat Indian style and he played.
He was everything.
Yeah, he definitely took the holistic approach.
Yeah, but I'm always very interested when, because that's a big thing to let somebody in. I mean, that's the innermost circle of the band. So there has to be a lot of trust that develops over probably a short period of time in order for that to happen.
Yeah, you have to go with your gut, and you meet. We met with a lot of different people, and we've met a lot of people along the way, and it was just instantly, we were drawn towards him and felt comfortable around him, so it made it easy.
Very good. I'm always amazed when great songs like Run for Cover, I hear and read stories about how it's been around for a number of years. Do you keep everything around with the hopes that maybe one day it turns into something? Or are there those that eventually you go, you know what, I think this one's been around for a while. Like, how do you know that there's something there to keep it around?
We haven't, it's rare for us. It's this one in particular, just my brother kept emailing me. Yeah. And that was, kept it in my mind. And because he's a fan of this song. And so I think without that, without that prodding from him, I don't think I would have, brought it back and pursued it the way that we did. But yeah, we don't have any more laying around that are that good. that have been around that long.
I always wondered because, some bands will say that once they write it for whatever that session is, it's gone. You know what I mean? That they just leave it and move on and don't want to kind of revisit. So it's very fascinating to me when you find those little gems there that ended up turning into great things later on. I wanted to ask you about your opener tonight, Alex Cameron.
Yeah.
Here, I know what that means. Friends, family, food, and fun. But let's be honest. If you have people over for college football, NFL action on a Sunday, things could get messy with all that excitement. Before you open the doors for the games, call Zero Res. Your cleaning heroes. They will tackle all those fumble moments of the house, leaving your house sparkling clean. They'll handle everything from, pizza spills to puppy accidents. And when they clean your air ducts for improved air quality, it's second to none. And you got some great deals this month. Right now, you could get your entire home Zero Resified. 2 rooms of cleaning, get 2 rooms for free. And this is also the perfect time of year to schedule your air duct cleaning. $75 off with Zero Res. Cleaner air means fewer allergies, less dust, lower energy bills, and a cleaner home overall. Don't forget to have your dryer vent cleaned too. Don't settle for DIY. Call the pros at Zero Res. 314-474-2020 or book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com and say you want the RizzShow special. Spell backward or forward, spell the same. It's zero res.
Mid-America Chevy Dealers present Point Fest.
It's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage at Point Fest, and I have the absolute honor of being joined by Sean and Mike from Alice in Chains. Guys, how are you?
Wow, how do you live up to that?
Yeah, we better not suck tonight.
That'll ruin our sound. So.
Wow.
All right, so the first question that I have is one that I've wanted to ask you guys in a band of your ilk for quite some time.
Ilk.
I like his vocabulary. He's good at what he does.
Well, when you are a band that has been around for as long as Alice in Chains has.
Millenniums.
And you were I don't know the best way to say this, so it might come out rough, but you were one of my favorite bands when I was in high school. Like, is that an odd thing for people to say? I've liked you for
Okay, we're old. Just say it. We're old.
I am too, man. I am too. But is that, I mean, because I don't mean it in a negative way whatsoever, but I mean, you guys.
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 37.
All right. See, we're not, we're a little older than you.
Yeah, but I mean, but again, do you mind kind of being, that sort of band? I mean, I think it speaks, volumes for the longevity of it.
It is what it is, right? I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. It's cool though that, it doesn't happen for everybody. Not everybody gets to have that kind of a longer career, and it wasn't on our account of trying to work it and everything. I mean, obviously we didn't talk to anybody for quite a long time, and but the music lived on the radio, because they kept playing the songs, people kept passing it on, and that doesn't happen to everybody, and you can't have a record company or anybody making that happen. So looks like it happened to us, and now we're classic rock.
On a personal
We're becoming
level,
classic rock though, right? That's a Kansas, Dust in the Wind. We're up there with that, which is fucking.
Play that
I swore.
No, you're all right.
You can swear?
Yes.
Fucking awesomely shit fucking motherfucker.
Dust in the motherfucking wind, goddammit.
I'm going to say all that. We don't do enough of that on stage. We don't, like most, these festivals, I'm sure all the singers are like, well, you motherfucking do it. I can't fucking hear you. We don't do enough of that,
We're
I
way
think.
too lazy for that.
We should do way
too
more
lazy.
of that.
Well, you're more than welcome to do that as much as you want during the course of this interview. All right,
Okay, all right, because I can't fucking hear you. What? What?
And it's just because we're deaf. It's not because they're not screaming, but
you legitimately
really
can't hear.
I
can't
really
hear
don't
'em.
know what the fuck you're saying, man.
I like cussing. This
All
is
right.
nice.
So let me ask about the new album, which is in stores on the 28th. The Devil Put Dinosaurs Here. I would like to be the 1,000th journalist to ask you, can you please talk about that title, where it came from, and why you decided to go with that as the album title?
It's a song on the album, so we thought we'd name the album that.
We're really not that clever. We're just kind of lazy, actually. So that's what we went with.
The song, if you hear it, if you check out that record, you'll probably figure out kind of loosely what it's about. I think we'll leave it at that. But, yeah,
It's kind of cool. We like
I think,
dinosaurs,
and we
like
believe
devils.
that. I believe the devil, a little mythical man with cloven hooves, ran around the globe, hiding bones that were hundreds of millions of years old to fool us. And that the Earth is only 6,000 years old. I believe that with all my little black Grinch heart. So,
You're not shying away from the controversy.
There is no controversy.
I guess you're right, but I mean, there will be those that'll probably maybe question
be
it or
mad.
say something to you. Yeah,
well,
maybe
they
be a little pissy.
They can get on their ark with all their animals and do that. I mean, believe in whatever you want. We're not saying there's anything wrong with it. We're all. You need to have faith, believe in whatever. It's the fact when people are like, I'm right, you're wrong. That's not how how it should work. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Patricia's. It's where fun and fantasy meet. It's that time of year again. It's wedding season, so that means bachelorette parties. Ladies, if you're in charge of planning the bachelorette party or you're in charge of, getting all the gift bag stuff, you go to Patricia's, of course. That's where you get the candy, the naughty dice, the corsets, and so much more. And if you have any questions, Can't find something? Feel free to ask any employee there. They're not going to judge you. Trust me, they've heard it all. Patricia's is where you go for the lotions, the lubes, the vibrating toys, the sexy costumes, the sexy lingerie. If you've been to the East Side and you see what those girls on stage are wearing, those stiletto heels, you get them at Patricia's. Things for the novice, things for the expert, and everything in between. And you have 3 very convenient Patricia's locations. St. Peter's at the Cave Springs exit, on Page, 3 miles east of the Westport Plaza, and at the corner of Grand and Gravois. For all your fun and adult toys, it's Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet.
What an absolute honor. This is first Ho-Ho show of 2017. Headliner tonight, Rise Against, Tim McElrath from Rise Against. Absolute pleasure to meet you, man.
Good to be here, yeah.
So, okay, a couple of things that I wanted to ask you about, but I think I'm going to kind of start on the serious side of things, if that's all right with you.
Let's do it.
It is an unbelievable time in our country politically. Some people would maybe not say that it's a sad time politically, but I think that it's one of the lowest points that I can ever remember.
Yeah.
As somebody that is keeping track of what's going on in the world, like I know you guys do, sometimes myself I get so frustrated with just the daily just punch in the face of it all that I kind of want to back away from it. How do you consume the news that's out there, and do you ever get that feeling like when you're reading like Twitter or Facebook or something, like, God, I feel like I got punched in the face just trying to get through the news of the day?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's so overwhelming, and you're like, we live in such a tumultuous time right now, especially in American history. And for a band like us who've been plugging away this for like 18 years and singing about the ills of society and singing about things where places where we find injustice, we want to, like, you know, put water where the fire is. You know, that's kind of what we do. And so to have all these ideas that we thought made such progress on, like we made such progress on, I feel like racism and sexism and homophobia and xenophobia, and I feel like all that stuff kind of has come to rear its ugly head back again. And in this administration has such a permissive culture around all those ideas, which is sad. It lets you know and it reminds you that the monsters of racism and sexism don't ever really go away. Oh. You know, we put them behind bars, but they find their way out. You know, if we don't constantly maintain that visibility on those issues. And so it's interesting, as a band that's been trying to rile people up for 18 years, I'm excited to see people riled up.
Sure.
I don't care that if it wasn't Rise Against to do it. I don't care what did it.
Right.
And certainly this election did it. So I get to see a lot of people who have opened their eyes, a lot of people who have traditionally buried their head in the sand, who have now come out and said, I gotta be more engaged, I have to speak up when I hear something that's wrong. I see what happens now when good people stay silent, you know.
Continue about calzones at 10 o'clock in the morning, because here's the deal. It's Monday, and Mondays suck, and you're thinking to yourself, God, when do I get to go have lunch? What time is dinner? Where are we going? Guess what? You're going to Sauce on the Side. 12 locations in 12 years, eating locally when you support Sauce on the Side, and they're going to make you calzones that are so fresh, it's going to make your mind blown. For real, it's delicious. Everything from a vegetarian calzone to the meatiest of meat goes into these perfectly toasted and seasoned with cheese on top, just little like Parmesan, shavings. Oh, it's delicious. Had it last week. And hey, there's only like 1 day left of getting this Hot Honey Bird special for September. So check it out. Hot Honey Chicken Fontina cheese, house-made bacon jam, arugula, pickled jalapenos and onions, and then they baste it with hot honey butter, and then you can dunk it in the hot honey butter on the side. Hence the name, Sauce on the Side. Get it delivered and also save, like 10% when you go and shop at sauceontheside.com and enter promo code LEARN, L-E-R-N, or just say that to them whenever you check out. Sauceontheside.com.
Look at this, your dream home. You're renting right now. How about buying a home and building some equity? Look at you, an adult buying a house, maybe your first house. So listen, there are so many pitfalls out there. You could go with the big out-of-town bank where they treat you just like a number, or you could go with Kevin Putney, the local guy who treats you like a human being. 314-862-0123. He's going to make the whole loan process simple and painless. It's easy. You call, you qualify, you close. 1, 2, 3. Call, qualify, close. That's it. Kevin Putney's going to find the mortgage that fits your needs. A loan is like a fingerprint. One fingerprint, one loan specific to everyone. Make that call. The process is simple. 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. I'm going to my house.
He is kind. He is supple. He is magical. He is stainless. He is sensual. He is raw. He is power. He is limber. He is untouched. He is pure. King Scott Extra Virgin Royal Oil. Maintain your purity.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Point Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How are
hello.
you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you. First of all,
Thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late. I was very, very late. Some things in rock and roll haven't changed. The singers are usually late.
now listen, if we're going to do it, you are 18 minutes behind. I don't think that that's even late as far as rock stars go. I think that's just about flat.
We can take that. We can take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if do we look at ourselves as, you know, the RS, the rock star type?
You don't have to. I appreciate that you don't, but I do, and I can.
I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
it. The reason I am
One ring to rule them all, and one men's clinic to be the best of them all. And that is Mentality Health. Mentality Health is a men's-specific clinic designed to make sure that all the men in our area look our very best, feel our very best, and perform our very best in all aspects of our life. If you are looking to hit your goals and to hit them with a little bit of help and to have that edge, Mentality Health is there for you. Maybe it's testosterone treatment that you qualify for. I don't know. You don't know. But they'll know because they're going to take a blood draw and find out exactly where your numbers are, your vitamin levels, your T levels, your free testosterone, your this, your that, your everything. They're going to be looking for a lot of different things. In fact, they found something going on with me that I wasn't even looking for with my primary care physician. So I am alive and healthy today because I was able to make those changes early enough in the process and catch it thanks to Mentality Health. So again, let them see your numbers. Let them find out exactly what's going on. And then if they can help you, they will. If you're Superman and your numbers are perfect, they'll be the first one to high-five you, congratulate you, and send you on your way. But you're not going to know unless you call Mentality Health. Call them today or check out the website. They got a South County and a West County location to make it easy. Start it off at mentalityhealth.com.
All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. One more time for the birthday boy, Rafe Williams, who is heading to Chicago. Nice surprise. Tina showed up with his velour tracksuit and tickets to go see Charlie XCX, which Rafe doesn't even like.
Yeah. And we're going to the world's smallest water slide.
It's going to be so much fun. Spa time. They're going to have a good time.
All right, don't forget to check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Today's podcast is titled
Time to Sack Up, Scott. Happy birthday, Rafe.
All right. What else you got, Moon?
Oh, man, I think that's it, dude. Just have a good day out there. Treat people well. Remember, if you're angry about something, don't take it out on somebody else, especially in our email. Just deal with your own anger. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody did?
Somebody's mad it's Rafe's birthday. What happened?
Nah, just like, peace be with you.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Peace
Thank
love.
you. Brah. Lern?
Yeah, just follow me on the socials. Be mad at me there, at Lern versus Radio. Thanks.
All right, Scott?
Yeah, follow me, King Scott Rules. You guys have a beautiful day, and happy birthday, Sir Rafe's.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member Today, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Your home for St. Louis Blues hockey. From Swansea, Mitch Simpson is our...
Yeah, Mitch.
I was going to say from Mitch, Illinois, Swansea Simpson. but
Yeah,
that's not
Swansea.
right.
That's a different thing.
Samsonite.
Samson.
Way off.
Slippy
Swan-
Swan-
Way off.
Swansea.
Well, Mitch wants to hear this song. Here it is. We will see you tomorrow. Done and next. Bye.
Energy up.